All right, let's get this party started. We have a little bit of a round 2 here. The first one was pretty crazy, kooky, wild, wacky, and zany. And I'll link it in the description. But this is round 2, and we got to hope that it's even crazier and kookier and zanier. It's about Vaush and Ethan. Unfortunately, Ethan couldn't make it tonight, so Vaush's boyfriend stepped in here. The horse. You guys understand the funny joke I just made?
Oh.
This guy is so funny. Anyway, let's just get it started, dude. Enough yapping, okay?
Howdy, partners. Welcome.
All right, they're going to do the Super Bowl. We don't care about the Super Bowl. Like, let's be honest, Super Bowl... I don't even know what I clicked. That was so weird. We don't care about the Super Bowl. Listen, a bunch of men running around, beating each other up. That inspires other men to yell, scream, and break TVs. I don't know. It sounds a little cringe to me. I feel like cosplay is less cringe than Super Bowl fans. Be real. Let's go.
Some people that just joined are like, what is Ethan wearing?
This is a Gumby outfit. It kind of doesn't...
Oh.
I could take it off probably, right?
I think probably,
I mean,
yeah. Because now you're just
we
wearing
got the mileage out of it.
We got the mileage.
orange blob.
It was a $30 rental, you know.
Yeah,
that's it. It's a steal.
Thank you for the 12-month small gut, Matthew T. Papa got it spoken. I'm loud and shit gooning. Okay.
No.
Vaush just stopped watching.
No.
Vaush just stopped watching because you took that off. He doesn't want to watch anymore.
You
Suspend his
got it,
disbelief no
dude.
longer.
Yeah.
I can't use closed
All right,
captioning.
I'm going straight into this. So, as I mentioned at the beginning, there's a new name for his community that I'm dubbing them.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
The Lollipops.
It's not even that funny, but okay.
I like it.
And that's kind of the title that they've coined themselves by the tremendous amount of people that are defending his consumption of lolly horsey play.
Mm-hmm.
We do
all
not like
drifted
this
to
is not a
lolly at some point or
crossover
whatever.
that we asked for. You know. So there's been a wide and persistent effort to obfuscate what was in the folder that he leaked on accident, his goon folder.
Listen. Everybody keeps making fun of me saying, I think it was planned. I think the release of the folder was planned. Everybody's like, no, that's crazy. Listen, I'm going to maintain the conspiracy theory. I don't really care. Okay. But here's the thing. Think about it from my perspective, okay? Those weird things Vaush was saying from like how many years ago, okay? What was he really trying to say? Hey guys, when it comes to the things you get from your computers and cocoa powder and then Bengay and ball cream, these things also utilize slave labor, sometimes harming a child as well. And if we think that's bad, so we should put that on a similar level as like CP. That's what he was maybe trying to say. What he's saying said, morally, I don't really think that there's anything wrong with jerking off to little girls if you have a computer or eat chocolate. He's saying provocative shit for attention. Why? It's not crazy for me to be like, this dude is looking for more fucking attention on Twitter, so he decides to like leak his goon folder. It went south. And you might think I'm a conspiracy theorist, but you want to know what? Every single one of you guys is too, in a different way. Leave me alone. I don't think it's the worst theory. Okay? The attention-seeking based behavior. I'm just saying. The Leviathans are gooning. Okay?
What was in that folder? He and his fans persistently tell us
How old were the horses, Vaush?
that there was nothing bad in that folder. And that is a convenient lie that's told by Vaush and his audience, who are frankly...
It was just short stack goblins, Ethan. Have you've never spanked it to some gnomes from World of Warcraft? I have. It's basically the same thing.
unwilling to look closer at it, and they're just running to his defense. I'll tell you what was in the...
Do you think Tipster is in love with Keffels? Did they meet up? I saw something about how the two of them are referenced in this when I was skimming through the thing. Are they going like really hard in for Vaush? Oh my God, he's right there. What the? Why? Why are they going so hard for this guy? I don't understand.
What was in that folder that was a problem? There was a girl who looked 13. That was a problem.
Ew!
There was a girl who looked very young who was sucking off a horse. Is that a problem? I don't like that.
Some of these girls.
Well, Ethan, the age that you can drive on a farm is only 12 years old, and compared to the real world, which is 16, they just, the country girls just make do. It's a little bit different. The age of consent on that goddamn farm. It's just a whole different. I'm going too far. Okay.
It's all
Okay.
It's all anime.
It's all drawn. Yeah.
Clarify again, because
It's all drawn.
Yeah.
Tacoma wept.
It's so gross.
But apparently, lolly, which is a genre of hentai that features really young girls, is apparently a topic of huge debate. And there's a lot of people that support this, which is absolutely mad. The reason for that, which we talked through on Friday,
some people just call it Kaiway. Okay. I remember you guys. I remember that. I stayed out of it, but I was like, what is wrong with you, bro? It's actually, what is it, Kaiway? Is that cute? Is that cute? It's just cute.
Love pointed out, is that the consumption of this type
Richard
of
Perez super chatted $4.99. Hey Boogie, your beard is looking a little extra crusty today. Good job.
I appreciate that, brother. I really do.
content normalizes and comforts people who would otherwise not even think about such things, or people who are.
Here's the thing. It's weird. It's weirder to me, though, that you have a whole goddamn folder devoted to it. You know what I mean? Why do you have a folder of it? Why are you saving your stuff?
More likely to act on their impulses or to go and buy actual CP to satisfy their
Maybe, I don't know.
sick desires. And so what was in that? That's basically it. You know, it was those two things. But part of the problem, too, for me, guys, is that this to be sorted folder, he also leaked in 2017, I believe, or 19.
Oh, boy.
A couple years ago.
Oh.
And someone asked him on stream, I have all this, but I'm just giving you cliff notes now. They said, what's in the folder? He said 98% porn.
He said, he leaked it before? Sounds like my conspiracy theory is becoming less conspiratorial, isn't it?
So I ask you this. We saw the very tip of the iceberg of that folder. That folder's been in use for years. What else is in that folder?
Also, guys, isn't it weird? Like, everybody has a video that they can go back to and spank it to. But for the most part, most of the stuff is fresh, right? I can't get off to the same thing over and over and over again. I have one or two videos that I'm like, I got to go back to this. But for the most part, no. So it's one thing to save like a video or two, maybe have 10 is a lot. But over the years, you might develop a goon folder. But full of picture, like, dude, what is up with that, bro?
What are the chances? What are the chances that just on the top there was like several deeply, deeply disturbing images? So what is the chances that down below, the years and years of saved images doesn't have worse?
I think the worst stuff is in the taxes folder.
I've heard that theory actually.
You have?
I did, yeah.
I thought it was original. I think the taxes is like a cover up for like the worst.
That's so again, this is pure speculation, but I did see someone saying like, I don't know how nobody pointed this
I just keep my lolicon in my like 1 terabyte external hard drive. I don't understand what's up with this guy, you know?
out, but like this is super
encrypted.
Common for people that consume this type of content to have it in a folder like taxes or something.
Oh.
Although that doesn't, because like if he is trying to hide it, he wouldn't put it there. Yeah, he wouldn't put it there.
Well,
It's not a great hiding spot.
Unless there's subfolders in there.
Yeah.
So it has like the years of taxes, and then you go within there, and then like there's a subfolder within subfolder, and that's the really fucked
If
up
anything,
shit.
Yeah, that is a strategy. Yeah, I get that.
it's just a protocol to be like, I need to be extra careful with this stuff.
Yeah.
We have at some point in our life
I used to hide
I've been going fucking crazy on some hentai site.
No, we have.
we haven't.
Well, okay,
We
so
have not all.
hold
We
on.
haven't.
Hold on. So far, that's fine. Hentai is perfectly fine.
Sure.
Go on, Vaush.
Some of these girls looked pretty young. Okay.
Okay, so there was a. That's
We've
part
all
of this.
at the lolly at some point or another.
Yeah, there it is. That part I
Wait,
disagree.
no, we haven't.
That part
No, we haven't.
Maybe when I was a lolly myself. I don't know.
we have not.
I don't know, man. That's weird. The worst thing I've had happen is like I was looking at something, I was really into it, and I was like, choking it. And then they cut to the dude's face moaning when I finished. And I'm like, damn. God is forsaking me today, you know?
We have not.
That's a singular experience, I think.
I heard the term for the first time on Friday. I've never heard that term.
Right.
I had no
This
idea
is
what it was.
all new
This guy's lying. He looks like an avid enjoyer.
to me.
Dude, yeah, I don't know. Like, I didn't grow up amongst anime and all this kinds of stuff. So I have no idea that this was I didn't start watching anime until I was an adult. When we were like in
I feel like if you watch anime as a kid, I understand why you watch it as an adult, but if you start watching it as an adult, that's a red flag. What are you doing, dude?
Israel, I think the first anime. And so
Israel?
this is all kind of a new world. This here, by the way, is Drake and Vaush. What are we trying to say with this, Cam? Created by Dan Schneider.
I thought it was gonna be like like Drake, like the musician. Doesn't he like have a weird relationship with Millie Bobby Brown?
This is just a pun I had in my head all weekend. So
Loliadon? Hold on, hold the phone now. This is a strange coming of age.
I mean, you could have just named it Nickelodeon. There's weird shit in there too.
Still.
That's a still from Drake's court appearance, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Ethan, it sounds like you're new to anime. Let me recommend you something called futa.
no, you didn't have to do them like that.
That's great.
You know what is fucked up though? I know this is terrible, but like sometimes I'll come across like those the anime videos, and it's like they're on the train. You know what I mean? And it's like there's a guy named Mo Lester. You know what I mean? That it's so weird. But some of this anime and Asian stuff is so molesty, But sometimes I'm like, damn, I feel like a creep. I watch it though. I'm like, damn, this is weird. And sometimes my wife told me that they're in some place they have like hotels that look like trains, like Japan and stuff. And I was like, shit, we should go there and get one of those. That's fucking crazy.
They rebooted iCarly, and now they can reboot Drake and Josh.
Now I want to make a few things clear. If you watch hentai, if you watch furry, if you do all that, I'm not here to kink shame anybody.
I am here to kink shame furry.
But what I am here to talk about is explicitly disturbing content that is not good in any facet of the world to exist in.
Right.
Now, Vaush made a 2-hour-long response video to our Friday's episode. With incredible takes such as, this is a Dan conspiracy.
I haven't watched it, to be honest with you. On my vacation weekend, I'm a little behind on some of the drama, so maybe I'll watch it later, but...
That Ethan's only doing this because I'm anti-Israel.
Can we talk about the Dan
What?
conspiracy aspect of this a little bit?
I have a whole section on it.
Oh, okay.
Okay. We're following the clip.
I mean, I don't even know how to... There's so much, bro. There's so much.
All right.
I should actually make a focus to work through this.
Let's
Get
get
the
right
chat
into it.
out of there. This guy gets too much money.
So in his video,
Making me angry.
he had these incredible takes, but I want to tell you all, Vaush and his supporters will tell you the following things.
Okay.
It's out of context. All the clips of him. It wasn't.
It's so funny, this whole out of context thing when it comes to that. This is how, listen, not for nothing. But first of all, yes, Papa Gut is the average CNC enjoyer. I don't care. My wife and we love each other. That's number one. Number two, you're so fucking terminally online if you're like batting this hard for Vaush. It's one thing to be like, oh yeah, I know where he's coming from, which with the folder, I don't know where I could see where he's coming from. I don't actually want to see it though. But like riding so hard for this guy, it's like, do you know, like if you introduce this guy, what he said to anybody in the real world, they would be disgusted and they would never associate with this guy again. So it's like, why are you so surprised? People are like, ew, this is disturbing. It's not normal to have edgy hot takes about CP. It's just not. And you're like, oh no, you don't understand that context. Dude, what? Imagine going to the grocery store and the guy's like, dude, I fucking, you know what's crazy? Morally, I think that I should be able to jack off to your kid. Oh, wow. Whoa, wait. What's the context of that, sir? That's not the first thing I'm saying. Okay? That's not the first. I'll be like, what the fuck? I don't like that. You don't lead a conversation like that. It's crazy.
We looked at the context.
We looked at it and understood it.
They will tell you that what was in
Eli, are you sick?
the folder was not lolly. It was lolly. By Vaush's own admission, which I will show you. That it's all been debunked or explained a million times. They'll say, it has not. It has not.
Yeah.
You will hear the same tired reasoning for every clip. This is the context that they continue to tell us is cut out because it's the same justification every time he brings it up. He says other industries are bad, like cobalt mining or chocolate, but we aren't morally consistent.
Hey, that's a little racist, don't you think? Chocolate is not bad.
Saying that he's not saying he's pro CP. He's saying he's anti-capitalism or consumer capitalism.
Yeah.
And so this is the point that
Of course, it makes sense. Everybody should have free CP. Now I understand.
we've grappled with in great detail already and explained why that's obscene and wrong.
Right.
Yeah, it's not a hot take. It's just like, yo, you can get chocolate without abusing somebody, but CP is always like, it's not, you know.
And yet they'll continue to tell us that it's been debunked or that it's old.
It's been debunked.
Uncovered.
Vaush just needs to say, bro, I was saying some provocative stuff for attention. That's what, if he said that, I would at least have, I wouldn't respect him at all, but I would go, Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's it.
This defense, by the way, may have been believable up until we found that he is actually consuming lolly stuff.
Yeah, I feel like
I wonder. I think that's obviously weird and concerning, but I don't really know. Is it as bad? It's definitely not as bad as actually watching a kid. I just don't get it. Like, what's the interest in that? Is it a character you grew up with? Is it like, oh man, when I was 10, Misty from Pokemon was 10, and I still jack off to her? Is that the Is that the logic?
Brady Fox
Is that it?
superchatted $4.99.
I don't know.
I don't give a single shit about what he has to say about context when he's referring to what he's watching.
Yeah.
No one should have those takes on CP.
Oh yeah, wait till you hear mine. I'm kidding.
the context about how everything happened.
It's all changed.
So
I'm more of an Ash's mom guy myself nowadays. Back when I was young, I liked the young redhead. Now I'm like, damn. But I wish that she would gray. They need to have more gray moms in these shows, you know?
he leaked his folder, which was
He likes Minda from Zelda. What is that, the black girl?
super silly to begin with.
The horse shit is what caught me.
It was funny.
Yeah.
Yo, I've seen the adult one of that. Right? Isn't there an adult version of that? He likes this one? Because I can't blame him for this. Right? Or does he like this one? What the fuck? Oh my god. That's hey. It's just short stack. Guys, what are you talking about, dude? It's not a fucking kid. It's a short stack, dude. Oh my god.
First, and then the more you look at it, it starts to get a little disturbing, and then you realize all of his background, and that's basically the rabbit hole we went down.
Absolutely, and he accuses me continually in his video of doing a bad faith character assassination attempt. I have no reason to assassinate this man's character. I thought the horse porn was funny, and
So
bro, you
true.
need to at least find God on that one because that shit is objectively ridiculous and funny.
Having a to-sort folder
Well, I think isn't that like a meme in his community, the horse stuff, right?
is funny.
It's all good.
That's where we all.
Vaush was 11 when he played that game. I wonder if there's an argument there. Like I had a crush on this character since I was 11 and they never aged, you know? Is there an argument there? I don't think so.
It started from this is just being really funny.
There was so much to say about it. And so as we reacted to it live, it became more and more apparent that this is more disturbing. There's other disturbing parts of this. So, and again, I'm telling you, the other thing that Vaush and his fans will try to tell you, that I'm trying to pretend like he's been hiding this, that I'm acting like it's some big dark secret that he's hiding. And so in his mind, he's saying that because people know that I'm a pervert, therefore you shouldn't be outraged by it. Now, not.
That's a solid defense. Okay. Low expectations on that one. He should make a rap style video about how much of a pedo he is. Yeah, he could do the whole Mr. Girl thing. It's a smart idea, brother. I like that.
Everybody in the world, you might be, I didn't know you were a pervert on this level. And so what does it matter if it was hidden or out in the open? You know what I mean? It's still fucking disturbing. And by the way, that's also not true because the lolly shit was not out in the open. There's a new wrinkle in the fabric of this story.
But also, there's different levels of knowing somebody on the internet.
Spunky Monkey super chatted $4.99. I've named my character Sminglebang in a lot of video games
Very
recently.
good.
Thank you, Gut.
Beautiful stuff, brother. Schminglebang, love it. Love it.
Clips from time to time on a certain subject, especially lately with so much going on in the world. Sometimes a clip of his will come up and we'll watch it.
What game?
That doesn't mean that I know anything about Vaush or his history or his Discord chats with his fans. You know, there's a whole different level of like knowing you and following you. It's
The literal
sometimes
iceberg.
clips.
It's just like, exactly.
So,
and when
I don't know that you're into horses. You know,
I didn't know that about him.
that was news.
I feel like the CP thing isn't even like the worst. I don't know, dude. I'm not trying to bring up old shit, but I'm still like I said this the last time too. Like a while ago, like in Destiny's like community, he was like hitting on girls and he was being like too aggressive, and they were telling him to stop, and he like didn't. And then instead of being like, "Hey, sorry guys, I was being too pushy," which like whatever, man, like it's still shitty, but like I get it. I was a fuckboy too, you know. I don't think I was ever that pushy, but hey, you know what? I get it. He's like, they were actually too fucking mentally disabled or something. They don't have the right mindset or something. They didn't have the mental capacity to actually understand what was happening. Some dumb, weird stuff, dude. Like I said before, I said again, Vaush is the fucking guy who goes to parties and he waits for girls to get drunk, and then he says, "Can I have a hug? Can I have a hug?" You know what I mean?
Yeah. And by the way,
And that's fine.
there's a lot of people being like, you know what? Consuming horse porn is people make this argument that it's ethically okay. You know what? I'm not going to
Hey, listen, you can't hurt the horse with whatever you got. You know what I mean?
even argue with you guys.
Right.
You can have your horse porn, but I'm allowed to think that it's fucking weird and to judge you for watching that shit. Like, I'm sorry. I'm judging you, you know? That's it. Keemstar even said about us that we were more charitable with context than anyone he's ever seen on the internet. Now, of course, it's worth mentioning that Keemstar hates Vaush, and of course, as he does with nearly everybody on the internet.
And Keemstar, you can get the fuck out of the chat. Literally suck a fucking dick.
However, in this
Whoa, that's homophobic.
okay, Tipster, well, hold on now, Tipster. Our allegiances are all twisted.
Yeah.
Tipster has turned our world upside down, man. Fucking hell.
Well, Keem, I guess, had a situation where someone drew his daughter, and so this is personal to him. So
I did not know that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think that was the Shade Man thing, right? That's pretty fucked up.
what Keem said, and I didn't know,
that.
somebody, an artist that I guess Vaush is friends with.
Wait, Vaush is friends with the guy? What? Is that real? What?
Drew CP of Keem's daughter.
Disgusting.
That's what he said. Now, Keemstar is not a reliable reporter. We would need a third party, but that's what he said. And that Vaush is, I guess, just like openly friends with this person who's a known lolly artist.
Yeah,
Shadow
I'm gonna rewatch the
Shade
video now
Man?
because I saw it right before we went live, but I wasn't sure if he said Vaush's friend or Tipster's friend. But
Oh,
it may have
true.
been
Okay,
I'll
good.
confirm.
Good.
I'm confused.
So here's I'm not pretending that's a big dark secret. I didn't fucking know about this. And even if I was saying it was a big dark secret, what does it matter, bro? You know, it doesn't change what it is. So you can stop with that one. The other thing he keeps saying is that we were friends and that I backstabbed him or something, which is entirely absurd. I've literally talked to him twice in Twitter DMs. Twice.
Nice.
Briefly.
Whoa.
So
you guys are basically best friends.
this whole thing that I should be running defense for him, having CP, can I call it CP? Is that justified or is that?
I think you should probably make the distinction.
Lolly.
Yeah.
Drawn CP?
CP does have
The
a
drawing
direct
element
child
makes it
victim,
very
so
different
it's
than if it
on the
wasn't.
I guess. I guess it does make it different. I still think it's weird though. You wouldn't call that CP? All right, whatever.
True. So should I call it drawn CP or just a lolly?
Probably
Yeah, drawn CP, I think
is
is fair.
I mean, it seems
If it's
accurate.
because I don't want to put anything on him that's not
Right.
correct. That's not totally accurate.
Okay.
You know.
Well, that's nice of you, Ethan.
Okay, I like it. Picasso.
You could put a horse cock on me, baby.
Okay, so just to clarify, there was an artist that drew some lolly that supposedly Chris from Mr. Beast's crew shared. That same artist drew Keem's daughter.
Oh, it's got nothing to do with Vaush or Tips or anything.
So
Oh,
this,
okay.
it was all,
I heard him say that they were friends.
Yeah, no, he kind of links it all
Okay,
together.
whatever. We're
Yeah.
talking to Keemstar
Oh, okay. Well,
Vortex.
Yeah,
I don't care about any of
let's
this shit.
just- yeah.
So listen, apologies to everyone we mentioned in that. We
pretty solid mistake to listen to the context from fucking Keemstar, but okay.
I don't know nothing about any of that shit. That's a Keemstar thing.
That would have been wild if they were friends.
Yeah.
You think that they're friends on Undercover? Maybe it's actually him. Maybe Vaush is it's Shade Man or something, right?
Other than that, somebody drew his daughter. Additionally,
Again.
you know, you will hear these arguments for two reasons from his fans and his defenders. The only
I think the biggest reason is because one, they're really terminally online fucking like kids that are stupid as shit and don't go outside. Which I get it. I mean, think about it. I just went to Delaware. If you lived in like Delaware, I understand why you're terminally online. There's nothing to do outside, you know? Or two, he's generated a community who like is okay with CP because of the weird way that he has these based hot takes about it.
two reasons that I can see. One, they've been misled by Vaush and they don't grasp the entirety of the depravity of what he's into.
Depravity.
Or, and I'm sorry to say this, two, they also watch what he watches.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm sorry, but if you're out here defending this shit, you need to really check your fucking self because you do not want to die on Lolly Hill.
Well,
We lost a lot
call it Lolly Lane.
of good men out on Lolly Hill. It was a bloodbath that day. We do not want to lose any more. Guys, don't throw your life away. Don't die on Lolly Hill. There are other places to choose your battle.
At the very least, don't save your battles of Lolly Hill, you know?
Reports say that the average private going out on Lolly Hill only survives for 22 minutes. Jesus. The stats in Vietnam.
Oh my god, that's a quick come.
It's not right. And I hate to say it, but two people that we are somewhat friendly on the show, Tipster and Keffels, have sacrificed themselves to Lolly Hill, which we'll get into. Do not lose faith, my friends. What you are hearing is merely the death rattle of a community on life support. Continual posts on our subreddit from supposed fans and defenders of Vaush, of which, again, there are many, which is what prompted me to even get so passionate about all this. What you are hearing is the death rattle of a community on life support. There is no longer shade for Vaush and his supporters to hide under. No. Today, the truth will be laid bare to bathe in the light of truth and justice.
What? The Jabba the Hutt ornament we got was originally $50? Jesus, why was it so expensive? We got it for $5 though.
Let us flood this dark corner of the internet with a blinding light. Let the rats and cockroaches scurry. And again, not to say anything about rats and cockroaches in
Cockroaches.
terms of like, oh,
You mean
that.
horse
I'm just saying they
cockroach.
live in the sewer. That's what they live in the sewer. That's
Rats
why.
will dance for money.
I wrote that this morning. I thought it sounded badass.
I was gonna
It's a
say,
little-
amen.
It's a little too
Yeah,
serious.
it's a sentence.
I was like, let's fucking just get super ridiculous with this.
General Klein.
I thought it would be a little funny, but it
Shitbussin'
didn't go
super chatted $5.
Okay.
PP the poo poo.
I agree with that. Yeah, thank you.
strike. And it didn't. Thought he'd be more like, and today, soldiers, we will fight on Lolly Hill. We will fight on the breach of the coastline of Lolly Coast. Everything's Lolly.
I get it. So stupid.
We have fans proclaiming on our subreddit they're canceling their membership.
Ooh.
That's right. This is a
I find it so weird that like anytime Ethan's in a controversy, regardless of whether he's in the right or wrong, he seems to lose followers. Like how, like to me, that suggests that he just has so many followers from so many different communities, like watching him. You know, it's kind of crazy.
Post of a post. This is uncomfortable, but I don't think we should reward Ethan's recent behavior with memberships or subscriptions. Here's why. I don't actually have a link to that one, but I posted it in my stories. But they're saying because I'm misrepresenting and lying and all this stuff, they're leaving because I don't stand with drawn CP.
Good, honestly. Like, why do you want people in your community like that? I'm not saying Ethan does. I'm just saying, like, why? Like, that's not really a threat. You know what I mean? Like, that's like, okay, good. You should leave. And also, here's the thing, too. And Ethan might have, you know, he might have made a little mistake, depending on, we probably might not call it a mistake, but here's one I want to make. There are times where people will message or put in my DMs, or not my DMs, and like comments will be like, I'm done with you, Papa God. I hate you. I don't like this take, blah, blah, blah. You know what happens? Less than a week, they're back and watching again. These motherfuckers, they just want to cry, okay? Now, if you respond to them, they might stay away for longer. But if you ignore them, the little babies rattling around, they come back. They watch again. I guarantee there's people right now watching me that are like, oh, yeah, that's me. You fucking probably feel stupid, don't you, fucking idiot? That's okay. We all do the same thing. I say the same thing about McDonald's, and that I still go back. Actually, not McDonald's. I really don't like McDonald's. Domino's. I'm like, I'll never eat this again. Fucking less than a week later, man. It's crazy.
Shame.
And so let's say this, you know, let's put a little twist on this, eh?
Get the fuck out.
Let's get those members up. You know what I mean? Let's get those members up today. Do you know what I'm saying, people? Like Krya and Maud, because we say yes to adult pornography. We say yes to consenting adult pornography. We love it, in fact.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah, but she was actually 1,000, so technically it's consenting.
In moderation, I think. But ultimately, do whatever you need to do. So we say we subscribe, we become members in opposition to this horrible movement.
Just donated 50 memberships.
Ooh,
Charlie?
Thank you.
Charlie!
Oh, dude, this guy's begging for money, dude. Oh, this is so freaked up. Capitalism is such a bad thing.
Hey.
Somebody got the chocolate factory. Hey! Actually, there's been lots of generous donations we should acknowledge.
I already need to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, I want to say thank you. And I want to acknowledge.
Yeah, I want to say thank you to I don't care about acknowledging people because I don't care.
That tipster defended that artist.
That's me right now. Wait, these are old ones. I gotta go down.
Got it.
Wait, what is this thing about Chris and Mr. Beast? Because that's a wild
you
claim to
report
put
all
out
this?
there. Yeah, I don't want to.
Yes, well, Keemstar put out a video right before, and it's we went live, and basically he said that Chris from Mr. Beast shared a post from this artist. The artist was canceled at a later time for doing some shady stuff, and he said that tipster defended that artist.
Okay, so I'll say this. I like Chris. She. Fuck, I'm sorry. She's a great person. I've spoken.
Yeah, I remember that. I looked at it and it was like a really weird, edgy joke. Definitely inappropriate. Definitely understandable why you'd be upset by it. But I think that's what it was. Yeah.
Spoken with her, and I really like her. I've met her a few times, so I don't know. I don't know what happened there. I haven't looked into it, but it sounds like based on what you.
From what I
Patrick
remember,
Loeb super chatted
like,
$1.99. Papa, do you like the new Kanye album? Also, I pooped.
Yeah, a lot of poop going on today. I haven't listened to it yet.
You said that it was.
I saw the Super Bowl commercial.
This expose happened after.
That's my understanding. Yes.
So I'm not saying anything about that. That's a Keemstar thing, and I don't know nothing about nobody when it comes to that. Okay. Thank you, Francesco Dalla for 50 gifted members.
Ethan is a hypocrite. I'm sorry. He doesn't care. He was super charitable to Crystalia when he exposed. We tried to watch. I don't know about the Crystalia thing. Isn't he like into 17-year-olds or something? I can't even speak on that because I don't know what you're referring to be honest with you. Like I don't specifically know what he said. So, you know, if you want to show me, you can, but I don't know.
Thank you, Betty Swalsack. Swalsack?
Swolsack.
Dude, you got a fat sack, Betty. Hello, HG fam. I finally signed up the fuck up for members. A couple episodes ago, someone mentioned birria. I highly recommend you try it. I don't know what the fuck that is.
Taco. Oh yeah, I brought that. I didn't know what it was.
Wait, what? It's a taco?
It's like you dip the taco in the sauce.
It's like a I know that.
taco.
Yeah, I know that. It's a little messy.
Oh,
it's good though. Bella Simmons, go off Queen Ethan, Queen Hila, and the Prince to the Royal Court. Thank you, Bella Simmons. Bella Simmons again, dude, you're rich. Like, what's your story? She's one of our great benefactors. Raptors and cockroaches are better than Vaush, Bella says. They contribute to the environment, are an important part of their ecosystem. Okay, Bella.
That is so true.
We love the rats and the cockroaches. What? Edward, thank you so much for the gifted. Alex Franco, thank you so much. Remember, I was on Reddit once, said lolly bad, pause for clap. Thought it was an easy win, easy life. I was so wrong. I learned never to argue with anyone.
Super chatted $10. Love your videos, man.
I love you too, Wagons Podcast. Do you have an actual podcast?
Really, Benjamin? Oh shit. Maybe it's a good cutoff. Though of course the generosity and kindness I appreciate very much. I appreciate everyone's donations very much, you know? I feel like kind of a bit of a hog when I do TTS streams sometimes, even though I know I shouldn't, because it's not like I'm compelling you guys, or I don't really even gatekeep anything behind payment, you know?
Oh, he sounds so sad. I literally look at him and go, that guy would fucking molest a kid, though. Sorry, I don't know. I don't know. He's something fucking dude. He's very deep rapey looking. You might say like, oh, you can't judge a book by its cover. I can, because I look like a big fat piece of shit that stinks. Okay, and that's what I am. I don't care, dude. I don't give a fuck.
Anime community about lollies. It is the minority opinion, according to Alex Franco. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but what I'll say is that there's a ton of people that I didn't know fucking existed. Thank you, Chrissy Sherlock, for the gifted. We love you guys.
lolly at some point or another.
I'm gonna have to check back in, but
All right. Let's get to a fucking.
thank you,
actual
Solaris,
thing.
for the gift. Thank you,
Thanks,
peanut butter
everybody.
and fika sandwich. Thank you guys. Thank you. I gotta go. I gotta move on now.
Thank you, everybody.
All right,
Okay,
tipster.
so here's Tipster. Big tip. Friend of the show. Was even featured in our live. Cheers, my dude. Love you. No homo. Now updated too.
Outdated too.
Genuinely disappointed.
Updated.
Cheers, my horse. Love ya. No pedo.
How'd we get that? Find out. Tipster said, genuinely disappointed seeing what H3H3 Productions did to Vaush earlier tonight. You think after everything Hassan's community, as well as others in the past, have done to misrepresent Ethan, he wouldn't be...
This whole community thing is so cringe, bro. Hey, somebody defended you once. You have to be their eternal friend. You know who else says weird shit like that? Fresh and Fit. They're such losers. Like, what a loser thing to say. Like, I'm really surprised you weren't super charitable about the animated child porn he was looking at. Like, I don't understand, even if you're on Vaush's side, why you don't understand how people would be really turned off by that.
Burger King manager super
It's
chatted
weird.
$6.52. Hey at Papa, got your friend Mama Max cited you as a reference on his job application.
Thanks, man.
Could you please explain his 3-year employment gap? He
Yeah.
says he was chasing leviathans, but I don't believe him.
Yeah, I think
He's
he
so quick to
was like a fisherman. He was fishing Leviathan. Dude, what the fuck? Probably remind me more of a bootleg Vaush than H3. Really? Do I really remind you that much of Vaush? I have to fucking do something about that. That's terrible. What a horrible thing. What is it? What is it about me? What the fuck, dude?
the same to others. Yeah, here we are. Here's the difference, Tipster, and
It's the most offensive thing anyone's ever said to me. I'm not even kidding, dude.
other people that are echoing this. I don't justify. First of all,
First of all.
okay, you know what? I'm not even. I don't justify the shit that I did. I'm happy. I'm not happy, but like I engage with the stuff that I've done in the past
Yeah.
openly and honestly and as frequently as I need to because I'm aware that stuff I've said and done are extremely offensive and mean.
Do you really mean that, dude? That's fucked up.
And these are things that I'm reckoning with, and I've served to help me mature as a person.
Wow, gay.
So this concept, and again, I see this echoing. He helped you, therefore you need to cover for him enjoying drawn CP. Like, I'm sorry, in what fucking world does that make any sense? You know?
Thank you. I have more Destiny vibes. See, that's okay. That's okay. I'll take Destiny. He's all right.
Also,
He just has the bad R slur.
he didn't defend me because he likes me. He probably did it because he thought I was right. Yet here we are. He even used the same out of context clips art writers have been used to defame Vaush this time and time again. I see this.
All writers.
And I say, bro, he must not have watched it and just is going to the go-to out of context because we made a huge emphasis on putting everything in context and watching it in the full entirety of the clip. And so the fact that he's out here saying we took stuff out of context is just like a self-report that he's just on autopilot here.
Right.
I mean, obviously, what he did is still bad.
Like, how many times have all these people had to already do this?
This is routine for them,
Yeah.
and they say the same thing every time.
Yeah.
And I want to cut through all that bullshit. It's just not.
Cut
Here,
through
the
it.
go-to arguments that I mentioned, you're gonna hear it everywhere you go. It's out of context. It wasn't lolly. It's been debunked. All wrong, by the way. He said, oh, and another thing I'll see. He uses the same out of context clips alt writers use. So if Nazis are alt writers like popsicles, am I not supposed to enjoy ice cream anymore? Like just because they said it doesn't mean it's wrong, dude. Like it might surprise you to know, but there are alt writers that also don't like pedophiles, and like I feel there's a pretty big Venn diagram. There's some that like them. I'm not defending all
I was
alt
going to
writers.
say, the people criticizing Vaush from the alt-right are probably criticizing him for being a hypocrite, not for stuff, because they all like that shit too.
Yeah,
all of them.
I mean, no, I guess not.
Well, they are alt-right.
Well, let me say this.
I don't know. I don't understand the joke I just made.
There's got to be a big Venn diagram of all different groups of people.
Ethan doesn't even know that bestiality is morally neutral. Oh, what does that mean? What?
Criminals, Nazis, libs, you know, and every other social group you can think of. And there's a big, fat, juicy circle in the middle that says hates pedophiles. So I'm sorry that alt-writers have also said this about him, but they were probably right. You know?
No pedo.
We all fucking like McDonald's, bro. OJ Simpson's eating McDonald's. I mean, I'm going to skip getting some goddamn...
I don't like McDonald's anymore, dude. I really think the quality has gone down, and I think the prices have gone up, and it's just not a value. It's not value food anymore. Fucking poop.
a quarter pounder with cheese. It's not happening.
If I'm gonna spend money on a bunch of food, I'm gonna go to White Castle. You know.
You know what I mean?
I do, man. I'm with you, bro. Whatever this was intended to be, there's one thing for sure, he continues. This was not the move. And it was an extremely bad faith misrepresentation of Vaush. Another thing they say, bad faith. I don't think they know what that means.
I don't either. I don't understand it.
So anyway, Tipster, we tip the...
It means that you're not religious, dude. Obviously.
Cheers, my horse. Love ya. No pedo.
Give me the horse thing.
I have this if you like.
Tipster, bad Tipster. Bad Tipster.
You guys hear that sound? Like,
You hear that?
It's so satisfying.
Bad Tipster. Get in line.
Kind of do it closer to the mic. Like, don't hit the mic, but maybe a little
I can
closer.
hit the mic, probably. Is that good?
You gotta hear in the
You
air.
gotta- you gotta get the air.
Just the air, not the actual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you
there you go.
I would've just
Bad,
said,
bad.
Fuck.
So that's big Tip. Who's now little Tip.
That really fucking sucks, dude.
I know. What the fuck was he
That
thinking,
really
man?
Fucking, that breaks my heart, dude.
Like, what are you doing? Again, he's dying on Wally Hill.
That's the
Yeah.
one hill you can't die on, brother.
that's the wrong hill, brother.
Listen, man. I'm not trying to be that guy, but it is a little bit weird. I remember a little while ago, Okay, and he walked it back, but I'm still gonna talk about it. And I remember that weird shit going on where there was this picture of this like drawn looking 7-year-old looking girl on Twitchter, Tinder, Twitch, TikTok, X, Twitter. Fuck. And he was saying it was Kaiway or something, or cute, something like that. Like it was a different art style. And I'm like, bro, that is disgusting. I'm not even gonna show you the image. And I guess one of his friends accidentally liked it, and Tipster rides or dies too hard for his friends. That's what I think really happened. I think that's charitable. But it's like, dude, like you got that happening, and then you're defending Vaush on his CP stuff, and it's like, optically, don't you feel like a little like, oof, sit this one out, brother? Sit this one, sit it out. Like, what are you doing? I remember I got banned on TikTok. Not to talk about it too much, and I was a little edgy. Listen, it was justifiable, and I had a friend. It was actually Curly Daddy, 101. Kaiway. Shut the fuck up. I'm not Asian. I don't care. You know what I'm talking about. Shut up. And he was like, I'm really upset about it, because he was a good friend of mine. And I was like, listen, just like stay out of it. Kind of a thing. It's like, don't go down with me on the ship. You know what I mean? Because it's like, at the end of the day, Vaush, tell your friends to stop going to bat for you. Be like, damn, just take the fucking L. You guys gotta learn. Like, that's crazy, man. That's just crazy. It's fucking too much.
Can't fall in love with the sound bites. I mean, with the origins. You just gotta enjoy the sound bites.
Yeah.
I am grateful, though. We're about to enter a new phase, a new generation of tipster sound drops, because we've enjoyed the Cheers, My Dude, Love You, No Homo for close to a year or more. But at this point, we can say it's become passé. But now, thanks to him, we've breathed new life, like a phoenix, like a lolly-loving phoenix. Go ahead.
Cheers, my horse. Love ya.
Stop being mean to me in the chat.
No pedo.
It is a gift. So,
I love it.
Dude, I'm just fucking referencing my life experience. Okay? Why do you guys have to bully me all the time?
I started responding to him in my stories.
May I also add that when people bring up your old clips, in an attempt to cancel you or whatever, you're not like, you'll address it, and you also say like, yeah, that was.
Well, listen, let's be honest here, okay? Saying the N-word isn't as bad as saying it's okay to fuck kids, like, or not. That's not exactly what he said, but it's not okay to jerk off to naked kids. That's a little different, It's more okay to be racist, okay? I think that's something. It's a very beautiful thing we can all agree with. Racism is not that bad. Compared, of course, to this.
It was wrong. I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have done that. I grew. I don't do that anymore. Like, that's not what I'm seeing.
Every time, it's another effort to defend, justify, explain, and double down.
Yeah.
This man has had a billion opportunities to step back from this. And I'm telling you.
Well, I think he did, didn't he? I think Vaush did step back from him. That's my understanding. That's what people say. I mean, then again, who knows? I don't know. Who knows if he actually did or not, but that's my understanding.
The stuff I'm going to show you today will leave no doubt. Big tip, continued. I was posting these just random comments. Like I opened my YouTube Studio app, and on the app homepage, it shows you recent comments. So this was 2 of my most recent comments out of 3. And I was like, what the fuck? The first one, later, H3, it was a fun few years. Not like Ethan has a mountain of apologies for offensive statements. Not about fucking drunk CP, man. Let's keep things in context here. But again, there's a difference, okay? I'm not trying to justify. But this man said, nope, Ethan's come out against Lolly. I'm out.
What? Actually say that?
Everything has been great up until now. He's crossed the line.
Oh, it's just him being silly. Okay.
This is another one. I said found the lolly with the camera emoji. This one is the top's cut off. I have all these coming up later. But anyway, I'll read it later. But he says, do you think he's handling the pushback well? Yes. Yeah. I thought I would die.
I don't think Ethan cares because it's like kind of this is obviously like a no-brainer. You know what I mean? It's obviously a no-brainer.
Actually, I thought I was handling it really well. You know what I mean? Yes, tipster. Thank you. Are you armed? Are you ready to fight on Lolly Hill? Do you have your armor? Do you have your training? Are you in shape? Do you have...
Oh, dude, you know what gets me too is like, dude, okay, here's the thing, right? Bro, I'm almost 34. You know what I mean? Keffels is 29. Tipster's like 30-something. Ethan's 30-something. We're too old to be... Vaush is probably 30. How old is fucking Vaush? He's also 29. You're too old. You're too old to be having hot takes about fucking child porn. Like, that's a young man's game. When you're trying to be an edgy little fucker. What are you doing? Like, it's like this you're being so bad faith. Go talk to... Bro, imagine going to like a town hall meeting in your local school or whatever and just explain the takes to them. You know what I mean? Like, explain these takes to them. Explain, like, it's okay. The lolly's actually okay. Bro, you wouldn't make it out the door. All right? So, what are you doing? Yeah, you're too old for it, dude. You're too old for the hot take stuff. You're too old to grow up. It's time to grow up a little bit, dude. Grow up.
Have your Hello Kitty M4 or whatever AR-14.
Young man.
There's anything wrong with that.
There's a reason why my viewership is shit.
Well, it may or may not be related.
Yeah.
I said in response to this, our clear position is that they don't belong in the same category. I'm right and you are wrong. Good day, sir.
At least I've seen what a vagina looks like.
Listen, I've never been on this side of an argument where I'm so clearly right, and it's not even debatable. Like it's actually quite amazing to me to be in this position to just come out here with no humility in a money suit and say I'm fucking right and you are wrong.
Wrong, brother.
And any further conversation about it only impugns you further.
You gotta love him. It's good to stand on your ground. All right.
You are wrong.
And I won't. Bang.
Thank you. So big tip out here.
What is that?
We still have the sound bites though.
Right. Yeah.
Cheers, my horse. Love ya. No pedo.
Oh yeah. So this is what I put on my stories. He wrote this, which I already read, and I commented, "Cheers, my horse. Love you. No pedo." And of course, and I don't want to take credit. That was Cam's. He wrote that in chat. I thought it was great.
Let it as a light be on the chat now.
So well done, Cam. And
I take jokes from my chat too.
I mean, wow. So cheers, my horse. Love you. No pedo is the new one. Thank you, Tipster, for doing that.
This is obsessed with Keffels. Is that true? Come on, man. Just because she has nice tits doesn't mean you got to be obsessed with her. Come on, bro.
I heard that. I was like, no way. He just no way.
Fucking clean, dude.
Just go to the fucking sex store and buy some of those fake tits cross-dressers wear, and you just put them on a fucking dog or something, you know? Okay, actually, that sounds transphobic. I wasn't trying to be.
So clean.
Sorry, that was not supposed to be transphobic at all. I was literally not. Okay. I was actually just supposed to be about fucking dogs. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, we're edit that one out, guys.
Dude, say what you will about Tip, but he is a broadcast expert. He sounds so clean, man.
Yeah.
I love it. Perfect, beautiful voice. What? Go ahead, Zach.
Cheers, my horse. Love ya. No pedo.
Stunning. Gorgeous.
It is stunning.
Tipster continues. We can all agree it was not a great analogy to use to make an argument against child slave labor. Even Vaush now believes it was a bad analogy to use. But it was just an analogy and not an actual argument in defense of, this is an acronym I learned, apparently it's CSAM. It's like, CP content. It's an acronym for something I don't know.
I think it stands for child sexual assault material.
Abuse material.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why?
That's an acronym that I've been lucky not to know up until this point in my life.
Yeah.
But again, my innocence is broken. He continues, it's one the far right has repeatedly used out of context to falsely accuse Vaush of being a
Oh my god, the fucking far right, dude.
keyword. And
You ever think that maybe Vaush is not a good representation of whatever your fucking political belief is? Like maybe he's just not. I mean, it's fucking crazy, okay? We look at this. We one of the biggest things against Donald Trump, a lot of progressives say, and I agree with this, is that he doesn't know how to speak to people in an intelligent, nice way that most people would be able to resonate with, right? He's very inflammatory, he's foul-mouthed, he's a little kooky. It's like, yeah, hold the president to that standard. And Vaush obviously shouldn't be held to that standard, but like, don't you understand how there's like a comparison there? Like, this is your guy where you're like, no, they're just trying to discredit the fucking socialists. No, dude, like he's saying wild shit, pretending he's a fucking activist. You think that like BLM people want him on their side? You think that like trans people are like, yeah, I really want this guy on my side? Like, that's weird. What the fuck?
And now H3's production is using the same rhetoric against him. I will happily dab up with the Nazis on this in the meme to say, this shit is gross. We're going to dab up, man.
Again, they don't think it's gross. They just think he's a hypocrite.
So we're not dabbing up.
I wouldn't dab up any Nazis.
It's
I
not
wouldn't.
dissing the Nazis all
No,
the time.
Well, the conclusion is the same, that he's wrong. So we can dab up, he's wrong.
Yeah, let's stab up the Nazis, Ethan. Great stuff. Just that's a joke. YouTube, please don't take my video down.
But then it's like, you think he's a hypocrite too? I'll be like, oh, no.
I'm also Jewish. It would be fucking racist if he did it, but I'm also German, so I don't know. It's kind of a conundrum there.
No, undab. Can I undab a dab?
So
It's a philosophical question for Vaush to tackle. He's a deep thinker. Yeah,
my problem, if I may talk to a big tip for a second,
Go ahead.
is that
Big tip.
like the analogy was terrible, and we were all talking about it. And okay, maybe Vaush also said that at some point, but there's just like an amounting,
Hundreds.
endless times that he talks about it.
I was getting overwhelmed putting this episode together. There was so much.
And then there's the two sword folder,
he's going for
the gorgeous folder, and so it's everything together. It's painting a really weird picture of a really weird guy.
And that's
why
why
I gotta say something, man. There's a. I don't want to be a mean guy here, but I feel like the way that Ethan and Hila are talking about Tipster, it's almost like they feel bad for him, and it's like, doesn't that feel bad to constantly for people to feel bad? About like they feel like so much sympathy and pity for you. You know what I mean? Like we've all made our mistakes, but like they're talking like you're just like a fucking animal that doesn't know what he's doing. And it's like people give you so much charity. It's maybe learn from it.
we're talking about it.
Yeah,
That is why we're talking about it.
And also, some of the clips when he explains the context is also fucking weird.
Right.
It's like we watch those clips.
It doesn't help.
But
The context does not help.
So like, you guys think
I'll explain the context actually.
like didn't
Thank you so much for the 12 months. Small got Blastio 98. First time catching the stream. Pedos are bad. What? Never heard anyone say that before.
understand? No,
Holy
we
Jesus.
understood clearly, and we have a problem with what we're seeing.
And,
Yes, I know it's hard to believe. I know that Nazis said this about him, so that we don't like Nazis.
And I get it is from the left. We should be friends.
Vaush accuses Ethan of transphobia for calling his defenders pedos. Okay, I don't know what the fuck that even means. What does that even mean?
No. I don't fucking care about any of that. I don't want leftists who are into cartoon CP. I want them to stay with the Nazis where they belong. We do not want them. The left, we scoot you over.
No pedo.
No pedos,
No
please.
pedo.
Very disappointing. Tip continues. Considering how well he's done recently at making good faith arguments, I expected better from Ethan. Oh, I was doing so good. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, dude, that's funny. I might disagree too. I feel like he was being bad faith with Abba and Preach. What the hell are you even talking about? Fucking, what are you even talking about, Tipster? What?
Dumbass. Oh, he was doing so good until he said something I personally disagree with it. Buckle up, Buttercup. Is that the thing?
Bucko.
Buckle up, Buttercup.
Buckle up, Buttercup.
Is that the thing? Did I get it right?
Never heard that.
Dipshit.
And you just made it.
What?
Keffel said something to that effect. Do actual trans people actually respect Keffels, or is she just a spectacle at this point? Serious question. I don't really understand. I feel like, I don't know.
I've heard that before.
Giddy up, lollipop.
Giddy up.
What was it?
Maybe Tipster. Maybe Tipster, you're wrong.
Buckle up, Buttercup came right up.
That's it. Buckle up, Buttercup. Because I'm a real cowboy, boy.
Yeah,
Hey, get in line.
I've watched some of my friends though. I gotta ride or die for them.
Get in line now. Woo. Come on, let me see that big old top.
There's a Buckle Up Buttercup TV.
Buckle up, Buttercup.
Dipshit.
Yeah,
Gotta-
Tipster, maybe you can consider that I've been doing so well recently, making good faith arguments. Perhaps that has
there's something
continued.
there.
Maybe it's continued.
You're
Maybe the
so
pattern is
fucking
unbroken. He responded to someone who said, "You're actually beyond stupid. Why is CP bad? Because it harms all children. Why do we excuse?" They go on, but
People are treating Ethan like he's a streamer, and he should act like your regular politics streamer. And yeah, no, I agree. They're holding him to the weird standards of like the political YouTube sphere, like the terminally online fucking baby politics sphere. I agree with that.
similar to what we've already said. Tipster now continues. He's mad. I gave the most lighthearted criticism, and his response was to insinuate to his audience that I'm a pedo. First of all, there was nothing lighthearted about fucking defending this insanity. Okay, there's nothing lighthearted about saying I'm lying and doing bad faith, out of clip, out of context, character assassination. So I don't know what world you're living in, but in my world, this is it.
Man, I'd be singing, hoping, and seething in the shower too if I couldn't find my tip either. I found my tip just fine when I was giving it to your fucking mom.
Oh.
Dude, don't get so defensive, bro.
Dipshit.
This is important that we stay open-minded and just talk about this stuff.
Literally suck a fucking dick.
All right, chill, bro. Chill.
Dipshit.
All right. But anyway, I don't remember insinuating that he's a pedo. Well, okay, this is something that comes up a lot, and I think it's worth discussing. If
Well,
saying,
I mean, he's
I was like, what?
kind of did, I guess, since you're saying Vaush kind of is, right? And his fans are that are defending him. Sure.
Okay, if I go, dude, why are you defending animated CP? That's weird. Is that insinuating that he's a pedo?
I think that's what they're talking about, yeah. Because you are saying, like, one, people are either defending Vaush because they've been buying this defense crap for so long, they've been groomed to answer this. Or number two is that they also enjoy this content.
So if I'm insinuating anything, then it's based on the evidence at hand and based on a good faith analysis of the facts as I see them.
Wow, you sound like a real dork, Ethan.
Am I insinuating that you're a pedo? I don't see myself as doing that directly. Am I saying it's odd that you would choose to stick your neck out on Lolly Hill for this shit? It is odd, yes. Very
True.
odd.
That is very true.
Is it FBI raiding your house and checking your hard drive? Odd? That's up to them. I'm not a part of the FBI.
Does Tipster have a folder? I'm curious.
Well, I don't know, but he seems pretty sympathetic to the concept.
I got plenty of folds here, baby.
Dipshit.
A folder of
He keeps going. Ethan Klein, everyone who disagrees with me is a pedophile. Everyone else, no. Okay, no, Tipster. That's not what I said. Although maybe I did kind of say that in a sense. No, I carved out more space. I said either you've been misled or you enjoy what he enjoys. And then, everyone else who falls into category 2, they should be nervous. They should be nervous. Because we out here. And I've sent AB to get bales of hay this morning. You think I'm fucking around?
We're not. Yeah, we're not.
Yeah.
We're taking very serious.
Yeah. I love me some horses, boy. I tell you what, man. Love me some big old fucking juicy horse cock. Slap it on the desk like.
Wow.
I get in the character sometimes.
All right.
I just imagine what Vaush thinks on the forum.
I'm getting sick. What the fuck?
This was unrelated because I was talking on Friday about how I found Hot Jesus. Okay? And so they were back on my feed because I was so frustrated I couldn't find it. So I started posting them. What do you guys think about Hot Jesus, by the way? He's like stunning, isn't he?
Gosh, gorgeous.
He's
What the hell's happening? I'm just waiting for your alert to come through. I really appreciate it, though. $50 is fucking crazy, brother.
like gorgeous.
Glowing.
I'm just waiting for it to read it so that I can acknowledge it.
Hair, everything,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
stunning.
Wait, what
But
do
I
these
see it.
pictures have to do with what
Yeah,
you
what is
said?
it?
They're not related. They're not related.
Oh.
I don't
Just
know.
a treat.
He included it to say something. Oh, I did. Okay, there was one I included here that said like Jesus when he sees that I'm not into CP or something. When I'm not defending CP. So he says, okay, we are beyond bad faith at this point. Now he's just outright lying about Vaush's position. Okay, man, I don't know what to say. Nice. You know.
That one is just being funny.
Here's what I said. I found Hot Jesus. God, he's stunning, isn't he?
Oh my. This is your goon folder, huh?
Absolutely. Yeah, we are not the same. You jerk off to animated CP. I jerk off to Hot Jesus. We are not the same.
Okay.
At least he's of age, you know.
Oh, that man is
Oh,
well,
yeah?
well
I jerk off the hot Jesus.
within age. That man's like in his
He did a great job in my on my roof.
30s, I would say, early 30s.
Mm-hmm.
Late 20s.
Uh-oh.
I say late 30s.
It's not CP. It's creepy and weird. You need to stop calling it that. But like, isn't it kind of though? It's drawn. I feel like it's in the category. No, like why not? I don't know. Like I guess it's sure it's not as bad. But also, I don't really feel like sitting here debating like the politics of drawn CP versus regular. Like, it's so weird. I don't even know why we're talking about. Well, I do know why. It's just so weird.
But looks good for
What
you.
the fuck
Late
is this
30s?
playing?
Who's
Oh my
33 when he
god.
died?
E-Money
I
MN
paused
super
it.
chatted
What the fuck?
$1.99. Have you seen Sneeko versus
no.
Sean Strickland sparring?
Yeah, I did. I don't care about that shit. Sorry, brother.
Mr. Fergman X super chatted $50.
Damn, brother, thank you.
Papagat, do you think Ethan it's making a big deal because he got no one to drama farm from? Because couple of years ago I recall he did defend Chris Tyson who was guilty of this, and also I'm sorry for my typing, I'm not good at it.
Oh, they know his age?
I don't think so. I mean, maybe as a content creator, maybe some of the motivation is like he's bored. I don't know, but like I feel like Ethan wouldn't have talked about it if there was other stuff to talk about. So I guess I can agree with that, but I don't think that he's continuing it for content. You know what I mean? Like I get it. Sometimes I'll look at something that I normally wouldn't care about because I'm bored. I don't know if he's defended the thing with Chris Tyson. From what I remember, wasn't nearly as bad as the Vaush shit. It was like a really weird, edgy joke, and like definitely inappropriate. Definitely understand why people are upset with it. Understandable if you still feel that way, but it's very different from like the shit that's going on with Vaush. So
I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's why I said.
So this must have been right.
LinkedIn
This must have been right there.
That's what I'm saying.
We're gonna up.
This is
Day before
48
tragedy.
hours.
God, he's
Yeah.
hot.
There.
God, he's hot as shit though.
That's so sad.
relax, dude.
Oh, I'm so sad that Jesus had to die.
Yeah.
It's his choice. He didn't have to. He chose to do that. He's God.
Sacrifice will make you powerful.
Whatever. I didn't get on that. But here's more hot Jesus.
You victim blaming Jesus, dude? It's fucking typical Jew. I'm just kidding. Just kidding, dude. I'm kidding. I'm also that. Okay, I love you.
I love it. And then I said
Love it.
Jesus when he finds out I don't put cobalt in the same category as CP. He's happy about it.
Yeah.
How
Like
about
it.
bad faith? I don't get it. It's just,
It's actually kind of accurate.
He's glowing.
yeah, it's just also funny. And
It's
funny.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, is it perfectly accurate? I mean, no, but words aren't precise. I mean, what really is accurate at the end of the day? You have theories of math of, converging lines that never touch. What is accurate? Okay. Is it funny and close enough? Yes.
Yes, sir.
I continue. I saw this meme and this was fucking phenomenal. Like I heard this conversation in my
Oh, this
head.
should
I've got
work.
enough to worry about with the feds at my ass, and now I got to hear from George that you got some fucking Japanese kiddie port saved on your fucking computer. Tone, it was just a drawing. Shut up. Tone, she's actually 900 years old in the story. Shut up. How good is that? That is good.
That's good.
Like actual 4chan.
That is good. Here comes this when Keffels enters the fray. She got the smoke grenade on Lolly Hill and is answering the call.
Oh no.
But little does she know, it's a death trap. Lolly Hill is a death trap, my friends. There's no victory to be had, only death and defeat. You will not win on Lolly Hill. Keffels, what did you have to say? It shouldn't be acceptable for people who are supposedly leftist or progressive to pedo jacket trans people. First of all,
Whoa.
I didn't say anything about trans people, and the fact that you even brought that up in this conversation is really fucked. Like, why are you? I feel like she's using her trans identity to run defense for a very valid criticism. I didn't
Whoa! It's actually very based and true. 1000%.
say shit about.
Let's be fucking real, man. Like Heffels is a very passable trans person that doesn't understand the same experience as the overwhelming majority of trans people or struggle that seems to constantly use their trans identity as a shield. So yeah, very true. Okay. Also, do you think I care about being transphobic? Of course I do. Of course I do. Of course I do.
About trans people, and I would never. That's a position. That's a position that I loathe.
How did trans people even get into the mix?
From this,
It was
we
never,
never mentioned it. It's
It was
absolutely.
never discussed
It's,
at all.
you want to talk about bad faith arguments? I mean, give me, you know what I mean? Give me a break. It shouldn't be acceptable for people. And what is this shit, pedo jacketing? These people have the funniest, silliest, dumbest phrases for serious ass shit.
Well, listen, the pedo jacking or whatever, I don't know. It makes sense. There is like a huge issue on the internet of people falsely accusing everybody of being like groomers and pedophiles. Like, so the term does make sense. Like, again, Call Me Carson got pedo jacked, I guess, to an extent, or grooming jacked. I don't know if you want to say. Like, this kind of stuff does happen. Okay, so I understand the term makes. I think the term is kind of cringe, but like the term does make sense. It's just not applied here.
Shit.
Another word I've never
Why
heard
do you
of.
put
Friday.
what's the jacket? Pedo jacket? We are already the target of that by the right. Incredibly disappointing to see from people who should know better. And again, it's this whole thing like, yo, we're leftists, so can you please not talk about?
Yeah, I mean, so what they're basically okay. So this is the connection. I'm going to explain to you the connection that Keffels is trying to make. Conservatives will say that like the existence of trans people around kids is them trying to groom kids, which is obviously not true. So since conservatives will call gay and trans people, like drag queens and whatnot, pedophiles, and since Ethan is labeling Vaush to an extent that as well, it somehow is now about trans people. That's it. That's the connection. That is literally that's the line. That's the argument. Like that's the line of logic. It's dog shit logic, by the way, but that's the line of logic.
My infatuation with cartoon TV. No, bitch.
And the more you defend this kind of stuff, the more ammunition it gives to like right wingers.
Lolly Hill. We got satellite imagery, man. I don't care if you're left, right, center, goon, griper, or I don't know, Big Tip, who before this was a holy character. He was truly what's Big Tip's background?
Like, what's his group? You were naming all the groups. Like,
You
Big
see
Tip is
that?
just kind of a force unto himself, isn't he?
He was truly a saint, a patron saint of the podcast. So again, Tipster reposted this, and again, I mean, dude, talk about bad faith. Give me a break. You want to really have this conversation? Moron. She continues. I'm disappointed in H3H3 Productions. You had me on your show and called me a hero for fighting against a far right stalker forum that made multiple people kill themselves. Now you're using out of context clips sourced from the same website to attack people. Do better, Ethan.
No.
I didn't call you a hero for defending Vaush. I said I thought what you did was heroic going up against Kiwi Farms. Does that exclude you from criticism for the rest of my life? Of course not. Don't be dense. Moron. The only thing you're showing is what
Oh, she retweets right after that one, clarifying that this was about Hassan, not Ethan. How is it about Hassan?
a fucking moron you are. Again, these people are obsessed with phrases like bad faith. These are bad faith arguments. They're not even logically consistent. It's just a fallacy to think that I owe you my lifelong allegiance because you called into the show once and I complimented you. Give me a fucking break, dummy.
I feel like they haven't even watched because
That's the other thing.
saying you are using out of context clips sourced from.
Yeah, they don't. It's not like they're even like fans of the show or anything. Like she wanted to go on the H3 podcast because it was an opportunity for her. Well, that's fine, but don't pretend like you give a shit about Ethan. You know,
From the same website to attack people.
It's just they're on autopilot.
Did not happen.
They're in the
That did
Vaush.
not happen.
It didn't happen. Again, I say
yeah, Vaush should stop kidding around. True.
I've said this so many times now, but we went through efforts to show the full context, which makes me think that her and Tips are both just doing they're on autopilot, which is sad and pathetic. Especially because I've had such a good run of being good faith. Tip.
Good faith tip.
Let's see. I responded to them. I said, "Who the fuck are these people writing, pun intended, for pornographic drawings of a horse fucking a child? Am I losing my goddamn mind?" And I just showed them.
Was the horse fucking the kid?
You know, the tweet I already showed you guys.
Or the drawn kid?
Tips are responding. He says, "Yes, H3 Productions, you are losing your mind. You're being extremely bad faith. Can you stop saying that? Like, you genuinely don't know what that
I
means.
don't want to hear it.
It's like a debate term, you know.
Bad faith is when you present an argument that you yourself don't believe to be true. That's how I engaging with bad intentions, with untruthful, unpure intentions. And I gotta tell you, he says now everyone is calling you out for it. I don't know what forums you're on, buddy. But if you're in a community where everybody's calling me out, then I have to say I'm suspicious of you. I'm even more suspicious of you. You know what I mean? Because I don't think that's what's happening, buddy. But if you want to tell me the names of all the people, I'd be happy to pass them off to the FBI if they reach out. Here's the name of all the people who have been calling me out. You may want to investigate.
Who the fuck is everybody who's been calling him out? I don't understand. What is that? Like, who are those people and why do they matter?
He says, we expected better from you. Well, you shouldn't. Well, that was your first mistake.
Well, you shouldn't.
First of all, that's a message to anybody, friend and foe alike. Don't expect better from me in any situation.
Okay.
Yada, yada, yada. Keffel says, I literally have Ethan's phone number. He gave it to me. I'll try to call him later. Do not fucking call me.
That's so weird.
I don't remember giving you my phone number. I don't remember talking to you on the phone, but do not fucking call me, please. I will definitely, I'm not interested in talking on the phone or answering a call from an unknown number, frankly.
True.
You're like 2 steps away from getting me on the phone. 2 great barriers are between us. She says, I'll try giving him a call later to see if this can be sorted.
Oh, you don't like talking to trans people, Ethan? You transphobe?
Instead of becoming online blood sports. Well, listen, that's kind of my business. We're in a bloody business.
At least he's honest. I mean, kind of same, I guess, a little bit. Except I'm more of a watcher. I'm more of a cuck. I'm more of a blood sport cuck. You know.
And y'all just defended animated CP, so let's giddy up. Hey, stop dialing. Keffels, put the phone down. Put the phone down.
She's a hell of a number, dude. What the fuck? How many letters are there in Israel numbers or whatever?
She literally has my phone number.
How many letters are there?
Okay, that doesn't mean I know you. I don't know you.
So does our whole audience.
Yeah, exactly. You think you're unique? No, you. I don't defend Vaush for clout. Or here, somebody said to her, notice anyone defending Vaush has a financial clout incentive to do so. Harming children isn't a deal breaker for these people because more subs, attention, ultimately money are more important to them. I don't know if that's true. I can definitely understand why they're saying that. Keffel says, I don't defend Vaush for clout. I've lost both financial and networking opportunities for being his friend. I defend him.
Then why are you his friend? Like what? Why would you want to be attached to a toxic, shitty person like that? I don't get it.
Because he's a good person who more often than not is unfairly maligned by people who should know better. So
how is he a good person? What makes Vaush a good person? Like, honestly, what makes him a good... I've never seen a single thing that made me go, this is a good guy. Like, what does he do? Save puppies? Like, I don't understand. Save baby horses? For the fuck when they get older? Or probably he doesn't wait. I don't know. What makes him a good person? Because you agree with his politics? Listen, here's my thing. This is what I tell people all the time. This is like one of my new things, okay? Learned a lot, guys. I've grown as a person over the past year, especially. Now, here's one of the things I've learned. My wife is right about every single person that we've ever met, ever in my entire career. Every single person I've had a negative interaction with, my wife has told me, you will have a negative interaction with this person, and they are this type of person. Without a doubt. Every single, like the Joe Robe guy who's ended up being a fucking weird with kids, sending his dick to 13-year-olds or whatever. She called all that shit, okay? She calls all of it. She calls all of it. And she called Vaush, okay? That's it. That's where I'm at. So he's guilty of everything. Because my wife called it. And that's where I'm at. My wife is like the fucking, she just knows this shit. She has a real bad feeling about him. That's all I need, dude. I haven't seen a single thing that he's ever done that's like a good. And my wife says that she thinks he's a fucking creep. So that's all I need. That's all I really need at this point. She's too intuitive, bro. All these fake online people are like, I'm a good judge of character. I can read you. No, you can't. You're all cringe. You know, you see Destiny. I like Destiny, by the way. He's like, Destiny, I'm a good judge of character. That's why I've become friends with people like fucking Nick Fuentes. By the way, he's not anymore. I know he debated him. I'm just saying, Chicken and Waffles weird. I'm not chastising him. I'm just saying, I'm a good judge of character. I'm friends with Myron Gaines. Really? The guy that's, you know? I'm not even a good judge of character. I thought I was. And then I'm with my fucking wife. Okay? That's where I'm at. She's a good judge of character. It's scary, actually. Okay? I trust my wife in my fucking life, dude. That's where I'm at. So she says Vaush bad. That's all it takes. That's literally all it takes, dude. I'm a fucking simp for that bitch. So that's where I'm at.
So this happens to him a lot?
Right.
It does. A lot.
Kind of interesting.
Well, why are you defending him then? Because he's a good person who is more often than not right. So you're saying there's a chance he's wrong. More often. That just means 51%. You know? This is Wally Hill. You got to think twice before stepping into the battlefield. I can't.
What does she think of me? She thinks I'm a good guy. She thinks my wife tells me that I treat her like a princess, and she's never had that before, and she likes that a lot. That's what my wife says. Okay, so fuck you.
Emphasize that now. Keffel says, very cool. Now he's putting me on blast saying that I want to debate the ethics of child pornography. This is toxic, bad faith, drama mongering trash. For the record, she's talking about Hassan. I didn't see his clip. I didn't say that. Although, I don't think that what he said is like extremely far off.
Yeah,
you know?
You keep sucking Hassan's wiener, you fucking weirdo.
I don't think it's that far off. You gotta just...
I don't know. It's like unnecessary hate. I don't know.
You gotta come to peace with what you're doing. I don't know, man.
Peace.
That was very good, Jack. That was very good. Love that. I would say that Vaush very much does want to debate the ethics of child pornography. A lot of his fans would disagree and say, oh, it's out of context and stuff. But I have a hard time believing that in the full context of all the conversations he had, that's not part of what he's trying to do. So, sorry. This is all stuff that's happening because of stuff that you've said and done. With all due respect, I never asked to debate Ethan or anyone on this topic. I never asked to debate you either. I don't even know you. I think it's pretty out of pocket for Ethan to say, who are these people writing for child pornography? I said, okay, hold on. I said, who the fuck are these people writing for pornographic drawings of a horse fucking a child? I was extremely specific.
I feel the cartoon stuff dilutes actual CPI grease, so like because of that, I wouldn't say Vaush is a pedo, but it's weird. It's like, what would it be then? Like, so it is different. So what is it, like a fantasy? Is that what people are like? Oh, I look at Lolly as like a fantasy. Like, I don't get it. Like, I feel like it's not too far off, but maybe I guess it kind of is. Well, it definitely is far off. It's not an actual person. I just feel like it's not uncharitable to call it that, right? Like, it's fucking weird, dude. It's weird, dude. Unless I'm 3 hours into a goon sesh.
For the purpose of being accurate,
yeah,
and not doing things in bad faith. So I don't know what the fuck you want. I mean, again, you guys are really wearing that word out. It's time to retire that shit. Let's see.
Yeah, that's where
So you can.
Yeah.
Better.
When I'm not defending CP, Ethan knows who I am and called me a hero on the show. Girl, me calling you a hero for something you did years ago doesn't mean I know you. What are you talking about?
I need a hero. It's almost like the way that Keffel talks about her being a hero for defeating Kiwi farms or whatever. It's the same thing as like a guy who used to be really big on TikTok that had 2.5 million followers and verified talks about that. You know, it's like cringe. Get over it.
What are you saying? I called you on a hero on my show years ago. Therefore, he could never criticize me ever without being a hypocrite. Shut up.
I'm not sure what.
Well, now she feels attacked because I was like, why are people doing this? And now she's like, yo, you're attacking trans people. Sorry. Where did that come from? Mudahar's entered the ring. He says, seeing some of these links and the footage attached to them, even with context, is an extremely bad look. He continues, it's cut. Oh, no, here it is. Oh, shit. He says, I don't think H3 Production is saying anything out of pocket. Some debate shouldn't be had, and some of the photos stored in that folder is downright vile. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's all we're saying.
I mean, listen, you guys are definitely need to look in the mirror. And it's going to be like one of those, what was that show where he teleports into other people's skin? This is a joke not even worth pursuing, but I'm into it now.
I know
Quantum
exactly.
leaps.
I know exactly.
They're going to look in the mirror and be I'm not talking about the meme. I'm not talking about the meme.
Okay.
I just say they're going to quantum leap into another body and look in the mirror and they're a horse.
Nice.
And Vaush is behind them.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't that funny, but I wasn't going to go there.
Well, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Am I right?
There's a famous meme from that show with the R word, the regarded. And it is, frankly, it's a time, it was, back then. But wow,
I don't even know your views on if lolly should be legal or not. I just know you think it is weird. I don't. I've never considered that. It's fucking weird, man. Yeah, make it. I don't care. Make it illegal. I guess. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. It's weird. Why? You know what I mean? That's what I think. Why is it even a genre? I don't know, man.
Amazing clip. I mean,
as long as they look 12, but they're actually 1,000, I'm okay with it. There's
Angie Toasty super chatted $1.99.
Yeah, make it illegal, man. Fuck.
Papa, I'm back from gooning.
Incredible. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you for telling me. Hopefully it went well.
It really is tremendous.
Tremendous.
It's just truly a tremendous clip. Keffel says, who knew people would be so outraged about taxes? I guess she's trying to be funny.
Funny.
Tipster continues, you defended him against Hassan's community. I defended him. And so did Vaush. Is he talking to Keffel's? We were willing to see the nuance of his argument and defend him because it was the right thing to do. The least he can do is the same. I put my head in. I saw the nuance and I didn't fucking agree with it, man. I don't know how hard it is for you to see that. I gave him a shot. And I have a standing invite as we're live here. Tipsters, Keffel, or Vaush, you are welcome to call in anytime you want during the show. I invited Vaush. He rejected. He offered
Yeah, it's funny. I don't. People are claiming that that's not true, but yeah, he offered, and I don't think he should. I don't think he should allow this person on a platform to legitimize his fucking weird ass stance. Personally, but I mean, you do you, man. But then the people were like, no. Then Ethan said that. I think he said on Twitter or something. Do you think we just looked at it last time we were looking at this? They're like, you're lying. You're just lying.
To come on. I said yes. He rejected. Then he says you can come on my show, which presumably because he wanted to make money from it and get the clout from it. I said, what's the difference? And immediately accepted. His invitation. Yep. And then he rescinded his offer. So
wait, he offered to go. Ethan offered to go on his show.
Clearly, this is not a conversation the great debate lord is interested in having. And this guy, he could talk his way out of a.
He could talk his way out of a horse's ass.
Out of defending
well,
GP.
Frankly, he talked his way out of it for a long time. That is impressive, frankly. Yep. It's impressive to do what he's done and people defend you. I mean, that's real shit.
What?
So, you know, this guy's the master debater. You've heard this term debate pedophile? This gives new meaning to that, by the way.
Yeah, I've learned so many new terms.
Yeah, if you guys want to call in, just DM the podcast account.
Yeah, DM me or the podcast account.
Okay, I guess follow them. Our DM's open. Follow them with a Twitter account so that they can DM us if they want.
With the Twitter? You got the Twitter.
And Instagram.
They should be able to DM us anyways.
Instagram,
Yeah, you can DM us on Instagram either way.
Just
Cool.
Instagram.
DM us
Feel free to call in.
following.
Feel free to call in. But Vaush is a smart guy. He knows that this is not a conversation that he wants to have. The reason for that, he's reacted to my debates before. To my one with Pearl, to my one with Ollie, to my one with XQC. And he has been very complimentary. He knows that we do research and prep. That's my number one guiding principle when entering these conversations.
Wow. Okay.
It's preparation, it's research. And you go in there basically anticipating.
For the most part, you know, I feel it's a little lacking on the. Listen, I'm not a huge fan of black people, but I have to defend them and preach on this one. I'm just kidding. I fucking know why I say shit like that. I'm just making myself look worse. But let's move on.
Everything they're gonna say, and he knows that he's got nothing to say. He has nothing to say.
Some of these girls look pretty young. Okay.
Yeah, we'll get into that. He has nowhere to hide. And again, it's like, you're a great debater. If that's what you're so good at, come talk to me, talk to my audience, and explain to me what I'm missing. I mean, if I'm lying, if I'm being bad faith, that should be very easy for you to do.
Right.
I gotta explain that shit.
But he has to like tie himself into like a logical pretzel.
If Ethan is calling it CP, how would he justify looking at the images from Vaush's folder in high resolution on his podcast live and showing them to Ela? Why is it okay for Ethan to look at it? I just listen. I love you, but I think that's one of the dumbest fucking things I've ever heard in my life. It's an idiot would think that. Obviously, okay. For dude, I don't even know how to talk to you. Like, I don't. What do you fucking mean? Like, if he's looking at it to verify what it is, which you have to do if you're going to make particular claims, is very different than somebody having it in a folder that's explicitly understood to be to jerk off to. I don't even know what you're talking about, dude. You're making me lose my mind. There's no way that you fucking believe that it's what you just said. That's like a debate. That's debate lord shit. Like, you just fucking gooned yourself. That's weird, man. That's weird. Like, it's fine for you to be like, hey, I don't think it's as bad as like actual human CP. Of course it's not. I agree with that, but you know, I don't think it's an unreasonable classification. But it's like, come on, you really thought about that, and you're like, I'm gonna put this on. Did somebody else give you that argument? Did you see that on Twitter or something? that's a silly goose argument. Come on, man. Come on, brother. You're better than that. I know that you're better than that. I know that you have more potential than this.
Explain why advocating for child-adult sexual relationships, saying that it's good for the kids, is out of context. Call in, dude. Please, I'm begging you.
Well, I think that the context, you even saw the context was him trying to talk about some kind of political philosophy bullshit where it's like, I'm a fucking utilitarian with something type of utilitarian. So it's like, yeah, I can acknowledge that sometimes a kid can have a benefit from a relationship with an adult. I'm like a weirdo. But of course I know that most of the time it'll be harmful, so you can't do that. That was him trying to be like, again, it's provocative, edgy, like pseudo-intellectual bullshit. That's what Vaush is. That's what I think it is. Oh,
yeah. Okay. You're the debate master, right? Come debate me.
Tacoma wept.
Tacoma's weeping because you're a coward, bro.
I said, why don't you both go on Phidias to show neutral?
Oh, I do it. I agree. Phidias can moderate this. That's it. He goes, I play the clip of him being like, I believe that children and adults can have a healthy sexual relationship. That's interesting.
That was a bit nasty. I apologize.
You know what, though? We've been talking recently. We got to get Phidias to call back in. We love Phidias, man.
Oh, yeah, he said he's down literally whenever.
He's the best. He's the best.
Fuck this bitch.
All right, maybe he's not the best moderator.
Margot Robbie.
Again, this continued insistent that because they apparently defended me against, I don't even know what, that I owe them. Shut the fuck up, dude. You're like a child.
Is that really what you guys want?
It should fucking kill me. He keeps saying things that I feel like I say. Like, they're fucking funny.
Around you, though? Like, that's like such a weird way to look at life and just your morals in general.
Well, listen, if you're friends with someone in real life and you have...
That's true. Vaush in the clips is not explicitly just talking about drawn stuff. He's talking about, like, actual kids.
History, and you have rapport. And if something comes up, it's really, concerning. You would talk to your friend, right? But these are not my friends. These are people in line that I know.
Right.
And even saying I know them is kind of stretching it. It's like, it's not... This is not what you think it is.
Yeah, I think if H3 never covered it, it never would have blown up. Yeah, I agree with that. Dude, I know that you guys think I'm insane for thinking that Vaush did this on purpose, but like, I don't think anybody expected Ethan to cover this. When I first started on Twitter, I'm like, this is just some dumb bullshit. Nobody's gonna like care. Destiny, I don't even think really covered it. But like, I think Ethan was just bored, so he covered it, and now it's blown up because Ethan's, that's what happens. Like sometimes you're like, you have nothing to talk about. You're like, I'll talk about this. You talk about it, and then you obviously get a little invested in it. You're like, oh, this is interesting. I want to talk about. You know what I mean? I've been there all the time. That's how I feel with this. So yeah, I mean, that's what's really going on here. But that's why I think he potentially leaked it himself, and like because he thought it would just be an LOL funny like little attention grabber because he, Destiny's exploding and Vaush wants a taste of that, and Vaush doesn't understand what the difference between attention is versus good or bad attention. He's just looking for attention. I could be wrong, but I don't think I am, and that's why I've got the confidence. They say ignorance is bliss, baby, and I'm living a fucking happy ass life.
Ethan, Ethan, I know you were going to see this even if you won't respond. I defended you while you were having a meltdown over the stuff with the sun. First of all, meltdown, and fuck you, by the way, for saying it. You know what I mean? And also, I didn't ask you to defend me. Stop saying that. I don't care. You're a child. You are a infantile brain moron if you think that matters to me at all. Jesus Christ. You think that I'm that shallow, that I'm that pathetic, that I'm a cover for animated CP? Because you said something nice about me? Shut up, dude.
Get him, dude.
Bad faith. Jesus Christ. She's the queen of bad faith.
The queen of bad
She says, I defended you when you were having a meltdown. People gave me shit for it. Ooh, you stuck your neck out for me. Thanks. All I'm asking is for you to show some charitability to those who showed it to you. I'm not your enemy. Don't show me charitability. I don't give a fuck. I don't need your charitability. I don't ask anyone for any charitability. If something comes up, I speak for myself. And if other people agree with me, that's great. I welcome people that agree with me, that want to express that and show support. But I do not need you to do that for me. And I do not ask for you to do that to me.
It should come with a price.
You're wrong. You don't know if I'm wrong. That's the thing. You don't know if I'm wrong because it's conspiracy theory. So you don't know anything. You don't know shit. Can't disprove a conspiracy theory, pussy.
Yeah, price that I never even asked. Exactly. But again, these people are framing it like they put their neck out for me. You said it because you agreed. Okay, let's be real. You're not a saint. Okay, stop. But can I hit that boba? I don't care.
You don't care if I'm sick?
She said I
have a runny nose. Probably got it from the boys or something.
I mean, you're sleeping in the same bed. Who cares?
I said no to the boba order because I'm on that skinny game.
Yes.
And I don't like boba, but it is very refreshing.
Okay.
I like boba. It's pretty good.
Dipshit.
It's good.
I'm talking a lot.
Isn't it good?
I don't think it's worth that calories.
Okay.
It's like 400 calories. I want to eat food because I'm hungry.
Good job.
Thank you.
Dipshit.
Being skinny ain't easy, but
a lot of Vaush defenders in here. I don't think I've seen a single person defend Vaush in here today.
It's necessary.
Was there actual Vaush defenders in here?
Ethan's doing it though. He's making decisions.
There are actually Vaushy poos in here.
Choices. Want to be fat? Nope. Want to be skinny? Yup. Want to eat boba? Nope. Want to eat dinner? Yup. Are you a winner? Nope.
Loser?
We lost it. Yeah. Loser? Yeah. Sorry, you Fody. I responded to Kefos. She goes, a new tweet. She says, hey, you didn't address anything I said. I'm not pro lolicon. And if I thought Vaush was, I wouldn't defend him. Can you please have a discussion about this instead of putting me on blast your 2 million Instagram followers and pedo jacketing me? You morons. You started talking about me publicly. And
my God.
By the way, if I want to put you on blast, an Instagram story is really not what I would consider blast. This is more like putting you on blast. Yeah.
But you're tweeting about it, so he's replying.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
What are you doing? You're a public figure calling out another public figure. No. Shut up.
And also, go ahead.
Go ahead.
You go ahead.
You go
I was
ahead.
going to say, and also, she keeps mentioning she's been on the show, so people are going to bring it up, obviously, so you have to acknowledge it. You don't have to, but it's good that you did.
I was gonna say that there's like what was it? You didn't address anything I said. What have you said? You're just saying that Ethan has been doing stuff in bad faith.
Well,
That's all you have said.
That's it, and I take things out of context. I'm like, this
But
is
have
so
you watched the segment?
I don't think so. I mean, here's what I responded to her. I said, you said I took clips out of context. The entire conversation revolved around showing
Again, like I'll say it again, like even if you're more on the side of Vaush, the fact that you think Ethan's being bad faith just shows how fucking terminally online you are. Nobody in the real world would listen to what Vaush said or look at his porn folder and go like, oh no, I get it. Like, you know what I mean? Like there's no context you could provide somebody. Like it's just shocking, it's weird. It's yucky poopy brain, And also, again, stop saving porn in a folder, you fucking weirdo. Or you're the kind of guy that goes to the library and takes pictures of the fucking porn on the screen with your cell phone. It's weird. Like, grow up. It's time to get a little older.
The full context, everything, so that people couldn't say I took things out of context, and you still said it. So, like, what are we talking about exactly? I said, remember that you chose to die on Wally Hill. Indeed. But let's do a seance for our fallen comrades.
Is that Benjiro?
The Communist Party lost some good ones. I don't know. I don't think Pepples is a commie. Vaush is for sure.
Pepples was. I don't know.
Tipster? I don't know his political clues. I don't think he's a commie. Can I hit that again?
You can keep it.
Okay. Leaves and have a good time.
Half, I'm good.
Dipshit.
As good as I imagine. I'm not going to say it. I'm going to keep it clean today. Yeah, so there was so much. I said I also offered Vaush to come on the show and explain to me and my audience how what I said was out of context. He declined. Also, what the fuck is pedo jacketing? Why do you guys have such weird ass expressions for everything? And how often are you being accused of being a pedo that you need a nickname for it? If the jacket fits, you must not quit. And then here, this is again not a real photograph. Cam sent this, and this is not real. He's not actually wearing this. But is this a pedo jacket? I don't know, because I mean, this.
Right.
Yeah.
Legitimate question.
Is there actually like some legitimate meaning to pedo jacketing? It sounds so fucking dumb.
I looked a little bit earlier. I didn't see anything about it. I'll look further into it, but not seeing anything.
So I don't get it at all. I don't know if I'm missing.
Yeah, I mean, pedo jacketing is just something you like falsely accuse somebody of being a pedophile. That's pretty much it.
You're putting a pedo jacket on them, which is strictly analogy. I've never heard. Don't put that jacket on me. You guys made that up.
I thought it was pedo jacketing or jacking. No, I don't know.
Don't put that jacket on me.
Jacket off.
Somebody on the subreddit said, I'm telling Ethan right now with all the peace and love, do not debate Vaush. Trust me, there's nothing to be gained. These accusations have been around forever, and this man is not a serious person. Debating him will only give him credibility, even if it's just a small amount. By all means, mock him all you want, but I can promise you this. If you platform this man, he will not come to talk to you in good faith, and he and his fans will not go away quietly. Please, do yourself a favor and cut him off. Well,
that's really good advice.
Well, I appreciate your concern, but I was emphatically open to having him on. It's only fair, I thought. You know, the man should be able to come speak for himself, speak to my audience, speak to me, and defend himself. I said, you don't have to worry because I already invited him on, and he said no. He doesn't trust me to be good faith and not lie about him. This is stuff he told
It's crazy that Vaush, we just looked into it. Apparently he's 29 years old and he acts like this. It's fucking insane.
me in DMs. Isn't that the whole point of debate, to directly post my position? He responded by inviting me to call into his show, which I immediately accepted, and he changed his mind on that too. Wait, so Ethan accepted being on Vaush's show, and then Vaush said, actually, no, I rescind my original invitation. 1, I offered him to be on our show. He said no because you will lie about me. 2, he then said, you can come on my show if you want to talk about it. He claims I'm only doing this for views, and that our live from Friday had huge numbers. In actuality, we had a very typical amount of views. Sorry. Today it's good. Today I would say it's above average. 55,000.
That's pretty good. That's a horsecock size of a viewership.
Boy, I'll tell you.
Papa Gut, you got to be honest with us. Saying Vaush having some lollies on his computer and pedos that rape pedos are the exact same thing is a bit wild to say. What the fuck are you talking about? What? Bro, you got to rephrase what you just said. I have no idea what you're saying.
Dude, that's true, man. The stable be full today, boys. Woo!
It's the hay. We should keep it.
The hay really brings the room together.
Yeah.
I'm glad it's worth the hassle. It was so heavy. It was me, Dan, and Zach had to bring it
Oh
upstairs.
my god.
It was only, what was it, $20 for a bale
Really?
of hay?
Yeah.
Wow.
I was how much hay does like a horse eat in a day or a cow? You know, like what does it cost to feed a farm animal?
Probably a lot.
And how is it they all eat hay?
Racito98 super chatted
Racito.
$4.99.
What up, brother?
It's funny because this shit is gross. But after this, the only peoples on Ethan's side are drama farmers and Hassan fans.
I guess. I don't know what that means. What?
Hay.
Right.
They all were like, let's just fuck with hay forever.
Well, it's grass.
15 to 20 pounds of hay per day. The average 1,000-pound horse.
And how much is this? What do you think?
I don't know. What do you say, guys? Maybe.
Just a few days of food with the sound of it. It's a good deal.
Hey,
fellas.
These bulbs are chewy.
Fellas.
I immediately accepted, asking what's the difference. A question he did not answer. He said, you won't ever believe that I'm not knowingly lying on purpose, he says. And so, you know, I have the DMs. They're here in the doc if anyone wants to see them. And the reason I say that is because he started responding to me, calling me a snake and a liar and shit. I said, more than happy to share DMs if he's okay.
Snake.
There's so much.
Sneaky little snake.
After all the good takes, you had to do this. Condemn lolly porn. We must draw the line somewhere. Okay, so now here's Vaush in his Discord responding. He says, there will be no debate. All of this has been discussed before at length. Talked to Ethan in DMs and he came across insanely snakish, like a cartoon.
Sorry, what?
I don't know.
Oh, you talking
Snake
about
like a cartoon?
Yeah. Is that a Jew joke? See, no, I'm just kidding. That's what he did.
I was thinking that though.
That's what he did to me. Although I do have a bonus section on Vaush anti-Semitism.
Ooh.
I do.
Oh, damn.
But I'm kidding. I don't think he's doing a Jew thing.
Damn.
Literally any direct engagement with him or anyone else right now will be interpreted disingenuous. Like I'm digging myself in deeper no matter what I say. The streams will continue, the politics will continue, and like every other wave of disingenuous drama, the truth will be apparent to people who chill out for a second and consume literally any of my content. You know, and I understand what you're doing. You're talking to your audience who you don't want to look into this very, very deeply and just continue to take your word for it that it's all taken out of context and
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. I think a lot of people probably didn't even look at the folder.
it's bad faith and it's snaky.
Insanely snakish.
This was, if Vaush's subreddit was having a good one, they said Vaush should legitimately sue Ethan for slander. Someone says, as nice as that would be, I doubt there's enough case to have a case. No, there is. The amount of slander and false accusations are more than enough for a solid lawsuit. I said,
Yeah, I don't think that they're enough for a solid lawsuit. You're going to lose that every time.
I'm begging you, please. I'll even crowdfund for you to sue me. Let's do it. I'm being dead serious. I would be fucking over the moon if you sued me. Please, bro.
Yeah.
Let's do discovery on that hard drive, fella.
Exactly.
Let's see
Discovery on that hard drive is funny.
what's below the top of that there.
Let's see taxes 2014.
Right. That's right. That's what I said here. This was another meme on Vaush's subreddit. These people are not funny. This is the moronic. Look
I
at
have
this.
to say, the whole thing is really lacking humor between him and the reaction of his community. Everything started because there was something really funny happened.
The horse stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
The horse stuff is funny.
His reaction was funny.
And it was new. It was new. So there's a conspiracy theory that Dan is somehow the mastermind behind this whole thing. So, and we'll get to that. But here's the
That makes sense. Dan. Okay, I don't know.
the meme. Meanwhile, at H3 Studios, Dan is Worm Tongue, and I'm like the king of Rohan or whatever.
Yoden, yes. I am not worm tongue in this situation. I'm not even in Rohan.
Here's
I'm
you
Tom fucking Bombadil, dude. Leave me out of this.
They disagree, bro. Very wise, my liege. And while you're at it, call that one a pedo too, and that one, and that one.
I thought this was so funny because it makes it so funny because it's not ironic. You're like, this is what's happening.
Also, I'll say this. I love that they put it like an X
I
over.
mean, it does seem that sometimes Ethan will like almost like pander to their his like everybody around him sometimes, you know. And not to keep bringing up Evan Preach, I know it's getting annoying at this point, but it's like he was like, yeah, let's build a bridge, I'd love to do that, and then they're like, well, actually you shouldn't do it because here's some shit that's out of context, and he's like, oh, I guess not, you know. Sometimes he's a little too fucking weak when it comes to that.
Over the horse, like that's why we just hate horses. Well, I'll tell you one thing, I definitely don't love horses as much as you do, that's for sure. I don't know if that makes me a horse hater.
What?
This man is an anti-horsite. Horses need love too, buddy.
Cheers, my horse.
So, Here's Tipster. He actually filmed a video, and he's very mad.
Oh no.
He's very mad.
Oh, should he film a video?
Go ahead, Tip.
The content creator made a video? What the fuck?
That's what he meant.
The argument is just like so flimsy because he then has to say that not the act of making the child porn is immoral, but like you have to at a certain point say that simply child porn, if there isn't a victim, is moral. Like
No, you don't have to say that because that's not what he's saying at all.
I hate to break it to you, buddy, but I don't know if you've thought this through enough.
He's playing Donkey Kong. How can you think we're playing Donkey Kong?
That's a challenging game.
People are fucking brain dead. Like I listen to this and I just hate people. I hate people like this.
I fucking hate everyone.
I legitimately hate all these.
By the way,
what is Tipster's argument?
You're right.
Thank you.
You're absolutely right.
Thank you.
And Tip, how dare you?
Literally.
Check yourself, buddy.
I gotta say, I was watching some of this. He is
I don't even understand what the point of that video was. Like, what are we? What did that tell us? It just
really fucking good at Donkey Kong Country. Like, this is a hard ass level. He just plays it no
He
problem.
is that hard.
This is a hard level game.
No, it ain't.
This level is hard.
No way.
AB would
I
know.
crush this, dude. Crush it.
I'm with you, AB. You would know.
I know my Donkey Kong.
He's a gamer, though. You could tell by looking at him.
Yeah.
Didn't he just lose the
Okay.
frog? He just lost the
What?
frog.
His background, that's a gamer background.
Wait, what's the frog thing?
Back up the video.
Oh.
Roll the tape.
You can get little friends to help you, little animals.
Saying at
Oh,
all.
he's riding?
These people are fucking brain dead. Like,
You're
I
gonna call us brain dead, and you're gonna
hate
fucking
people.
sit there and lose your frog?
I know. What kind of a fucking loser plays video games while he does commentary? It's so weird.
Idiot.
Watch this shit.
Dude, idiot.
Moron.
He's distracted.
You're telling me he's good at this? That's what you're talking
First of all,
about.
he finishes this level without dying. One. And also,
Wait, is it possible he did it on purpose? Because it was faster?
I was thinking that for a second, but I think he was just annoyed at the clip.
Why did you laugh when I said he looks like a gamer, love?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's fat shaming, dude. That's body shaming, dude. Ethan, you're a body shamer, bro.
I assume you
I said he
were.
looked like he'd be really good at Donkey
I
Kong.
assume you were talking about his background, of course. Like he has
Tons of video game stuff.
Totally.
Of course.
I wonder if he's ever had a gamer.
This is the Tipster clip where Ethan played less than 30 seconds. I have no idea what the point was. Yeah, I don't either. I don't get it.
Sometimes I wonder if the people who do this kind of videos are really playing the game or are they just using footage.
A lot of people don't.
Right.
That's actually been controversy I've seen, where they'll steal other people's gameplay and put it in,
What?
and it becomes like a whole thing.
The fuck are you talking about? What? Well, what? I think it's just to keep you like from getting too bored with the content you watch. Like I like the content that I react to, but it's like anything else. Like you're probably not watching me right now, just staring at me, right? You're watching me like you're probably doing homework or doing the dishes or cleaning or playing a game too. Like everybody likes to be like have an external stimulation. I think that's why I like to play games while I do it.
PlayStation did that.
Oh, I thought he was above that.
I knew it.
What the frick? There's on the internet that literally just make these stupid fucking arguments. Like,
Coach super chatted $5. Here's a little something for finally catching your stream for the first time.
Thanks, brother.
I'm
Appreciate that.
surprised you don't have any more view TBH.
Yeah,
Keep up the
that's all right,
great
dude.
work.
Why? What are my viewers at? Yeah, you know what? My live streaming is never my thing, but I feel like my videos do pretty well. Overall, what do we got? Like 285? That's not bad. No, that's pretty good. My videos typically do better though. Like I think they do decent. I mean, I post 2 a day. You know, especially like this one did pretty well. I mean, I feel like I'm doing all right. I just started labeling the streams what I'm going to talk about for the day. I usually don't do that. I usually just pop a gut time. So maybe that's it. But I like having a little chill little thing, man. Like I've never been too big into having like a lot of viewers live. But like I make, you know, I do well. I mean, I do well with my video postings. I do well financially, you know, which is important to me. That's all that matters. You know,
literally what this is.
Nobody will ever explain why it's wrong. They'll never get into the actual
You guys
meat
are
and
so
potatoes
stupid,
of the
you just
argument.
don't get it.
This is just bad faith, okay?
But I'm not going to explain it.
Nobody in this whole thing, Catapult,
Okay.
Tipster, or Vaush, has ever told me what I lied about and what I'm wrong about, other than just to speak kind of like abstractly about it being
dude, you're
bad
wrong,
faith.
dude. The CP's based. What the
You're too
fuck?
dumb to understand.
Dude, what are you
Dipshit.
talking about, dude?
I just don't understand
Yeah,
how
dipshit.
how would Teffels or Tipster defend the clip where he's saying that in
Bro, again, I don't understand how they're so angry about it. Like, even if you, like, did this already, but I'm just gonna keep saying it because I don't care. Even if you think that Ethan's wrong, like, why are you, like, how do you not understand, like, this, the subject matter is so, it's about fucking kids. Like, honestly. So I would be like, if I was on Vaush's side, which I'm not, I'd be like, yeah, I think that they're getting this out of context, but also this really uncomfortable clips. Because again, Vaush said these things provocatively however long ago because he wanted attention. He wanted to be super based on Twitter. But, you know, what's the take? Guys, child slavery is bad, and sometimes that happens when you get chocolate and ice cream. But instead what he says is like, morally, I think CP's okay because it's like, okay.
not this society, but in another, a sexual relationship between a child and adult could be beneficial to the child. Like, I want to know how they think that's defendable.
That's why I'd like to ask them too if they would call in.
Yeah, I'm still waiting. I checked. There's nothing in the inbox yet.
I have a feeling they won't be reaching out.
I have that feeling as well.
However,
something that unfortunately.
Well, you see, Ethan, maybe the baby is really mature for their age. Yeah, I don't even want to. I don't even want to
Chicory super
contend with that one,
chatted
brother.
$5.
I don't
Hey,
know.
the Pargut first time enjoying the stream.
Thanks, brother. I appreciate it. Fuck you. Actually, fuck off. I thought, you know what? That's not even nice, dude. I didn't even like register what you said.
Get to experience.
Yeah. Yeah.
these stupid fucking out of context clips and make the obvious response to what these clips suggest, just so they can get internet asspats and Twitter likes and fucking views on YouTube and shit like
Dude,
that.
bro, you listen to him say that sexual relationship with a child could be beneficial to a child, and you took the obvious reaction.
What's an internet asspat?
Like, good job, buddy, like on the field.
But why not?
Yeah, why not pat on the back?
Yeah,
Like,
they took it on the back.
Because to them it's a sport, you know what I mean?
tips for slapping on the ass.
Is that virtual essay?
Our problem is not that we defend CP. We're only calling out Ethan because he's very charitable to actual pedos when they're his friends. Who's his friend that's a pedo? I'm so confused. Are you talking about like Bobby Lee? Like when he made that joke about how he violently raped a 13-year-old girl, like when he was like 20 years old or whatever. Like, who are you referring to? I'm confused.
He might. Yeah.
Don't touch me.
That's literally what this is. Let me take a jab at someone that I dislike on the internet.
What friends does Ethan have? What friends does Ethan have that are pedophiles?
I don't dislike Vaush. That's where you guys are wrong. I said during the video that none of you guys clearly watched. I like Vaush. I think he's funny. I think he's a good speaker.
Funny?
Actually, no, not funny, but
funny.
I think he's smart.
He's not funny at all. What are you, an idiot?
And a good speaker.
Oh, jeez.
And someone
Crystal Lee and Bobby Lee's wasn't a joke. It was confirmed by other people. Yeah, I don't think that's a joke either. Crystal Lee is not a pedophile, I don't think. I think what he was talking like a 17-year-old. It's really inappropriate and gross behavior. It's a little different than what Vaush is saying. Like, yeah, you know what? I get maybe there's a hypocrisy. Ethan runs heavy defense for actual off like comedians because he wants to be one. He's got deaf noodle syndrome. But does he like Crystalia? People are saying that he hates Crystalia in the chat. I don't know. I don't know his take on it, so I can't really tell you.
of his videos are I've enjoyed watching. That being said, so no, I don't have a vendetta against him, and I liked him before all this shit started to transpire.
It's about them
Well, then you're a fucking weirdo, Ethan.
I'm saying one mean thing about Vaush before this. Give me a break. You guys are just doing you're on autopilot. It's so embarrassing.
fucking true, just so I can make a quick buck on the internet. As somebody who is friends with an
You're just trying to do this for money, Ethan. See, anti-Semitic.
artist who draws goblin porn, the funny thing is I knew exactly what Vaush was talking about because his descriptor for goblin porn is exactly what the way
That is so funny.
Hipster
What?
knows about the goblin porn.
Okay, we haven't watched it yet, but when I was hearing it, I was like, what is goblin porn?
You and everyone.
Imagine it's porn. I've jerked off to WoW Goblin porn before. I'm all about it. It doesn't look like kids though.
I'm obsessed.
Actually, can you look up what does a goblin and goblin porn look like?
Bobby Lee's story wasn't confirmed. It was just confirmed with Mexico. Oh yeah, there's no way to confirm if it's real. I just think that story is like I think that was a real life story that he told, like as a joke because he thought it was funny. Like that's why I think it's so gross. I think he actually did do it. That's why I don't like Bobby Lee anymore. I don't consume him. If you think it was just a joke, that's fine. I get it. There's nothing to confirm it. Like you can't confirm that it's like real or not. But like for me, it's too much. You know. Oh,
because I'm curious.
He describes it in spoilers, dude. He describes it in great detail. I don't want to spoil anything about that clip. That's the greatest clip ever.
Vaush doing PR.
Yeah.
There's so much. I'm telling you, this is insane.
she draws her art. Shout out to Rumpendal. I don't know if you realize how optically bad what you just said looks. This looks
Dude, you are literally defending animated CP at this moment. And talking to me about optics. Holy shit.
fucking terrible.
Wow. Well, listen, if criticizing CP makes me look terrible, then I'll be Darth Vader. I'm fucking, you know what I mean? Like, I'll take that tough route. You're gonna have a hard time uphill with that argument, buddy.
Pedo.
So again, I found this clip with like all the oh shit, it doesn't work. This one here, I think it's because it's
a weird thing, maybe.
I think it's because it's like marked as mature. Does it open for you guys? You see it in the
Clip. Go look for the clip.
Yeah, I can skip it though. It's not really material. Here's everything he said about me on Discord.
Okay.
And Twitter.
Okay.
Over on Friday and beyond. Yo, H3 wants to talk. That's really cool, but you'll have to wait because I'm getting a haircut. What happened?
So that was.
Man. I don't even cut my hair, dude. I think it's cringe. Cutting your hair is cringe, you know? Just let it grow out, look like shit, you know?
As we were finishing the show.
Yeah, he knew what I was saying. The haircut is done, but I'm still not going on, he said. This is what I get for being into... What is Midna? I didn't know what that meant.
What? Midna? You're talking about Zelda Midna?
Oh, is that the Zelda girl?
Oh, okay, I don't know. It's definitely some weird fetish thing, I think, the way he's talking about it. This is what I get for being into Midna growing up. My mind was more charitable to the chubby, short stack archetype.
Oh, it is. I think it is talking about Midna then. Midna's short.
Chubby, short stack.
What is he talking about?
Come on. Is that how he rationalizes it? No, I'm just into chubby, short stack. Okay.
Full picture of Midna?
Yeah, sure. This ain't helping your cause here, brother.
Let me see.
There she is.
No way, you guys are not fantasizing over...
That's the one I pulled up before. That's so funny.
That's a child.
Oh my God.
This is Lolly, because she's probably meant to be super old, but that's like a baby.
So she's older. She's like a queen, but then she's turned to this creature.
You think this is hot? Okay. Say no more.
What the hell?
Right then.
Again, listen, you could think that Midna's hot.
That's what you get for it.
But again, in the context of everything, we do not like this infatuation with Midna.
It's all compounding.
Yes, compounding interest.
Yeah.
But one thing I do get really bothered by is the persistent implication that all these maliciously cut clips are deep secrets. They're unearthed or not, like discussed to the death of my channel. I made videos addressing them multiple times. It comes up in debate. Again, this is one of their go-to defenses. It's totally untrue. I never insinuated that. And even if it was true, it doesn't change anything, man. We didn't know about it. Because you've talked about it doesn't mean that everybody watches your channel, man. Give me a break.
Sure.
You know what's Midna's really interesting. I'm sorry, before we move on, because that kind of gives him an out, being that Midna's actually older, but she's this creature for 99% of the game. You only see her real form at the end. So it is interesting.
That's interesting.
Her real form is hot as balls, though.
I wish somebody had mentioned that.
Why is there no...
That'd be really insightful.
No, I know we talked about her actually being older. I'm just saying that as a psychological standpoint, like looking at Midna, that's a good character to use as an excuse to publicly be like, oh, she's hot because she's actually older.
Well, that's what the lolicon loophole is.
Right.
They all use that.
And it says she's speculated to be over 18. Very convenient.
Very
convenient.
speculated to be over 18.
There's no way.
It says on this comicbookresources.com.
Oh,
However, it's
that's-
speculated that she's over 18 and likely in her mid-20s.
Okay.
Oh, she's not
Damn.
ancient.
So hold on. This seems to be official. I guess she
Yeah.
does have an adult version. So perhaps.
So which one is it?
which
Well,
one
no,
am I
you said
talking about?
short stack.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
That's not
minute
short
with
stack.
Link in the whole game is the first one we looked
Yeah,
at.
who's
Just at the
that?
very end, you reveal her true form, which is this.
Which turns.
He said, go back.
Okay.
Go back. To the child one.
Oh,
That one's hot though.
We were way hotter before.
R. Kelly, please.
I cannot believe.
Yeah, that's one of the tropes that they say all the time. That's how they get a loophole. They go, oh yeah, no, she's a 9,000-year-old demigod that looks like she's 8.
Also, in her final form, she is so hot. It's like crazy.
Whoa, dude, she's actually only 17, Olivia, you pedophile. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I hope that's over 20.
He wants nothing to do with that.
I know. That's
I like
really
this.
insane to me. He wants that. Yeah, he wants a little.
Which way, Western
short
man?
stack.
Whatever.
There actually seems to be more. When she's in her tiny figure, she's younger. According to
for
this
sure.
Her eyes
thing.
have more sparkles. They're much bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
This
has
is-
a child.
It says Midnight appears as an imp-like creature, but her actual form is human.
It's actually a dwarf. You guys are being very racist. You guys are actually being very dwarfophobic right now.
In her second age form, Midnight's 10 years old and wears a black robe. I don't know the lore. I don't know how this
That
fits in.
it looks like a child version of her.
Yeah.
And that's the one, for the record, Vaush wants to fuck.
Right. I don't know how
He
accurate
didn't
that is.
specify.
but-
He didn't
Well,
specify.
This is,
Either
no,
way,
hold on. He says, this is what I get for being into Midna growing up. My mind was more charitable to the chubby short stack archetype.
Oh, he's totally talking about the
Yeah, he's talking about the lolly picture.
Right. No,
He's,
you-
dude, yeah, he wanted to fuck Midna.
Doesn't that fall under it's the lolly and is it some form of bestiality too?
What?
Because the horse,
crazy.
like it's not human. Like I feel like it's more animal-like.
Well, it's a
It's not really that animal, dude. It's like wanting to fuck like a alien with 3 tits.
humanoid.
Humanoid.
Yeah, it's a humanoid. Yeah, I wouldn't put the bestiality on him.
All right, don't start going after that kind of stuff, okay? Because I jerk off to drain eye porn too, dude. Leave me the fuck alone.
If you can speak, if you can talk to it, then I think you're good.
Also
Yeah.
interesting, I just remembered Link is a
Dude, I could talk to my dog.
wolf in that game. That's the one.
It speaks to me. I could hear it back. It goes, rough, rough. You're too rough. No, just kidding. That's fucking. Say that.
Where he's a wolf the whole time.
And I don't have a dog. I don't like dogs that much, to be honest. Kind of rude.
And short Midna writes him.
no.
Short Midna writes him in that game.
Disgusting.
Stallion energy.
By the way, one thing you'll notice while looking through all this, his Discord. Sorry, I just put 3 bubbles in my mouth. I
Yeah, your brother.
feel like a horse chewing up carrot.
You take it away from me.
I have a question actually while you're chewing. Is anybody hungry?
I'm fucking starving, dude.
Okay.
What would be like the appropriate meal for this, though?
Mm.
Hey, Happy Meals.
Hey, we have hay.
Get out of here, baby.
That's fucked, baby. I'll take one.
I kind of would.
A Happy Meal? It's not it. You want McDonald's?
But
I don't want to do
Beth
that to you.
Yeah,
That's so good.
Yeah, don't do that.
You
To
don't
me.
Let's eat healthy.
I mean, we don't have to eat healthy, but McDonald's is.
It's trash.
Cowboy ribeye.
It's just crazy how like it doesn't fill you and
What's,
it's so many calories. It makes you feel like shit.
Stop, dude. Shut up.
You like?
Can you guys talk about it in Discord and I'll keep going?
Okay.
The one thing, because I'll eat anything, I don't care.
Same.
The one thing I noticed going through all this receipts and stuff, his Discord is the people on there are like all degenerates, and they have these kinds of conversations there all the time. And
Yeah, of course they are, dude. The fuck? That's how like a lot of this shit is. Of course they're fucking degenerates. That's the kind of audience he wants.
there's so much conversation spearheaded by Vaush about sex, sexuality, and all this kind of kink stuff.
What?
He's interacting with his audience for sexual gratification. It seems like. I mean, that's an assumption. Although
Wait, what? I mean, listen, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I'm not gonna go down like a pipeline of like, oh, you're gross, Vosh. But like, what? Like, my Discord, I don't know. I'm not even active in my Discord. I never really have been. Let's see what these people are talking. I don't initiate any sexual conversation. They're just talking about this guy's cat. All right, it's worse than Vosh's. That's it. I got people sending their cats in here, talking about a few different things that they like. Usher is in there apparently. Oh yeah, this Mr. Sign collects old vinyl. Good for him. Couple of decent pictures. They're pretty good, I think. You know, they could be a little better, but like they couldn't draw anywhere like this. Here's a Wicked preview. It's mostly them just talking about. Here's a sword. You know, that's it. No sexual conversations going on in here. A lot of cats though. I like cats. So yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on in your guys' discords. It's actually weird. I don't know you guys.
Though he has done that before with this girl Lolly, which I'll get into. Wait, no,
not Lolly.
Poppy.
I was like, wait, that doesn't make sense. Whoops, her name was Poppy. So that's already alarming by itself. There's so many different.
Well, I don't know what he's referring to. I've never I don't know. You're saying that he like sexts with some of his fans or something. I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not. Like you have to show it to us. That's a little like I mean, even if he does sext his fans, like I don't care as long as they're adults. But I don't know. He's gooning a little too hard. He feels a little too powerful here.
Facets of this, they're just giant red flags, man.
True though.
He continues after saying he wanted to fuck Mint Baby Migna.
Baby Migna.
One thing I do really get bothered by is that. Oh, I read that one. Yeah. People did horse emojis on this, by the way. 13 horse emojis on this comment. I don't know if that's significant.
What?
Like, imagine if I did a 2-hour stream where me and a group of people all mockingly reacted to clips and images of Ethan that make him look terrible and are probably cut together by people who fucking hate him. Do it. I mean, people would probably say, why
People do that all the time, don't they?
are you doing this? But do it. And then I'll respond by saying, you know what? All that stuff that they showed was really fucked up. And, you know, I have nothing to say in my defense other than that I'm constantly maturing and growing and trying to do better, you know? So, like,
I'm already grown. I'm a grown man, dude. I have no growing left to do. Everything that I say and do is 100% accurate and honest and true, and I'm the best person ever.
it's not the same. So then everyone pretend we've done some deep dive and unveiled secrets he wants to keep hidden from the world. Bro, that part is so stupid. Who gives a fuck if it's a secret? People haven't seen it. People do that to me on a weekly basis. I really don't give a fuck. I mean, it's embarrassing. I don't like talking about it because it's embarrassing. It makes me feel bad. But like, that's my policy on this stuff, is that I'm always going to confront this stuff head on and talk about it as many times as people.
All right, we get it, Ethan. You said some racist stuff back in the day, and you're a really good guy for not being as racist anymore. Like, cool stuff, man. Like, we get it.
People want to hear me talk about it because
cool, man.
I was wrong. You know what I mean? There's no hiding from that.
Cool.
Like, he wants to talk about chubby short stacks.
Cool.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know what the fuck he's on about. Go do a 2-hour live stream of mocking all the dumb things I'm saying. I really don't care. You know what I mean? Also, like, you're saying that kids and adults can have sex and it be meaningful for the kids. Like, dude, stop it. We're not saying the same things.
So embarrassing. No. Can you show?
He says I doubt.
Pretty rough take to have there, Vaush.
I'll ever understand why Ethan turncoated like this. Bitch, I don't know you.
What are all these coats and jackets?
Yeah, seriously. What is this, Men's Warehouse?
Wait, what is that now?
A turncoat means that you switch sides.
Trader.
Oh.
Yeah. I got no coat. I don't own coats. I don't own jackets. I don't own coats. I'm a t-shirt guy.
You're going to like the way your horse looks. I guarantee it.
Saddle up. Men's Warehouse. Ethan reaching out, asking to have me on. The vibes are insanely bad. Extremely obvious this is just content to him.
The vibes are bad.
Incredibly snakish. I'm going to see if I can get him on to talk on my stream without him being live.
Yeah, because it's not just about the content, guys. It's just about the content for him. I hate it. Vaush is acting like he has this powerful message. Shut the fuck up, dude. You're just like another online virtue signaling fucking political streamer. Like, who gives a shit?
So he's not able to just make a second round of content of me lying. Bro, are you dumb? That's the same shit. What does it matter? I'll come to your show. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter. I'm going to talk to you on your show. We'll have the same conversation. It's a live show. What is this logic? Very clear, good faith was never a consideration. So it wouldn't be if.
Well, obviously, I mean, like, maybe he doesn't want Ethan to have backup to be able to help him out with whatever argument or something. I don't know. But it just sounds like he wants to be able to monetize it. And me too.
I came on either. Is every conversation that Vaush has had, like, I need you to enter this conversation in good faith or I'm leaving? I'm pretty sure that, like, entering a conversation with the expectation that you're going to have conflict with the person or that they're somehow out to get you is commonplace in Vaush's world of debate. The fact that he's trying to make it seem like this is an outlier in the world of debate is a total fucking fraud. You know what I mean? Dude, the issue is simple. If I'm lying.
If you know about this is the world of debate, why were you such a big fan of Vaush?
You, as a master debater, ultimate philosophical intellect, should be child's play. And
I will also say one thing, like, the old Vaush takes are like really weird and like totally understandable why you wouldn't want to engage with the guy. But you said that before the horse folder leak, you know, you were a fan of him, but I feel like the CP shit has been something that's always been floating around him. So like, did you just not look into it or something? Like, what? You know, I don't know. Whatever.
I don't mean that, and I no pun intended on that. I should never bring that up in this context of this, but it should be Midna's play. Let's say that to disarm me.
Especially if he thinks that we just got it wrong.
Yeah.
You know.
He says this issue, there's no winning if it's just half a dozen people jeering at you and calling you a pedo. You can't debate your way out of a well-poisoned 2 hours of character assassination. Okay. Well, I mean, he's not wrong. I do think it would be a disaster if you called in. I do. But like, you're the debate guy. You know what I mean? I'm just some dumb idiot.
Okay.
So like, yeah. And he's doing this. I didn't think it was bad faith. I'm just curious to have you on to know why routine. Okay, well, you act like I can manipulate you into coming and talking on my show. You're the debate guy. That's your whole thing.
I can manipulate you into coming.
So many people warned me he was a snake. Hold on. Who told you that? Was it Keffels and Tipster? Because I thought they were disappointed in me that I was such a great guy. Other than that, I don't know a single person that knows the two of us, and that's being generous that those two know me. So many people warned me he was a snake. Bro, so many people warned me.
Who warned him about that? Do you think he's squashing any attempts of people defending Vaush while the iron is hot? What? I don't know what you're saying.
You're a pedo.
Do you know Ethan asked Vaush to unlike a pro-Palestine tweet? Vaush said it's on his stream. Do you think this is motivated by Ethan's Zionism? Are you fucking memeing on me, dude? I don't think so. I don't think Ethan is like a Zionist. I think Ethan believes that the Jews have a right to a fucking state, but also believes that the Palestinians shouldn't be oppressed. I think he constantly talks about how, like, the president of Israel shouldn't be there, and he's a warmonger. So no, I don't think that has anything to do with it, to be completely honest with you. But hey, what the fuck do I know?
I'd rather be a snake than a pedo. And I mean that he consumes cartoon CP, not that he is a pedo, although that would insinuate. Because a pedo is someone who's attracted to kids, right? It doesn't mean that they've undertaken the act of.
I mean, a pedophile is somebody who is 16 or older and who's had a persistent sexual attraction with a child 13 or younger that has at least a 5-year or older age gap for a period of 6 months or more. So does this make Vaush a pedo? I don't know. But maybe it makes him Geppetto, and you better be careful because he might be making a doll to put his wiener in. I don't know. I gotta piss. All right, let's continue this.
Of harming a child. Oh, fuck. Are we getting Taco Bell?
Yes.
Yo.
Do you want to?
Lena, is that my order?
Yeah,
that's what you've done before.
That's pretty interesting. Lena said Taco Supreme and Nacho Bell Grande.
Remember what happened last time, dude? You didn't like the. You wish you got the soft taco.
No, I didn't.
No,
I never. Oh, because it's
because
soggy.
they were all soggy. You remember?
I just don't like the flour.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't either, honestly, but I've been kind of tired of the hard tacos being soft.
Dude, that Nacho Bell Grande. I think last time I had that, I like nearly shit my whole life out, my soul and life out.
So maybe
but I did it again.
Get a burrito.
But it tastes good.
Me and Dan sent something in chat.
Ooh.
Whispering to you again.
We have a new technique.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
shit.
I want a Nacho Bell Grande with extra fucking beef. I love that slop.
What happened to the vegetarian cook?
What the fuck are they talking about? Ah!
Yeah. Is it really meat though? That shit is like slop.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
fair enough.
It's mystery.
No, it's not real.
An
I
apple.
don't know that there's actually animal products in
Do you still want the crunchy taco supreme?
that. So the Nacho Bell Grande with extra slop and extra fucking,
Slop bucket.
and then also I like
Here's my
the
horse.
Taco Supreme and a bean cheese rice burrito with hot sauce inside
What the fuck is this dude talking about?
and onions, extra onions inside. What did they even find out? You're a horse. What does that mean, Vaush? You know. Just to clarify, do I think Vaush has harmed any children? No. In fact, based on what his folder says, he hasn't harmed anybody. Okay, so to make that clear, I don't really feel like leaking DMs, but Ethan could not be acting like more of a snake if he had an actor playing a character. Bro, stop. This is a video game. Bro, you remember in Solid Snake 5 when I don't know. I never played Snake.
Are these from his Discord? Who went into his Discord and he took these pictures? Did he have Dan go in there and infiltrate?
Thanks. Vaush continues. When I pointed out the fact that if he was interested in my opinion or context on any of these accusations, he probably would have reached out to me before doing a surprise 2-hour hit piece. He said that us having had a conversation before doesn't mean you're owed that. Bro, what? A surprise hit piece? I mean, is it a surprise you had this silly, outrageous horse porn leak that everybody was talking about?
Bad faith.
Didn't come out of nowhere. It came out of your.
It's so weird. Everything's just like a fucking. It's just like a fucking victim complex. Like, yeah, I get it. You're upset that he talked about it without talking to you first. Why does he have to? Why do you have like this entitlement complex? Like, go talk to him. He's offering to talk to you. Go talk to him about it.
In to be sorted folder, Bucko. Oh, that he kept calling the topic heated. He's such a moron. As though it was a mutual beef.
What? You're showing me? Hey, Papa God, you pointed out they are being pretty obviously bad faith. But do you think it's wrong for people to not care? I don't know what you're saying. What do you? Who did I say was being bad faith? I'm so confused.
Entirely one side, completely impromptu smear attempt. This is only content to him. I'm not so enthusiastic as to freely allow people to profit from lying about and degrading me. Okay, that's news to me. Have you considered that he genuinely thinks you are a nonce, and that's why he engaged in it? Like nonce is idiot, right?
No, it's another pedo.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Another
That's
word?
what the English call it.
Yeah.
Nonce.
I think. Yeah.
Oh, there's a guy who went up to James Charles and said it.
Yeah.
I don't think James knew what it meant. He took a picture
Oh,
with
wow,
him.
okay.
Yeah.
So this person actually asked a good question. Have you ever considered that he genuinely thinks you're a nonce, and that's why he's engaging like that? He says no. I don't think he believes any of this at all.
What? Bro, we saw
This
your
dude literally walked up to me and said, "Hey, I want to tell you something, and uncuck your ears. Listen up and focus on every word I'm saying with intention. Children and adults can have sex, and it'll be a positive experience for the kids."
I think what he said is like, in very few instances it can be not a massively different distinction. I also don't really know if I agree with that, but I guess his argument is like 99 times, like one time out of 1,000, it could be good for one of the kids.
Swamp.
What you don't know
is like the only swamp that I need, dude. Holy.
Because he's a utilitarian penis sucker or something. I don't
Holy
really
shit.
get
It has.
Wow, Vaush, you're having so much fun. Looks like you're having a chill stream today.
I've been looking for more context on that one because they say everything's out of context. We haven't really been able to find more context on that one, right?
Hey, Papa, you said that Ethan is being bad faith and that Vaush is good. What?
No. Yeah. If there's more context, it somehow changes that.
A few minutes in the stream, you pointed out that Ethan changed his position from the first video. That's what I mean. What? The fuck? I'm confused. What, did I say he changed his position? I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I'm gonna be real with you. Maybe I'm just like on fire.
Plus, it's like, and that's what my friend said to me before I never talked to him again.
Punch him in the fucking face.
You know, then I'd like to see it.
We were checking before the clip, so maybe you're right. Maybe after he says that, because I didn't go that far after. I went more before.
Then I buried him and hid the grave.
And then I said, psych.
On opposite day.
Right.
True. Maybe this is just a different perspective, but if I was in his shoes and genuinely thought I was trying to get a pedo onto my stream to tear into him, I wouldn't act like he did at all soft and cooing and non-accusatory.
Oh,
it's just
God.
content, like, it's just Keemstar. I gotta show the DMs now, because the way he's characterizing is fucking weird. The most frustrating part of this discourse is that I was literally probably just thinking, oh wow, big meaty dick, big hefty short stack getting fucking big dick. You're an adult, bro. It's time to fucking like not.
Why are you talking to fans about this too? Like,
Dude,
Right.
this is mild.
How are you
Yeah,
going to
look,
say
it's
you were
fans in Discord.
probably thinking that? I was probably just thinking, oh, hey, look at a short stack's getting fucked. Probably? I feel like I wouldn't have used such a loose word. I would have been like, that's definitely what I was thinking. Probably? It's in your folder that hasn't been sorted yet. What?
About sex so much. It is so fucked up.
Inappropriate.
I mean,
You're
yeah,
trying to be like a political streamer. Why are you talking about
he's trying to be a who's that Democrat guy who got disgraced?
Anthony Weiner.
He's trying to be Anthony Weiner.
Yeah.
It's Wiener time. He actually he was sending Wiener pics.
Right, I remember. That's all I know about him.
Kind of interesting. Dude, that dude had it all. I forget who his wife was, but she was like a beautiful, famous, successful woman.
She was Hillary Clinton's best friend and campaign manager. Campaign manager? Maybe not campaign manager, but like her right hand woman.
I don't remember. But at any rate,
Her name was like
he's lost
Hila or
everything. It's pretty incredible, man. And I remember right before it happened, people were really feeling it. Like, this guy could be president and all this kind of shit. But anyway, I digress.
Gavin Newsom the next few years.
Gabby baby's my boy. He's going all the way. He's my liberal savior.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, Ethan didn't really call the whole community pedos. He called most of them like people who were just being manipulated by Vaush.
You think he's gonna expose or he's gonna be prez?
One or the other.
Okay, those are two paths. I agree though. Gabby baby's on his way.
Depends if he's Dan's next target or not.
That's
Ooh.
right. That's right.
Let's see what's in the folder, Gavin.
That's right.
So he says, and now I have to endure a million scholars in my community arguing the philosophy of lolicon. Hey, bro, it's time to start taking responsibility. How old is this guy? Like, we can't just be like, oh, I just thought it was fat, meaty dick, and say, no, bro, it's time to leave that shit in the past and start owning your actions.
He's 29.
Exactly. He's 29. You're almost 30, man. It's time to grow up, dude.
29.
But I like the way that he's engaging his audience on Discord in a sexual manner. This is something well established in the past few years that creators should not be doing this.
Wait, what the fuck is he talking about with this?
You like the way that he's engaging his audience on Discord in a sexual manner. This is something well established in the past few years that creators should not be doing this because
What the fuck are you talking about?
it's inherently imbalanced. And it's just
It's not inherently. Listen, I don't know what he's talking about. As long as you're both old enough, nobody cares. And Ethan doesn't care either. Like, it's all like all the rage when it comes to like a fucking two adults on the internet because one of them is a content creator. Everybody cries about it, but nobody gives any shit to rappers or any musician for fucking their fans. That's all it is. It's just groupies. I don't care. Can there be power imbalances? Sure. But a lot of times people like to fuck with people that are famous. I don't care. As long as they're both fucking consenting adults. I don't really know what he's specifically referring to, though.
so inappropriate. And so this is happening
It's not fundamentally inappropriate.
in plain sight. Apparently, because everyone knows he's a pervert, nobody should get to criticize him for it.
What is he talking about?
Anyway, he says, I stay focused on my channel, stay grounded and lean. To pretend they've done some digging and unearthed some huge dirt on me when it's like the first shit you see, Googling my name has been addressed and debunked a billion times. Yeah, I mean, I guess it needs to be addressed 1,000,001 times because I still have questions. Pretending it's some big secret I've been hiding from everyone is a rhetorical tactic to convince their audience that I have no defense or context to provide, and I've been relying on secrecy. Bro, you are like delusional. I don't know what to say. Anyway, said I'm not talking to Ethan. Only for making it clear I was going to talk to his disingenuous ass. His final DM to me was the standard, oh bro, get help, you're sick. Proving it again that his ew, what do you mean I was bad faith, please come on for content act was completely transparent. And he's not getting his content, he said, and as soon as he knows he's not getting his content, he returns to the standard regarded low IQ, bad faith smear shit. This guy's apparently smart, right?
Yeah.
He led by saying, if this guy actually thought I was a pedo, he'd be talking to me in way stronger terms and he wouldn't be speaking nice to me. And then at the end of the conversation, when I started speaking to him in a more stern tone, he goes, oh, now that proves you're disingenuous. You're in a pretzel, dude. A pretzel of horsehair, man. And horsehair is expensive. You know, that's a premium
But
product.
also, like, if you're trying to discuss coming on the show, there's a difference between just being polite and civil.
Of course.
Then, like, I don't know what did he expect for you to just be like shouting at him from the beginning of the
So I said
conversation.
to him, I said, what do you expect? That's not, you know what I mean? It's not how I talk to anybody. Kind of. Vile snake, he calls me. Undisputable anti-Semitism. Not even debatable. No, I'm
The
kidding.
number 19, the 1900s, the century the Holocaust happened in.
I got questions, buddy.
Mm.
Vaush says, he's actually having a mental breakdown or does he normally do this? Well, both. Both. Sounds like this has always been Ethan saying he cracked gold with Steven Crowder, but man, okay, getting a little credit there. And some dubs in the chat. Frustrating, but it was cool being the only sane and normal person, I guess. Whew.
Oh,
boy.
Buddy.
boy.
that is so delusional.
Buddy,
help.
please.
He
Real.
should talk.
I guess. Whew.
Oh,
boy.
Buddy.
boy.
that is so delusional.
I like this one. This is a problem with being a debate lord.
Please,
help.
please.
He
Real.
should talk to a therapist.
Yeah.
He hasn't.
He's like,
Well, that's
fuck off.
kind of what I said. I like, bro, I mean, my advice was him was this: admit that you've done something wrong, and that you can go talk to a therapist about it and try to like actually address it. And then I think there's people that will forgive him and continue to watch him if he. But I mean, clearly there's a lot of people that actually like him the way he is,
Right.
which is what's blowing my fucking tits off. All right, this is all just whatever. He continues to fucking cry.
People want to hate you. They
Like this, don't talk sex with your audience, dude, is goofy. I do think Ethan mostly talks in bad faith because it's more about winning. I disagree. I've Ethan, sorry, I'm choking on my apple. I need a fucking eating protocol. Ethan consistently has like dog shit takes about like that specifically. Well, let me not be so mean. I consistently disagree with Ethan when it comes to just fundamentally like a creator engaging sexually with somebody in their audience. Like it's just a groupie thing as long as they're both consenting adults. The power dynamic can exist, but the existence of a power dynamic doesn't mean that it's instantaneously abusive. I like to think that he's had his heart in the right place because it can lead to something bad. But like you never hear him complain about groupies when it comes to any other type of celebrities, only internet people. You know, I think that sometimes he's a little too like I don't know, silly about it, a little too basic about it. He'll see this shit like with Andrew Callahan and stuff, and he'll be like, see, you should never engage with. It's like, no, I think that you can engage with your fans as long as you're both consenting adults. Not that big of a deal.
will. It's like just this is so much like victim. I don't know what to call it.
Yeah, he's
culture.
Yeah, I thought Ethan DMs he came across insanely snakish. So, oh my god, there's so much of it. Okay, I rescinded my invitation for Ethan to talk on my stream because after doing a completely unprompted, vile, dishonest character assassination for 2 hours, he was playing dumb DMs saying he was surprised. I thought he acted in bad faith and wanted me on his stream to provide my opinion. If you cared about my opinion when you reached out before, dude, you don't apply this logic to any debate you've ever had in your life. And then I checked his Insta story, and while he was doing this innocent routine in DMs, he was calling everyone defending me a pedo. I mean, yeah, I was been doing that for like 2 days straight. If you didn't see it, that's not my fault.
That's what I mean, though. He's just saying it because it's a popular thing to think. I don't necessarily think he's just come on this thought through his own thinking. I mean, maybe he just says it because it's pop. I don't know. Okay, I don't know.
It's boring. Yeah. So should I read the DMs? Does anyone care?
What? Maybe just, I mean,
let's move on because
why
there's so
don't
much.
you just show them so people who are interested could read it, but we don't have to like read through the
It's
whole
not a lot.
conversation, you know what I mean?
I feel like I can already understand how the conversation
We
went.
do need to
Just
be conscious
hearing
of
everything. I
time.
don't think we need to show it.
And there's so much still.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically, let's see. I just think it's funny how he characterizes some things in this, but okay, whatever. Let's move on. We have too much to cover. So now that I've covered all that background, let us, as he says, poison the well with fresh, natural, beautiful, purified spring water. Truth, by the way. So now I'm going to paint a picture in totality. Why do we say he is trying to excuse pedophilia? The people are demanding the DMs. I mean, again, I don't mind showing it. I just want it to be boring. I don't know. I mean,
that's why I'm saying to show them. People could pause and read it if you just show it. You don't have to like go through it all.
I don't think it's going to be that interesting. I just think the way he characterizes stuff is really fucking dumb. Also, he said, by the way, one of the DMs, Ethan can share the DMs if he wants. So he gave me permission.
Nice. Well, in that case, let's just fucking shoot them up.
So as you can see on Instagram, I'll try to blast through this. This is our first DM combo. Very first. Would you like to call in on Monday? I know the podcast guys had DM'd you, but I thought I'd message you directly. They sent me the DMs. I understand where you're coming from. It's pretty heated, although I genuinely don't know what or how my comments were bad faith. I'm being totally honest. I don't understand. And nobody will tell me what was bad faith about it. I just keep saying that. A person would be interested in that combo and do promise to keep a good faith and to give you space to talk. I mean, that seems perfectly genuine, right? No, am I doing you cute? Fucking
being straightforward.
That's it. He says heated implies mutual aggression. Okay, so that's not what I meant, bro.
It's such a debate, bro.
Yeah,
Exactly. I cannot stop debating. I want to debate. That's not the right word, brother.
Yeah, this is debated right off the bat. He implies mutual. It's just so annoying.
Aggression. Okay, so that's not what I meant, bro.
It's such a debate, bro.
Yeah,
I cannot stop debating. I want to debate.
It.
That's not the right word, brother. It's like, come on.
He says it's just a character assassination. It would be from your end of things, as if someone like Keemstar constructed a massive clip show out of every bad thing you had ever done, real or imagined, but exclusively from the people who you hate. The whole time pretending he'd unearthed this massive closeted pack full of skeletons, when really most of what he's waffling about is either imagined or long addressed.
It's just very clear. Like, obviously, calling somebody Keemstar is like a slur at this point. So let's be real. I mean, there's no one less credible. So it's just an attempt, in my opinion, from Vaush to be like, you're just like him, especially since Ethan and Keemstar have like a big history of just trying to like basically insult Ethan and trying to like provoke him emotionally. Like, you're just like him. It's like, oh, no, I'm not. You know?
You want it to be settled, but you know it's not settled. Your task in this is to convince everybody that it is settled, that it is all bad faith. And so far, you've done a pretty good job of convincing people in your audience and people who are fans of yours of that. But I'm here to tell you, you can stop the bullshit because it is not fucking settled by any means.
He's saying imagined or long addressed are two very different things. So one, the imagined, is he saying some of the stuff didn't happen?
Yes.
Because it's things he's saying, but he's not about. There's no like imagined.
He's saying anything about it. He's doing a spaghetti cannon, but his fans somehow are buying it.
Also, it has way more weight to it what he's said in the past. Now that he showed his fucking drawn child porn.
That's what everyone is missing.
Yeah, we saw the lolly, bro. We saw the lolly. We saw the lolly.
That's why we started talking about
you and your
lollipop, baby.
Take a fucking hike. The Lollipop Guild.
It's so frustrating, dude. It's not just regurgitating old drama. It's like,
new content.
We saw you have child
Can I give an analogy? There's this hotshot detective. He's put away hundreds of cases. He's the best detective of all in LAPD history. Turns out, in one of the cases, they discovered he tampered with evidence. Then all of a sudden,
jeez,
those cases that were slam dunks where he put people away, and all of a sudden,
yeah, then everybody's gonna start looking into them because they're gonna see that, like that one little bit of him tampering, even if it was only once, is gonna draw some kind of a criticism or going to cause people to like question whether everything else has been in contact with falsified evidence. Sure,
they don't look quite the same. You have to re-look at it.
Yeah,
that's what's happening, Vaush. Right. We're re-looking at it, and we don't like what we see.
Damn,
thank you,
dude.
I said I have no reason to assassinate your character. Again, he never explained why would I do that? You call my audience pedophiles. You call people defending me pedophiles. It's ridiculous, per ham content, no drama, slut. This part pissed me off because I was like, bro, don't act above any of that shit. You routinely do the same thing. You cannot high road me on this shit. Like, you are a shit stir. You talk shit. You say horrible things about people. Now all of a sudden you're gonna be like, no, I'm not gonna debate you because you know, I'm above all this. No, you're not. You're fucking not. But,
true.
By the way, based. I don't know. Okay. That's what they say, right? Apparently,
I wonder if this direction for Ethan is like a good direction or not. Like going, I don't know. You know, it's weird. I feel because I thought Ethan wanted to like go further and further into like more mainstream, and this is like very niche online like shit. So I wonder if this is like a good direction for him, or if in the long term this is actually going to be negative for him. I don't know.
Let's cut off. Apparently, though, I don't see this myself. You condescended me for thinking we were on good terms. Again, he didn't watch it. He makes that very clear. I did not watch any of it, which makes me wonder, curious, how can he be so sure everything's in bad faith? For example, his characterization of this is completely inaccurate. He says, you condescended to me for thinking we were on good terms. You can't blame me for that misconception. All of our previous interactions were pretty positive. I didn't condescend him. In the video, he goes, oh yeah, Ethan reacted like this. Like, I would ever be friends with that pedo. It's absolutely not in any way. I said, I was surprised that you thought that we were friends. He said, we're friends. I mean, that's all. So we spoke.
Yeah, I mean, what is a friend to somebody? A friend to me is somebody more than, Jesus, I'm like repeating myself. I'm tired. A friend to me is more than just, hey, I know you or I've interacted with you once, you know?
Briefly twice in DM as far as I can recall. Maybe I'm misremembering. Again, I'm trying to be charitable, but that's all we talked. Look, I don't blame anyone for being suspicious of me. There are a lot of people out there who hate me, and I also have a tendency to put my foot in my mouth. I definitely don't. He put in other things. I'm not going to go there. I definitely don't make things easy for people who want to defend me. I didn't condescend you. I just expressed surprise at the sentiment. Said you're a smart guy, talented speaker, funny, I'm a fan of your content. I said that several times. Did I say that several times? Yes. Thank you.
You think the niche online is just getting more mainstream? I guess that makes sense.
He says, but right now, as poisoned wells and bad face smears go, your show is actually...
What?
The well is poisoned. You didn't watch it?
Right now.
You didn't watch it. You didn't watch it. You got to go to that well, and you'll find it is purified, gorgeous, Martin-approved spring water.
Martin would definitely drink from this well.
It's got the minerals per. It's got all kinds of good.
What's the?
Parts per, yeah, it's bomb. He says, it's an effort at character assassination that any weirdo Nazi or Keemstar type has been in the past. Again, another typical execution of this excuse that like, oh well, Nazis and Keemstar said it, so clearly anyone else who shares this opinion is a Nazi or Keemstar. We are so far from good faith to expect it. Thank you, Keem. So differently when I go on would be ridiculous. I literally have no clue how you can call it bad faith. That's why I think there's a conflict to be had. I'm being totally honest here. You know what I mean? We tried to look at the full concept of everything and give thoughtful responses. I don't dwell in the same internet space as you, so perhaps I'm missing or missing.
Bro, I wouldn't even had this conversation. I don't have like long DMs with people anymore. I would just be like, okay. I'd be like, you can come on if you want. Then when they said something, I'd say, okay, like you can come on if you want. Like I'm not gonna have a conversation with you in a fucking DM. I have better things to do. And literally, when I say that, I mean just doing nothing is better than that. You know,
understanding something. Ethan, if you were a fan of my content or whatever, don't you think the appropriate time to get my perspective on this would have been sometime before the surprise 2-hour mega?
It's probably in the next.
Yeah, here. Mega segment where you react to everything people who hate me have ever compiled to try to smear me. Don't you think your order of events is off? There's new info though.
No, but also it's not like that. It's not like you're close friends and you're gonna be like, hey, what's going on?
And also, we didn't just show the compilation that was going around on Twitter. We found the actual links to the original streams and shared those.
That's what really when I saw that, I was like, oh my god.
Yeah. Everyone here spent a lot of time hunting down every single clip, original like VODs. I'm like, what? Just so frustrating.
And before the show, I'm like, am I fucking missing something? Because this is just making it worse. I asked Dan if he could check the most recent ones I found because I'm like, am I just stupid? Like this seems worse. And
it's all so bad. He continues, and you've attacked my community and other streamers. Oh, gasp. You've attacked my community. Now all of a sudden,
streamers? You're coming for streamers?
Exactly. He's this principled gentleman. Nobody attacks my community and then asks to debate me. Lollipops. Nobody. He calls us a lollipop. Now come, children, gather around me.
Stroking as hard and fast as we can.
I'm only sensing a desire for more content and environment which has been constructed to deny me the ability to be taken seriously. I mean, okay. Not sure how me saying I've enjoyed some of your videos suggests I owe you anything like that. Even your language here is dishonest. It's not a matter of owing me anything. If you cared about my opinion on any of this, you would have sought it before doing a big surprise character assassination. That's just not how I would characterize that at all. I understand where you're coming from personally. I think
it's like such a victim complex. It's just so boring. Honestly, I just think that it's just another angle for Vaush to play because he's got nothing left.
It would be a good combo because I promise you, I don't understand what was bad faith about my criticism, but I'm absolutely open to hearing you out. Do I think he's going to convince me? No, but I'll hear him because I've heard everything he has to say. Obviously, the stuff we talked about is pretty heavy. I think you should have an opportunity to respond to our audience and give additional context, but it's up to you. Obviously, I understand either way. You didn't care about my opinion then, nor do you now, but your numbers were good during the segment. No, again, they were average.
That's so annoying.
They were average, really? I thought that they were pretty good.
We'd get way more views if we like juiced some kind of a like Taylor Swift's thing, like the Super Bowl today. I mean, come on, dude.
Evo.
Yeah,
You're dying to know what's going on.
We put off Bevo, third girlfriend in the week, man.
We have so many Bevo updates. Like I can't wait to tell you guys.
If you are
all right, Bevo's probably not going to do as well as Vaush, to be honest with you, but because there's no real Bevo update. Here's the update on Bevo. He's fabricating scenarios.
Fool for thinking otherwise.
Yeah, and to be honest, I couldn't even post any clips on TikTok because any like stuff with P word or whatever. I didn't post a singular clip from that episode because I can't.
So he actually owes us money.
Yeah, it's counterintuitive to say something like that. We've had less on average views on all platforms. Okay, it's big frustration.
Oh, are we getting lots of
Oh, I guess they mean they couldn't really put a whole lot of it on like TikTok or something.
Subs and stuff for my money suit?
Yeah, we've done quite a bit.
Let's go, guys. Fund my money suit. Become stunt on these haters. I'm going to fill my money suit with $100 bills. And let
me get Francisco Callavela? That's the name, right?
Money.
We're doing 50?
No money.
No money. No money.
Somebody named Deb Jeski donated $50 and said, I'm a lawyer. Fun fact, possession of lolicon is illegal in the U.S. per federal law.
Oh no. Vaush, you doing it illegal.
Happy to write up a legal explainer. Shout out to Cam from Salem, Massachusetts. Shout out to Salem.
That's crazy. Is that really illegal? Okay, cool. Good. I thought somebody said it wasn't before. They were like, do you think it should be illegal? I thought that insinuated that it wasn't.
I just spotted a lollipop in our midst. McCoy gave $20. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'll put that to the money suit. Hi, then please consider going over the latest video providing context, even if off stream. I love and watch both of you, but I'm in pain that there's a lack of necessary context. Addressing the allegations. I've seen that video, man. Have you? Okay, you know what? I'm going to do something. I'm going to pull up all that shit. It's all coming. I wasn't kidding when I said I have so much to talk about. I mean, it's insane. Actually, but McCoy, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Listen, I don't hate you, but I do wonder how the fuck it's possible that you're still defending him. But okay, blah blah blah, yada yada yada. I said, with all due respect, we spoke briefly in Twitter DM twice. That is not what I would consider camaraderie. I talk about a lot of things and people. I've rubbed shoulders with a lot of people online. There are some people I would approach privately to discuss something like this. But just being honest, our relationship is nowhere close to that. I'm not being dishonest.
It's true. That's funny. Good for him.
You're not even acting like you believe the things you said.
What?
If you actually cared about the gravity of your...
I'm sure that's not true. Yeah, well, is it not true? I guess
accusations against me. You wouldn't be pussyfooting around with this language. You'd be condemning me. Remember he said that.
I don't understand.
Remember he said that.
He wants to come have a conversation, and you're showing him that this could be a polite, civil conversation. What does he want?
So to prove that I genuinely believe what I'm saying, I need to be condemning him. I was just speechless. I just said, what? Your tone doesn't match the claim. I don't know whether or not you believe you lie, but unfortunately, it seems I've always had a bad read on your thoughts and feelings. Nothing new is under the sun. Well, the horse stuff and the lolly is. This has all been discussed on my channel openly. I welcome scrutiny, and I'm already heard.
Lolly is not only legal in Japan, it's pretty common, but has been controversial. So the question is whether possession of lolicon in the United States is legal. The answer is no. As a result of the Protect Act of 2003, lolicon meets the federal criteria for CP. Okay. I don't know. I guess what I read.
Hurt by these lies. I won't let you benefit from dishonesty twice. If you'd like to come on and talk about it, you may do so on my stream. I don't expect you to accept. I was like, I accept. I don't expect you to accept, and that's totally okay. I'm not entitled to your time or good faith. I accept. Oh shit. All right. Well, hold on. Oh, I just saw your stories. Now I realize you're actually a meanie. So I rescind, dork. I said, what's the difference between your and my stream? I'll go on your stream if you want to host it. I really don't know what you expect. I need to be shouting at you and calling you a pedo in a private DM where we're trying to build a bridge for you to believe what I'm saying. I included build a bridge for you guys just as a little nod if it came up. I'm trying to keep my mind open and be receptive to you. Why would I be screaming and belligerent? You said you didn't watch the episode. I'd like to know how you can say it's bad faith without watching it. And then he goes, Jesus Christ, dude, I just checked your stories.
Yeah, right.
Is he talking about Jesus? Because he did post Jesus.
True. Yeah, Jesus Christ. I just saw him. He's super hot. You're trying to balance this. Do I say that right? Uwu?
Uwu.
Does it look like something or is it a sound? Oh.
No, it's a face.
I think it's a face.
Yeah, it's a face.
What? I thought it was a sound.
Eye and your nose being like kind of shriveled like this. Cute, whatever.
You're trying to balance this ooh-woo. I didn't know. Dude, did Vaush unironically use the term ooh-woo in a heated conversation? What the fuck, dude? Dude, there's no way that you have never... Oh, wow. Dude, that's just so weird. He said ooh-woo. That's like if I referenced to Skibbity Toilet amongst my friend group. Like, you realize how fucking weird and terminally online that is, right? It's such a... Dude, you're like a child having a conversation with Ethan. That's so weird.
Yeah. Right? Am I crazy?
No, that's what I thought it was too.
But it's
I would have thought it was like just doing like a little noise like that.
No, it's a cute emoji.
It's both?
It's transcendent. I think the sound came after here. Okay. The sound came after.
This is a good episode. I can tell because Dan's eating chips.
There you go.
Salt and vinegars. Oh, that's it. Okay.
Yeah.
This is me. Did I strike this tone in your guys' opinion?
Not at all.
But okay, so he goes, you're trying to balance this you. I didn't know it was bad faith. Compile a giant clip show attacking and call you and come on my show and tell me why. Well, dude, don't do the child talk. Now's not the time or place for that. You know what I mean?
True.
Well, after continuing that disingenuous shit posting on your story, which by the way, I've been doing for like 48 hours straight.
Yeah, that's so funny.
I assumed that he had seen everything there. And he may well have. I'm so curious about your perspective, which is why I only asked for it after the character assassination. You're not owed the chance to offer explanations or context before the assassination. Good lord. No, I think not. You're free to say I pussied out or whatever. You definitely pussied out. I mean, that's just the fact. Yeah, that's just, you know what I mean?
No context needed.
But for what it's worth, I don't think I'll ever believe you didn't believe you were lying this entire time.
It's very formal, the way he's writing.
Yeah. On that pussy jacket.
No,
ooh-woo.
No comma, period.
Yeah. If anyone wants context, these lies have been challenged and pulled apart a billion times on my channel. Just as disingenuous attacks against you have been on yours. Right. Okay. Sure. We're the same. Me and you, buddy. Dude, you said fucked up things. Why do you care that I have lolly CP drawings?
Yeah.
Bro, what are we talking about? So at this point, he says, if you believe what you said, you would be condemning me. And now, at this point, I can tell the conversation's done. And I'm annoyed because he keeps calling me a fucking liar and I'm in bad faith and he's not explaining. So he's being a little bitch.
Well, yeah, he's never had any intention of talking to Ethan, which I'm surprised. I figured it would have given him I figured he would have jumped at the opportunity to like have this conversation with Ethan. For some kind of like notoriety. It's surprising that he's not doing it. It's weird, actually.
And so I said, sorry that you think I'm lying, but I saw the shit in that folder. It's vile. It's absolutely lolly. That girl looks 13 and sucking off a horse. You need help, man. What? You keep trying to defend the shit you said and cry this out of context, but it's not. And there's piles and piles more of it that further reinforces everything. Seek help, bro, please. It's genuinely not normally looking at that shit. Specifically the super young girl stuff. Point to me one lie I told. You haven't. And then he stopped responding to me. But what's interesting is in response to this, he goes, oh yeah, well then he actually started being a dick and doing this bullshit. It's like, that's what he wants it both ways. I need to be a dick and condemn him, or I need to be polite and receptive. It's like, shut the fuck up.
Somehow this was so snaky, cartoonish like.
But also this.
But also.
Imagine a snaky version of this if you could. This is me during this combo. Well, I don't know. I feel like I carried myself.
I think you were professional. You were polite.
Yeah.
Ooh woo.
You were not harsh when you could have been.
And frankly, the last message was like, okay, well, I have an opportunity to just tell this guy what I think, and I'll do that. You know, and so we did. And you know, like usually Olivia or someone will invite people on the socials, but I thought to myself, I'm gonna reach out to him and talk to him directly and see if we can, you know. But that's not what happened.
Yeah.
So now that we've gotten all that shit, we got our ooh-yoos out of the way.
Hey, where's the invitation to have a conversation with Abbott and Preach, dude? Come on. I want to see that conversation. Is it because Vaush is white?
Now let's look at his. Okay, I put together what I consider to be the Iron Claw. This is, you cannot escape.
The Iron Claw? What the hell is this?
This body of evidence that I'm about to provide. There's a few clips from yesterday, or Friday's show, which I'm going to include. It's just 1 minute so that we have it all together. After I show this refresher, I've got tons of clips that I'm going to show you that I have not seen and that we did not talk about on Friday's episode. And I personally don't believe any reasonable person can walk away from this drawing any other conclusion that this guy has a not innocent curiosity and interest in child.
P-word.
Oh, jeez. He's going nuclear on Vaush right here. He's about to go nuclear, dude. Let's see what we got here.
Keyword, drawn or otherwise.
Let me know, because I got fucking files on top of files to swing back at.
So that's a huge statement. So let's just watch and listen. So here is a brief retelling from yesterday. It's just 1 minute long. There's some great ones in here, so I didn't want to go without them. This is from the YouTube Police Department.
I think that
we showed this yesterday, but one more time.
consuming child porn be legal? I think that would be, yes, more legal and more ethically consistent. Yes, 100%. Listen very carefully to the exact language that I used. I have yet to hear a convincing moral or legal argument as to why possession of child pornography should be legal. The argument that I was making, and I've made this argument a bunch of times. And
I'm looking to sound bored. I'm not really bored. I'm just listening. There's not like a whole lot to say. They keep talking about their favorite fucking salt and vinegar chips, you know?
Funny, in this video, he shows the context. The guy shows the context that he keeps saying they didn't show. He goes, I was just saying that cobalt farming is fucked up too.
Address this poorly made argument a bunch of times here.
That's probably what he was trying to say, but I think he wanted to make sure it was spicy so people on Twitter would listen. So he made, instead of just making it like a, hey, child slavery is bad, it was like a, hey, child porn is good take.
Why is the possession of child pornography immoral? People are inconsistent in...
That's not what you said, bitch. You said why it's not immoral. And now you're saying why it's immoral. You changed your story, motherfucker.
Their moral outrage at commodities which hurt people when they're produced. So people will laugh off cocoa butter or chocolate or, or cobalt or other, products that we tend to get through a really, really unethical system. But then they're really, really quick to denounce child. Now, you'll...
Yeah, we talked about this in great detail yesterday. It's just so dumb. Like, this man thinks he's like this incredible debater. I guess if you're trying to defend CP, I guess that's probably as good of a defense as you can mount. It's not an easy position to take. But clearly, the production of commodities like cobalt and
I mean, you could argue that he's just dog whistling. So
cocoa butter can exist without the exploitation of children or people. It can be made humanely. It can be, and it is.
He said tends to be.
There's no humane CP, although he suggests there is, which is another problem.
Sure does.
Never be able to find a clip of me saying that I think it's good to have child porn.
Should consuming child porn be legal?
Yes, 100%.
Please, right now, uncuck your dumb shit, live cuck fucking SJW brains, and recognize this empirically correct fact that I'm about to spit. It is possible for an adult and a child to have a sexual relationship and for it to have positive outcomes.
Now, Vaush,
child as well.
Now, Vaush.
Oh my God! Like I said, guys, you molest a child in exchange, they get free candy. That's what Vaush is talking about, dude. So really, those vans pulling up say free candy on the side. That's the positive outcome for the child, as long as they get the candy. If they don't get the candy, then we have a problem. But as long as they're going to give the kid candy, you know, because it might be good for the kid's self-esteem. Wow, this all grown up. Okay, I can't keep going with this. This is fucking disgusting. Yeah, come on, man. I don't. Even if you had a point there, which I don't think that you do. That's not how you would say it. You wouldn't be as provocative as possible. Like it's just an attempt to be so fucking edgy. Like it's just. Okay.
I've been looking for the context of that one. If somebody has it, please send it, because I don't know where that could possibly go, other than being like, psych. So there we go. We're caught up on yesterday. Now, buckle up. You guys ready? Here, I'm going to give you the strongest 1-2 punch combo I've ever done on anybody on the internet. Here's clip 1.
Right now, we've all jerked it to lolly at some point or another. We've all.
Okay.
Well, you don't have a penis. We have at some point in our lives been going fucking crazy on some hentai site, and we've been fucking stroking as hard and fast as we can, and then after we nut, we go back, look over our history chat, and we go like, oh jeez, oh boy. Some of these girls look pretty young. Okay.
Why are you looking over your history though? Just put an incognito tab, brother.
I don't give a fuck. All right.
No, we haven't.
Why is this man so shocked that you are...
Wow, this guy's so relatable, dude. What's his name? Vaush? Let me go subscribe to him right now.
speaking about him?
I don't know.
That's what I don't get. I feel like I'm being gaslit by a bunch of pedophiles.
You're being gaslit 1,000,000%.
Like, dude, what the fuck?
These are the boldest
Oh, shut up, Olivia. You don't have a penis. You wouldn't understand.
statements I've ever heard, and I can't believe it. I can't believe this audience didn't push back more.
Do you agree, though?
This is
I
so
agree.
crazy.
It's disturbing. It's
Yeah, I'm
disturbing.
happy we're talking about it.
Thank you. Me too. Because I mean, hell, what the hell is this shit? You know, these people are just living out in the open in the daylight.
Mhm.
They're just out there being there fucked up. No, not on my watch. No more daylight. Or more daylight. That was the
More
analogy in the
light.
beginning.
We need more light.
Yeah.
He makes the active choice to defend CP or to defend the philosophy of CP. So you 1,000,000% have the ability to speak on your platform.
No, but that's not what he was doing. He was saying
Right.
cobalt's bad.
Right, cobalt. We were trying to make a bigger
He was
point.
saying capitalism bad.
Capitalism's
Yeah,
bad.
Capitalism
Yes.
bad.
Right.
Yes.
I take it all back.
Go on. So I mean, this clip is pretty stunning.
Do we not? We go back, look over our history chat.
We have not.
Oh,
That's a
geez.
you experience, brother.
Oh boy. Some of these girls look pretty young. Okay, I don't give a fuck. All right.
Okay, so that's Vaush, and now that's the one punch.
Yeah.
Okay, now here's the two punch.
The One Punch Man.
What do you guys make of this?
You know what's funny is that I think I would imagine that was Vaush's attempt at trying to be funny. Guy's just not funny. Like, I don't understand. It's like, he's just not funny, dude.
So he says, I've jerked off to Lolly, basically, and I've gone back and seen, like, wow, those girls look young. Now, let's listen to this one, and tell me how much room for doubt is left. Go ahead.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Unmute.
Unmute your cut lip ears.
Oh, good. Mr. Girl. Mr. Girl is a disgusting piece of shit.
Nice. Okay. Next question. Simulated child porn lolly stuff.
I think it's pretty sussy.
Good.
I think that if you have an interest in that sort of stuff, you should definitely be checking yourselves to why. You know, like the thing that really bothers me about this shit, apart from the fact that anytime you want to look at like hentai on a hentai site, you have to like negate the tag lolly and thus 50% of the site's content. The thing that bothers me is people who pretend there's no relationship whatsoever between like drawn lolly shit and actual attraction to children. Because of course there's a relationship. That's ridiculous. For
Vaush, you fucking played yourself, dude. Oh my god, dude. Oh my.
From me.
Okay.
That's the end.
Okay.
That's it.
I mean, he's right.
That's
Therefore,
right.
he just did like a transfer property. Therefore, I want to fuck kids. Like, it's like a clean equation.
Damn.
He says, I watch Lolly, and people who watch Lolly want to fuck kids.
The thing that bothers me is
Run
people
back.
who pretend there's no
Run back.
relationship whatsoever between like drawn lolly shit and actual attraction to children. Because of course there's a relationship. That's ridiculous.
Obvious.
Otherwise. So they need to be aware of that, if anything.
Are you saying that based on?
Yeah, he's actually debating. I think this guy's actually and a confessed, self-proclaimed pedophile. So he thought, I'm going to engage in a
Yeah, he's definitely a fucking abusive piece of shit to his girlfriend now.
debate in great faith and good fun with this man. But Ethan, no. He's gone too far.
Right.
The
Very
whole thing is
interesting.
just total bullshit. There's no fucking high road. You debate people you disagree with all the time.
Well, evidently he doesn't disagree with this guy.
True. Not much of a debate, I guess. So that's the one, too.
Okay.
But now, there's more. Listen to this take and tell me what you think.
What age android girl do you think?
I'm sorry if I maligned the
What age android girl?
last guy. I think I was misspeaking. I think it was this guy.
Oh,
but I don't know.
that's
Maybe do you have details?
Ethan,
Not at his desk.
That is the last guy.
I'm not sure.
What?
you just accused a person of being a pedo when they weren't.
Mr. Girl is a fucking disgusting piece of shit. So
Might have been. It was one of these guys.
oops.
No, he might have been. It was one of these guys.
You just aren't sure which one.
Somebody told me.
Wasn't Mr. Girl the one that called Q's a great movie? Yeah, he was trying to be provocative. He's got the Vaush in him where he's just trying to get attention, so he says provocative shit.
But I don't know. I'm making that clear.
He's like actually confirmed abusive to it, emotionally and physically abusive to like his fucking partners. So
Look like the same person. I didn't even
If
know
it's the same person, then I'm in. I'm good.
pretty sure he's like laughed about how he might have raped the girl too. So he's a disgusting person. He was one of Destiny's friends for a while. Destiny, you idiot! Why the fuck are you making friends with these losers?
I thought it was, but yeah, let me find out.
But I mean, listen, I'm not talking about this guy. If it's not him, he has done it. Listen, we love him. I don't know anything about him.
Yeah,
Let's fact check that. And while I'm loving him,
The average American man would be most attracted to. Which hypothetical strip club would be the most crowded if they all open tomorrow?
I think it would be
Do you
someone.
know, wait.
It's the same guy.
Hold on, this guy, it is? Because I'm 100% right. And he proves it in this clip.
Okay. Let's just keep watching.
So the question is, let me start it over. I don't want you guys to miss a second of it.
People in chat are
Age
saying it's the same
android
guy.
girl.
Okay, good.
Do you think
I'm good. I'm good.
the average American man would be most attracted to? Which hypothetical strip club would be the most crowded if they all open tomorrow?
I think it would be
Do you
somewhere
want
from
to answer
14.
the question?
No, I think it'd be somewhere from 14 to 17. I don't
Which
think
one?
we
This
chose.
motherfucker.
Okay.
So like here's the thing. I disagree with that. Here's what I'll say. I would say without any socialization, older men might be attracted to like younger girls like from that in that range. I don't know though. But America, we socialize people against that behavior, right? Like I don't know, in like fucking Viking times where they went around raping everything that was like that was able to conceive a child. Like, yeah, maybe that's true. So if you said like a man that wasn't socialized to obviously understand that a child can't consent and they're just a child and like that is bad, rape is bad. Maybe that's true, but I don't think the average American man is going around going like, I'm really attracted to 14 to 17-year-olds. Like maybe in fucking Viking times or something. This is what I'm talking about. It's like this pseudo-intellectual bullshit. Like if it was more acceptable in our society to sleep with kids, then like, yeah, you would expect the more adults maybe to be attracted to kids. That's possible. But to say like, I think the average American man, who? What are you talking about? Like, that's weird. I don't think the average American man's thinking about 14 to 17-year-old girls. And the second they found out, and even if the girl was like 17, it looked like she was 25. The second that, I would like to believe at least, the second that he found out that it was like fucking 17, they'd be like, oh, no, thank you. You know, I just don't believe this argument.
Okay. Wants to fuck 14-year-olds.
Okay.
That is a child.
It's 14. Well, he would say he's saying that most Americans would. He's projecting it onto society.
There's no way that's true. He's obviously representing his own
It's telling.
desires. There's no fucking way the majority of men walking around wanting to see 14-year-olds strip. That's disgusting, bro.
Even as a 14-year-old, you could ask me what my ideal girl is, and I would think an older woman.
Right.
So I
Right.
did-
Right.
that's why-
Right.
Yeah, when I was 14, I wanted to fuck my teacher, Miss Dorsa. Dude, I'm never going to give it up.
Very
Dude.
good point.
It's crazy to
I can't
say.
imagine somebody saying 14.
Well, I don't know what sex was back then, really. I was not very, like, understanding, so.
14 or
That's
17.
disgusting.
He only said 17. Well, 17 is bad too, but
Mhm.
he's like, listen, when by the time you're mid-20s, you're damaged goods.
So gross.
But okay, so here's the next guy's response.
It's a big
I have
difference.
no idea, and I couldn't even begin to think by which categories I would separate them. Do you have a number?
I think it's 15.
So his friend here says, I'll be more specific. It's 15. So,
Higher than Vaush.
well, higher and
Well,
lower.
Like a mean. Right?
But if he says that he's saying I want to fuck 15-year-olds, kind of. That's, I mean, I'm good, right, with what I said?
I don't think that he's saying I want to fuck 15-year-olds. I think that he thinks that like, the average American man wants to fuck or is sexually attracted to 14 to 17-year-olds. I don't know if that's true. I don't think that that's true. But what do you? Can you cite your source there, Vaush? Cite your source, please.
I'm seeing the dude introduce himself in a debate by saying his YouTube was banned for CP and he wanted to discuss it.
Yeah, baby.
And Vaush talked to him for 90 minutes.
See, I know what I'm talking about. You guys got shit on me.
What?
But Vaush is like, let's get on with the guy who got banned for promoting CP. That'll be a great conversation. Oh, but fuck, Ethan, he was mean to my community. Right, buddy. That's why you don't want to do it. So he says the average American man wants to fuck 14 to 17-year-olds. And then he also says, an interesting take.
Boy.
Another one that I just don't know where the fuck.
Well,
Yeah, Dan says he's left this quarter, which is kind of interesting.
Because most men are interested in women in their 20s, adolescent boys are generally sexually interested in women somewhat older than them. Older men also display an interest in women of their own age. However, what does he talk about? This makes more sense. Men prefer women in their 20s. What is he referring to when he's just like fucking 14 to 17? I don't know. I just don't know.
It's so funny.
At least their voices. They play the oh boy that you keep playing.
Oh boy.
Doesn't Court have one that's
Oh boy.
like exactly
I'm
the
gonna
same
goon.
thing?
I think it's okay.
Right. Oh, okay.
Oh boy.
Here's another one.
Goon.
You okay? There are. We have a lot.
Okay, play them both.
Okay.
That's quartering.
Okay.
And then the other one.
Oh boy.
What is happening right
Oh,
now?
telling ya!
Oh, boy.
It's like the
The same
same.
dude.
I
Holy
thought it was
shit.
quartering, honestly.
Okay. Okay.
Holy shit.
No,
I thought that the other guy was the quartering.
that's the tonal difference. He quartering's up and then Vaush is down.
Okay.
Maybe we could do
Okay.
Maybe they can harmonize.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh my god, that's amazing. Go ahead, Vaush. You know it's gonna be spicy, but he's hesitating. You see this? He's like, ooh, should I say it?
Take a while. You okay? There are. We have a lot. How do I put this? Does anyone else get the feeling that like men, at least in the West, are kind of like taught to be kind of a little pedophile-y a little bit with how?
Excuse me.
What? I feel like in the West, men are taught to be the opposite of pedophilia. Our age of consents are higher than most of the other. I mean, not most of, but like a lot of other ones. What?
I've never thought that, but
No.
I don't think so. I think in the
Taught to be
West, it's
pedophile?
generally
What's
the
his
opposite.
argument
I think
there?
it's known in Japanese culture that it's very more pedo-y. But
True. Very true, Ethan. Thank you.
Western culture, is there some? I never got that impression.
Me neither.
I mean, you can
I
provide
didn't
it,
either. I mean, give me an example, I guess.
Well, Dan.
Well, the thing that's got me, I mean, we do have like an entire generation of people that were raised on the Disney Channel that was being run by this pedophile guy and all these young girls
Yeah, I don't think it's the same thing, but okay.
that have been sexualized
Those would be okay.
when they all abuse drugs and turn out with all kinds of problems and everything. I think that there is, at least, but that's the reason I
What the fuck are you talking about? I mean, I listen. I've watched Nickelodeon. I never got the sexual stuff. I know he's talking about like there was some weird shit backstage. I don't think that was communicated to people though.
then like speaking up, it says like
But,
Western
okay.
civilization. It's like that's such a stupid fucking term. First of all, it's like what does that
I mean, I think it's more of just Vaush is like West bed kind of a thing. Not as bad as Hassan is, but
really encompass? Are we talking about? I guess I'm just thinking more like American culture. Sure, there is like some weird shit there, but like you said, I mean, all the lolly stuff in Japan is quite a bit more overt than anything we get in mainstream American culture.
Well, I mean, you look at England, you look at the proliferation of like Jimmy Savile. I guess
That's what I'm
Western-
saying. Is it's like yeah,
All right, let's see. Well, let's see. He'll explain.
and not to mention the entire country of France.
All pedos.
true.
Sometimes a baguette is not a baguette.
Don't ruin baguette for us.
Wasn't the movie Cuties out of France? Wasn't that a French
Oh,
movie?
people say Nickelodeon. Right, Dan Schneider was Nickelodeon, but all the Disney Channel kids, it's just I don't
No,
know.
they all turned out fine.
Yeah, they all turned out great.
They're good.
But what's that? I don't think they're baiting adults to want to fuck the.
Yeah, I think that's just more creepy.
He's saying it's taught in society.
Yeah, he's saying it's taught.
I missed
I
that.
want to hear the
Yeah, it's cool.
argument.
Right. Yeah, taught specifically?
Yeah.
No, but like fetishizes young girls and stuff. I mean, I think you'd be lying if you said that.
I mean, there's
American
some,
doesn't do that.
but I don't. Okay, I don't know. I'm not here to defend Western civilization. I just don't think that that's like a prominent feature of our culture.
All I know is when I first had a phone, I looked up J-Lo sexy.
Damn, boy.
I wasn't looking up girls my age.
I feel like he's that's not what he's saying though. That
Maybe not. Maybe not.
He's just
It's
trying to
like
justify himself going
Western
up to be a fucking
civilization.
weirdo.
Yeah, and yeah, Western civilization is like
Bro, just let him fucking explain himself.
not a concrete thing.
It's not my fault.
What are we really?
It's not my fault. I like this shit.
Yeah, he's just like, oh, I was just
Society's
taught this
fault.
when growing up. It's not my fault, dude. Come on.
I mean, it might not be. Maybe he was abused. I don't know.
It's not your fault.
We don't shoot. Like, I don't think anyone will.
It's crazy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Okay. Okay.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Play the.
Okay. Okay.
Play the air. Play the fog.
Oh boy.
Bro, what is? It's like a fucking acid trip. What the fuck is happening right now?
Sounds like the fog.
I'm confused about like what is it? Or just
Wow.
to-
Jesus
Well,
Christ.
for that feeling
I just want to. I gotta get to it.
It's only like 100%
whatever. Don't give him a shout out.
P1000.
Go ahead, Vaush.
fetishizing young girls. Does anyone else kind of get that feeling a little bit, just a smidge possibly? Not like every guy's a
Anyone?
pedophile, and I don't believe that. But like the way we hyper fetishize youth for girls is like really weird.
Do we do that?
I don't
Maybe not. Listen, obviously, when it comes to beauty standards, women are more encouraged to look younger and maintain, like, I guess, some kind of a youthfulness. But that doesn't mean that they're trying to maintain the youthfulness of a fucking child. Like, women who don't want to have like crow's feet or whatever on their face doesn't mean that they want to look like a 14-year-old. It means that they want to maintain like I would say like in their 20s. So just because they want to maintain youthfulness doesn't mean they want to maintain like child youthfulness. So no, I don't think so.
I don't feel that way in the way, not like he's describing.
Who's we?
Not it.
I'm not even trying to be like contrary. I have no idea what he's talking about.
It's like really infantilization. Yeah. I'm not talking like a kink thing or anything. Like if you're doing some weird diaper play, have fun. Okay. No, but what I mean is like
Don't have fun. Actually, get help.
in every aspect of our depiction of sexual relations between men and women, we almost always associate youth with desirability when it comes to women. But not just
Yeah, we do. That doesn't mean that youth is trying to be a child. Okay.
youth like
Hold on, he's saying two different things.
Yeah.
He's saying, oh yeah, men want younger women instead of older women. Versus, do you think everyone's taught to be a pedophile?
Right.
We're talking about adults when you say that. When you say
It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that none of them understand. Vaush's argument, in my opinion, is dog shit, but none of them even understand the argument. So it's like, they're just like, okay, I don't know.
Younger is better. We're not talking about 8-year-olds in that conversation. We never had it.
Sure.
As far as I was aware, we
yeah,
weren't.
yeah, sure.
If you're talking
Earlier than
about,
like 40.
I agree. Sure.
the beauty standards that are expected of women, that's another conversation.
That's not pedophilia.
Right, it's not. So I
could
don't,
talk about,
I don't feel like that's what he's talking
He's
about.
probably going to go into like the hairlessness aspect too. It's like, see, kids are hairless. It's like, I guess so. Okay. And you know what? You cut off my foreskin. Give it back.
You could talk about like unfair beauty standards or expectations.
It feels like he's trying to build a bridge between these two islands of thought, and that is where he loses us. And I think he doesn't realize that.
Absolutely. And it's his continued persistence on these topics.
You know, because
it's pseudo-intellectual bullshit.
People before, I'd say like people like 20 to 40 are all like in a pretty conventionally attractive range. Sometimes beyond that, depending on, you know, a variety of things. But like the girls are never like 35 or 40. They're always 18.
And what?
In what?
Yeah, what?
They're always 18. You're just saying that because you're 40? I'm 26.
But then why did he say...
He's talking about porn? Like, I don't understand.
Again, he's not making any sense because he goes, does anyone feel like we're all pedophiles? No? Well, don't you feel like they're trying to make us want to fuck 18-year-olds? Oh, you know the goalpost. Why don't fuck 18-year-olds not a pedophile, buddy? Nice try. Moving on. Here is him on his Discord that I was telling you.
Is that like Ethan's dog or a soundbite?
Just a hornet's net of disgusting freak shit. He said in his
People
Discord...
were saying, what was that poll saying in the video you had? Because he had a poll.
Can you check, maybe? Oh, it's from Destiny's Discord. By the way, Vaush was such a pervert. He was a fan of Destiny.
Okay.
And Destiny had to ban him from his Discord because of the amount of times people were saying that he was sexually harassing them.
Oh.
He actually is going to bring it up. This is fucking good. That's funny.
And Destiny had to ban him.
Boy.
And that is when, you know what's crazy? That's when Vaush went and formed his own community. Like people were like, yeah, I'm going with him.
Oh.
I'm going with the sexual harassment guy.
What a great origin story.
It is, yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, boy.
So he said, they're talking about sex bots. Well, wait, if the sex bot is just a toy, then why does it matter if an adult fucks a kid robot?
Damn, how old is that? He's 17. That's 7 years ago. Vaush was 22. I don't know. That's dumb as fuck. I'll give it to him. That's from 20. That's from when he was 22. I'll let him slide on that one. But like, I don't think that it's good. I feel like that would be a slippery slope. No, like I understand if it's just a robot, it's not an actual kid. But like, wouldn't that just make you want the real thing more? Wouldn't it be better to not encourage the behavior at all? Right? Like that's what I think. If anything, I feel like that's almost a gateway. It's like marijuana. It's a gateway drug. Okay.
Do that. Listen, I think, you know what I mean? He's just asking questions.
It's a crazy poll in that last video. It's asking about are Western men pedophiles.
And what's the
So there's yes, and then there's yes, but it's because society, and not sure, and then nah. And it wins yes because society for 60% of the vote.
What?
Whoa.
That is fucking
And then 12%.
What the fuck?
12% says yes.
Wow.
That 60% said yes because of society?
Yeah.
Great community's got there.
Yeah.
Great
We live
community.
in a society.
What did they say because of society?
And it wins are Western men pedophiles.
Listen, I think, you know what I mean? What's
So there's yes, and then there's yes, but it's because society, and not sure, and then nah. And it wins.
It's crazy.
So anyway, look, it's like you can have a philosophical conversation about if you have sex with a child sex toy, is that illegal? However, in the context
I think he's talking about in a world where there was like the sex robots.
of everything, again, in this mountain of evidence, you can no longer give him what he asked for, which is charitability. The charitability window is closed.
Okay, I guess. I feel like that one's not really that big of a deal, but okay. I guess with everything else included, it makes it seem like more of one.
Ironically, too, this is another one from Discord. First one says, he says, do you ever wonder if anyone here has ever fucked a minor while being an adult?
What? What? Do you guys ever wonder if anyone's ever fucked a minor? Why are you asking that question?
No.
Also looks like they left the Discord.
Deleted user, by the way.
Do you see the title? Politics.
Yeah, by the way, this isn't a
This is
sex
a
talk
politics
one.
channel.
Yeah, right.
What is wrong with you?
And then another person says, I try not to think about that. He goes, come on, guys, fess up. Who's done it? Confess.
What the fuck? This guy's a weirdo.
Gross.
He says, Lola Mar has definitely fucked a 15-year-old. Okay, but then, so here's part 2.
What? Is this guy trying to be edgy for fun? This guy's weird. This is even weirder than I thought. What kind of a question is that to ever ask somebody? Why would you think about that stuff?
Crazy.
Someone responds by saying, I did fuck an adult as a minor. His response was unironically hot.
Oh my God.
What the fuck?
It's the
Okay, I mean, how old was I don't. Okay, what are you, 17, 18? I don't care. This is ridiculous. This is weird. Why is this even a conversation?
Ironically part. You're really, you're really saying it. And by the way, what I'm showing you guys is a fraction of the totality. Like I knew I didn't have time to show you, so I just grabbed the ones that I thought were the strongest.
I'm just imagining you in our Discord having these kind of conversations.
Oh my God.
Dude. Like this is a massive creator talking to his audience. Like
Well, I think, again,
Well, I don't think he was massive at that time, but still, it's just weird. Like, why would you talk like that?
this one was, what year was this?
18.
2018.
So just to be fair to this guy,
5
you
years
said
ago.
that was still when he was just in Destiny's Discord.
Just a creep on Discord.
Yeah, he was just a normal creep. He wasn't even a thought leader of the creeps.
What the fuck? Why were you friends with this guy for Destiny? What the fuck is wrong with you? Oh, I'm a good judge of character. Bro, judge my balls. What the fuck? It's so weird. After you saw him do this shit, why the fuck did you ever give him another chance? This is so weird.
Here he is saying that if you get CP for free, you're good to go.
What?
What if the offender is consuming child porn without paying for it? If you're not paying for child porn, if you're just getting it, there is no moral or legal argument against that. That doesn't.
I gotta be honest with you guys. You're gonna be mad at me. I disagree with you, Vaush. I know that you guys probably think that's a hot take, but I have to disagree with you, brother.
That doesn't also like rope in you guys for the things that you have purchased. I would never make the argument that somebody who doesn't pay for child pornography but consumes it anyway has committed an immoral act.
I would never.
What if the offender is consuming child porn?
So he
without
said,
paying for it?
listen, as long as you don't buy it,
Why?
it's not immoral.
So just steal it.
I'm not gonna have that. I'm not gonna debate him on that because it's so obviously
That's good.
disgusting. But then he goes, well, hold on. Actually, you can buy it too.
Until he
Check
But you believe that some consumerism is more ethical than others, right? Not all consumerism is equal, right? It's not all equally unmoral, right?
I would argue that in the sense as to its outcomes, yes, obviously there are some forms of consumption that are less ethical than others. But in terms of what it means for an individual's like ethical state, I would not argue there's a difference. I would not argue that there is anything wrong else. And I see somebody disbelief in super chats. I would not say that it is unethical for a person to purchase child pornography or purchase blood diamonds because I don't see a major difference between that.
I do.
I see a pretty big difference between that. I don't think that most people are like, oh man, this diamond definitely harmed a kid. I'm gonna buy it. Okay. I mean, this is what I'm talking about. The pseudo-intellectual fucking bullshit.
One can be produced ethically, one cannot. Different spotted. Why do you keep
But the fact that this is even a conversation is bizarre.
talking about it, bro?
And again, buying a computer with silicon that was mined up by literal child slaves who are worked to death and raped so more children can be born to work the next generation of slaves
Is that true? Wow, that's crazy, Vaush. Do you think that's hot or what?
in Central Africa. I don't see a fundamental difference there.
That's insane. You can't see a difference. I was thinking about this. We're talking about child slaves.
He's so outraged about
Oh,
child
we're talking about white kids, okay? I don't care. No, I'm just kidding.
slavery.
Dude, how dare you think that I have a attraction to minors? He says to me, what would give you this idea? I don't know. You're stop trying to gaslight me, pedophile. Pedo. And in the sense that he's attracted to art.
I don't know. Maybe to be charitable. If I'm being charitable, not that I have an interest in it. He's just saying that like we should care more about the kids getting harmed. But I just don't know. I don't know. It's too intentionally based of a take that he's trying to have like a base take, you know? I think it's just intentionally provocative to try to be like edgy and fucking cool. That's probably the most charitable.
I see nothing wrong with that.
I mean, if the jacket fits.
You know?
So he's talking about child slavery. Horrible. Here's where it would be maybe equivalent. If to buy a diamond, jewelry or otherwise, you had to go outside of a slave camp mine, and as kids are bleeding and dying and working, you go there and you buy the blood diamond. That would be comparable. Because you're going there, there's no question. There's no ethical way to do that. You're there, you're seeing it, and you're deciding to buy it.
Anyway.
At the price of them being slaves and being tortured or whatever. But obviously that doesn't ever happen. The way that, whatever, I don't explain it all. But like it's obviously, whatever. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, they're both bad. You know what I mean? Like, it's just such a weird point to even keep arguing in the first place. Like, why is he so passionate about it?
So many times. So many times.
What we choose.
I guess my point is like he's making it seem like everyone who buys blood diamonds is there and relishing in the suffering. People don't know where the diamonds come from. You don't
Are all diamonds blood diamonds though, or is just some of them blood diamonds? You know what I mean? Like, is every single diamond that's ever been got a blood diamond? Oh, it's starting to fucking storm outside.
know where the cobalt comes from. You don't know where the chocolate comes from in most cases.
Yeah.
In a lot of cases, there is ethical versions you can buy. But like
the average person is not gonna know.
is suffering and exploitation. That's what that's what you're buying.
Right.
I just buy the lab grown diamonds. They're cheaper and they look just as nice. And I died.
Right.
That's what you're buying. You're buying the suffering of a child.
Yeah.
I think we were saying on Friday, like this man has a phone, this man has a streaming setup, like he's purchasing this stuff, and he knows all of the horrible things that go into creating them. So I don't know where's
he would argue that like he has to do those things to survive and blah 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 blah.
the line for you. Like you still are consuming this horrible thing.
So that's what he's trying to say. It's just as bad, you know. Like people don't call me up for this.
Right.
And
So I wonder.
then people go, he's not defending CP. Well, let's follow the logic. He's saying eating a chocolate bar.
I mean, you could probably argue. I don't know if I would, but you could probably argue that Vaush is consistently talking about these things in like a downplay, in order to try to downplay them, to normalize it to his audience, so that when this inevitably does come out, it's not that big of a deal.
From Ralph's is equally as morally bad as consuming CP. Now, what are we trying to do here? Because I go and buy chocolate bars. In fact, I'd say all of us go and buy chocolate bars. So if
Not me.
all of us are going and buying chocolate bars, we're morally equivalent to the people that go and buy CP. And then, therefore, the conclusion is going and buying CP is basically like going to the store.
Also, I feel like you're probably harming more adult slaves when it comes to like blood diamonds than child slaves, because like children are worthless anyway. So why would you want a kid to do anything? The only time you really need a kid is to get into small spaces. So like in a factory or in a cave sometime, you know, just so they can get into small areas. Outside that, they're fucking useless, dude.
Store and buying chocolate bars. It's this pretzel of rationalization, and it seems to me that he's really just talking to him.
Pretzel?
So,
Yeah.
Right.
And we're still buying the chocolate bars.
Not you hating women. Oh yeah, of course.
I love chocolate.
And you could use that with anything, no matter what the argument is. You could say it's not ethical to kill an innocent person, and then he could say, "Oh well, in the army we condone it all the time." Like it's just an endless well, nothing.
But no, but like going in the army doesn't necessarily mean
Right, even that's
death
not-
or,
right,
or
right.
something. There's much more happening. CP, the product is suffering.
Right.
You're buying
Right.
a child being
Right.
abused.
Yeah.
Yeah, the child is the product.
Yeah.
It's,
That's it.
The child suffering is the product.
That's the product.
And a diamond for the consumer, it's hidden.
Right.
It's
But
not.
like, he's a smart guy, right? He doesn't need us to explain that.
No,
to him.
no, he knows.
fucking knows the difference.
And you know what I wonder if this is giving your career so much grief, why do you talk about it so much?
Keeps going.
Why is there so much of you talking about it?
Because I feel like back then this was what people did in the debate community. Like they tried to have like the hottest fucking dumb idiot Twitter takes.
On Discord and videos all throughout his career.
And you're not even making a good argument,
It's horrible.
which apparently you admitted.
Which tells me there's passion behind it for some reason.
Yeah.
Because why else?
Why else?
I barely get triggered about stuff. But if someone starts talking, saying The Last Jedi was a good Star Wars movie, I'm gonna go back and forth with you. You know what I mean? Like,
I think Legend is a good Star Wars movie.
all right, another day. Hold on, another day.
Which one was The Last Jedi? The last, was that the first one? Five, six, seven, eight. 8? No, Last Jedi was dog shit. Light yourself on fire, dude. The 7th one I could give to you. It wasn't that bad. But I still don't think it was that great.
Could have been in that for Friday.
But yeah, no, he's definitely on a mission to normalize CP, draw CP.
I feel like that's the
um,
only
and
conclusion
Bloodborne,
draw.
whatever. Yeah, I mean,
Also, you have all these accusations floating around you. I mean, again, I'm sure he would agree. It was very stupid to have all that shit on his streaming computer. But that's like part of the pathology, right? Like, he can't even help himself. Like,
Right.
this dude is like,
Right.
Yeah, to at least have your child porn on your other computer like me. I'm just kidding. I gotta stop, dude. This is terrible.
browsing the internet, like, just right click save. Like, I need this. Like, it is a problem, dude. It's a problem.
It's absolutely a problem. But we're just being bad
I really like this picture. I gotta save it.
for poisoning the world some shit.
I'm so curious. All these people I see, like even donating, saying, "I'm a fan of both. You should watch this video. This is context." Like, are you still a fan of both? After seeing the lolly porn, after hearing all this shit, are you really still writing from? There's no way. And if you are,
There's a reason for it.
Now that we've explained everything,
Then
there-
why are you still there? Why are you still there?
Kind of weird.
What's going on here?
If he means everything he said, then everything we said here today is 1,000,000% right.
If I can turn
Because what
means
context could be missing?
back
He's giving us all of the context.
Yeah.
Well, the part when the camera stops and he goes, "Psych,
Yeah, that's the only context that could change.
Yeah, the sequel trilogy was terrible. The prequel trilogy I know has its issues, but it has Mace Windu. It has fucking Samuel L. Jackson there, dude. So it's like, you know what I mean?
Everything.
Right, continue on, Vaush.
Here's the problem: the prequel trilogy has like a lot of fundamental flaws, but if you retract and look at the overall story, it was good. It was just that they executed parts of it poorly, like that Anakin got groomed by Padme, right? Kind of not great. Whereas like when it comes to the sequel trilogy, the 7th one was solid. The overall story was solid, and then they killed it in the 8th. So that's why that trilogy sucks. So the sequel trilogy, not so bad. The prequel trilogy, I like the sequel trilogy. I like it more than the regular one, but that's just because of the generational thing. But I understand that the original trilogy is objectively better. But the sequel trilogy is just worse.
Care about is usually a product of our own internal biases, and I choose to care about all of it to address it systemically rather than fuss over the individual instances of me choosing to purchase things
this
ethically.
is totally blah, blah,
Again, so you take it out of context, you're misrepresenting. It's such dumb fucking shit, dude. We know exactly what you're saying.
He
And
just cares so much.
bro, I just care about both.
Cares about everything.
All right, so whatever.
I care so much about slaves.
Tim,
That's true. Padme can groom me anytime too, man. I actually fucking respect that.
here he
Padme's like Miss Dorsa.
is saying vegan. Okay, vegan gains. An interesting character.
So, there's
His
A
debate
dynamic character like Samuel Jackson playing a stiff like Mace Windu is lame. You're lame. Shut up.
him and
Get out
asking
of here.
him interesting question.
pedophiles, right, who buy child pornography. Would you say they should not be held responsible for doing that? Yes.
Why? They should be held responsible. Cut off the buyers.
Really?
No
Even
limitation, huh?
though they're directly supporting child rape. Yeah, I think it's hypocritical. Because I bought my computer and the silicon in it was
How is it hypocritical? If Vaush wanted to argue that, how is it hypocritical?
farmed in Africa by slaves.
Therefore, me buying CP, I've already done the crime.
Right.
I'm just a little
He's just such a he's a loser.
sprinkle of CP on there, bro. Your rationale is sick.
He found a loophole in the rationale,
Yeah, it's like
and somehow he thinks it lets him be like above it all too at the same time.
Yeah, that was
Bro,
weird.
you gotta listen to yourself.
Why did he use himself as an example there? That's very sus. I don't know why he did that. Seems very obvious.
I'm sorry, it looks like he's cosplaying as a pedophile right now.
Oh, that's the context. Okay, that does change it. So he like takes off his wig and beard.
If I can do that and that's legal and no one's going to call me out my shit, then yeah, I have to be consistent in that respect.
That's just you're just being dumb.
Okay, look, I think they're...
Yeah, it's funny too because he's like, and I bought my computer.
exactly. That's
I
exactly
bought
what
my
I'm
computer,
saying.
did that crime.
Yeah,
He bought a chocolate.
if you want to be so consistent about it all,
I bought my computer, so at this point I might as well buy the CPU too. Is that what his argument is? Like I don't get
maybe
it.
avoid buying.
Like if he want, dude, I just don't get it. I don't even think I could try to be good faith here. I'm trying. Like, what is the true argument here, man? Like, what is wrong with you? How do you rationalize that? It just doesn't make any sense, dude.
The computer with the
No.
thing in it that's bad.
Well, he can't.
And look for the
No.
chocolate that's made ethically. Like, go out of your way.
He still bought the computer.
Yeah, maybe he's like, I already got the computer, so
That is.
fuck it, might as well put some stuff on there. Save as.
And here's one more clip of him trying to rationalize a nice little
with
space
$5.
for him to
Once the
consume
product is on
CP.
the shelf, it's gone through the supply chain already. Don't pin the producer's fault from the consumers. Jesus Christ. The $5. Well, consuming does do harm because you're giving money to the industry. I just don't think it's morally wrong. But yeah.
Oh, is this the right spot?
Chaos, $5. So would you say the people who purchase child porn are just as bad as the people who sell it, or no? No, not even slightly.
No, I would say the people who sell it are worse, but the guys who could buy it are also bad.
I don't think that you should morally impugn anyone who purchases child porn for the same reason I wouldn't want to be morally impugned for buying clothing from companies that like use like.
So you buy clothing.
This is the dumbest.
I wonder if Vaush is just like so fucking terminally online that he thinks this is that he actually thinks this is a good argument.
This argument.
But it's also self-report. He goes, I bought this clothing. I don't even say anything. You know, it's like if I buy low CP, what's the difference? I mean, motherfucker, you're justifying that shit. Stop acting obtuse, dude.
Slave labor to do so. However, those who produce and sell the child porn, that is an entirely different question.
So that's why you're able to. That's why he's able to live with himself.
Those people are the worst.
I'm not going out of my way to record it or to create it.
Those are the worst.
I'm just right-click saving.
I'm one of the good pedos.
Crazy.
I'm one of the dope-ass fucking cool pedos.
And also at the same time, you're creating this like safe environment for creeps to hear that it's okay.
Rationalizing.
What they're doing is not that bad.
It's a horrible thing, and people know that. That's why they need to rationalize it, so they can live with themselves.
Might make you like really loyal to him.
Oh yeah, it might make you come in our chat and defend him.
Right.
Here he is talking about his final clarification on CP.
So I don't think that the consumption of the child pornography has anything to do with the inherent immorality of the production of child pornography. In case there are people in chat with brainworms who don't know this, the production of child immorality is a horrendous crime, which is why it hasn't come up once. Been talking about the consumption of child pornography, like having the pictures, you know, the pictures that you could literally take one of and then have disseminated to 10,000 people with no reproduction of the original event.
This motherfucker is
Just talking about someone's child.
he's way too detailed. He goes, yeah, you know, like if you go on like Napster and you download one and 40,000 other people downloaded it. It's not like there's more.
I go to Napster to go take a nap.
It's just that one child being harmed. And it's not like other people consuming this. They're gonna want more of it.
Right.
You sick fuck. You dirty bitch. He says condemning CP is some lib shit.
The industry is being bolstered.
It's so interesting because like this, I really just don't believe the claim that Vaush has, where it's like I care about the kids that are suffering to work the mines or whatever. No, you don't. You wouldn't have this take then. It's not. Why are you so? It's weird that you're so obsessed with like comparing it to child pornography. It's not getting anybody to tune in. You might get more viewers talking about it, or might have it back in the day because it's so basic. But nobody's actually tuning into your argument and going like, "Oh, makes sense." Like it's just trying to be edgy. That's all it is to me. Nobody's changing their mind on it. Nobody's taking that message.
Alien became
really
a member.
receptive to it. Thank you so much for the membership.
I'm concerned with the entire fucking capitalist economy being bolstered and the moral hypocrisy that we perpetuate when we condemn people for participating in industries that are really icky, like CP. But
it's just CP is really icky. Like he's patronizing people that care about it.
Yeah.
It's icky.
and we just like, oh, whatever, it's the rest of the industry. That really strikes me the wrong way. To me, this strikes to me as some lib shit. This is a tacit endorsement of, or at the very least permission given to, the exploitative nature of capitalist industry.
This is your brain on fucking communism, bro.
We apply this hypercritical moral condemnation to people who contribute to certain industries, but then the rest of it we just give free fucking pass to. It's really fucking gross to me. It's like actually disgusting.
So he's disgusted by people that care about CP but don't care about chocolate. I'm disgusted by you. All right. So how's that for a little bingo? Now here is just one last thing. Here is his to be sorted folder from 2019. That's now 4 years. So I was just going through the VOD from the Sonic trailer, and Vaush showed us his image folders. Hopefully he will do live sorting of the to be sorted map. He says it's 98% porn, so probably not. 2019. What else is in the folder, Vaush? What else is in there? Moving on. Now we're going to get to his response video, and this is my favorite part. I had to catch everybody up, but now let's see what he has to say for himself after I go.
Yeah, I mean this is a hell of a catch up there, Ethan. We're at hour 3 at 2x speed. What's my video at? About hour 3. I think that's pretty good. I've got 3 hours on my video just about. When we're at 3 hours of his video, I skipped like 10 minutes of it. I'm gonna have to cut some of this out for my pee time and my intro. That's pretty good. I'm doubling it. Not bad. You know?
OP.
All right.
What a twist. Whoa, what a twist.
Oh, Vaush got a CPS locals farmers market, so it's all good. That's true. At least he's supporting small businesses.
Hit us with that. Here we got a ton of donos that I can talk about.
Do it.
Let me pop open this donations tab. Amy said, get him, Ethan.
Ethan Klein.
Is CP morally okay as long as the kid is white because of systemic oppression?
Thank you for the $5 dono.
I support you because you are not a pedo apologist, cartoon or otherwise. Dudes are free. Sussy Baka. Thank you, Amy.
Oh, is it
Wait.
all right, Sussy Baka, let's just get through this all bullshit. I don't give a fuck about what you're saying. Show us.
Wait, but that wasn't in the stuff that we saw.
That is absurd. That he's like, oh yeah, I thought it was a goblin. No, you did. All right, let's move on. So here he is in his stream that he did on Friday. So at first, surprise, he accuses me of clip chimping.
For those of you who don't know, Ethan Klein and his friends over in the H3 pod dedicated about 2 hours of the podcast to doing like the platonic ideal of a bad faith Vaush is a pedophile takedown, including like everything, like 5 years ago, like stuff that's been addressed so long that I didn't see it. I saw people in my Discord.
This motherfucker
already
sit there.
I could not believe this.
And tell me
right out of the gate
that he didn't watch it.
Talk about it. I didn't want to watch it myself, partly because it would just make me upset, and partly because I was getting a haircut at the time.
Well, listen, I understand not wanting to watch something because it makes you upset, but at the same time, just
At the
don't
same
speak
time, if you are going to talk about it, you got to
You're gonna do it.
Who gets haircuts, dude? Just go bald.
You're gonna do an H3 podcast after party.
Yeah.
What's happening here? Who's doing on this?
Oh.
Okay, he's done. Psycho.
I'll mess with the button, doggy.
But like it wasn't even like anything temporal. It was literally just like fuck this guy. My understanding is that they were even doing like the Tacoma Web jokes and pretending that the Tacoma Web thing wasn't a joke. I
understand you were trying to be like over the top and
What?
silly, but it was still creepy and fucking weird, bro.
boy.
Like
Tacoma just wept and don't take that from us.
Don't gaslight me, bro. I know what the hell you're trying to be like over the top and silly, but you meant what you said, bro. To come up with
He was having like a heated back and forth.
Yeah.
That's what spurred that. I think he's lying. He wasn't joking.
He just wanted to do his research. I fuck all the time. I'm
Everything's a joke when he's embarrassed, you know?
not monogamous.
Yeah,
He's like, no.
that's embarrassing.
He's like, they think that everyone in Tacoma actually cried. No, we know that's hyperbole.
Right.
That's hyperbole.
I meant to literally, yeah.
The thing that people pretend to do where they see an obvious joke and act like I'm being serious.
Shut
is a way
up.
of
Dude,
implying,
well,
like,
come on.
like
Yeah.
or whatever. So
It's Ethan being mad. Vaush didn't watch the whole thing. How ironic, I guess. I don't know.
if it's reached that level of like indiscriminate shit talking and smearing, then it's obviously not any kind of like pointed criticism. So with that in mind, like what do I even?
Why did you make this? Why did you come and do this?
Right.
If that was your
Well, I mean, I don't think that Vaush wants to engage with the criticism again. So instead of, I don't know, he should have just engaged with it, especially since this might have been like the last time, since it's on the H3 podcast. You know what I mean? It might have been the last time he would have had to do it, since it was on a big podcast. So if he actually could have, maybe he really could have, like, you know, made him or you know, got past the allegations. If he went on and was like, you know, these were old clips, and I was young, and I was being a debate bro, and I was being a sussy baka for attention. So, like, you know, that he could have got off with some of it. He would have had to explain the folder, though. Short stack goblins, baby.
your insight on it, but okay. Chatter says, Vaush, you need to watch the podcast.
Honestly, if my corn folder got released, I'd be upset there's nothing illegal in there. I would, honestly, I'm at a point where I wouldn't care. It would be gross, you know. It was nothing illegal. I mean, I already talk about like the nasty shit I'm into here. Sometimes I don't care. I don't really have any shame when it comes to it. I just don't give a shit. I would just be like, all right, it is what it is, brother. You know, I don't give a fuck.
Podcast for the full context. And here's his response.
You should really watch the segment. They didn't just watch the out of context clip; they watched the explanations too. No. Oh, pigeon. Jesus,
okay.
leapt across the desk. No, I've done this so many times. Like
Why
it's
now?
been
Why
5
is it
years,
now that
guys.
I've done it so many times and no more? All of a sudden.
Yet you've refused to come up with a logical defense that
Vaush said he regretted it several times. Yeah, but how do you explain the CP? How do you explain? Sorry, how do you explain the lolicon shit? Like, I don't understand how do you explain that? And what is it that he regrets? Like, what is the take that? I mean, again, like, I think that he's just a terminally online fucking obnoxious loser with pseudo-intellectual idiot trying to be provocative for attention. But then it's like weird. How do you explain like the weird folder full of lolicon? I don't get that. It's so too weird to me.
we think makes enough sense.
Yeah, if you're being accused
I gotta say this. I'm gonna read this because it's a nice one. Papa, I gotta say this is my first time watching you live. Your whole demeanor is very calm, charming, and enjoyable. Thank you. I appreciate that. Here's a guess. Wow.
something so
Yeah.
serious, you think you want to watch so you can defend it.
Come on.
Yeah.
I give him space to talk.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Sometimes it's just part of the job, even if you don't want to watch
Right.
it. And
And just have Vaush come on and explain it. You know, he has the opportunity to do so.
we've had to do stuff like that.
Of course. Then he, here.
5 years I've done this.
Or do it on your own show. Is what he calls it, you know?
And every time it's the same thing. Every time things go down this road, it's always the same collection of like really
No, there's new
aggressively
shit,
bad
bro.
faith, obviously dishonest. You know, I think at one point I saw this with the Discord. Somebody said that Ethan said that I had like a folder full of CP or something. What the fuck? Like, what am I like?
If you're going to
Maybe.
say that, you gotta at least know what the fuck you're talking
What
about.
is their
I
response?
can't explain that, but all the clip debates have been explained. Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, don't you think it's a little bit weird though that he has a history? And again, I honestly don't think he's attracted to kids. I really don't. I've said it a few times. I think that he was just so obsessed with getting attention in his debates that he would say some provocative shit for shock value, right? But it is something to think about. Like, how do you contend with the fact that he's looking at drawn child shit? Like, that's like that. You know, that's part of. You know, that's crazy. That's part of your character there at that point. You know what I mean? And you saved it too. You know. If you wanted to say, hey, you know, I played that Zelda game since I was a kid, and so I maintain an attraction to it, and it's gross, and I hate that. Okay, I mean, I guess I could buy that. I don't know. But something, you know, how do you explain that?
Onto, and that's the level. Like, that's the degree of.
Here he is with another outrageous claim based on, I guess, a chatter.
The bridge, they said Vaush would probably rape real children. Yeah, there was a degree of.
It's like if you always talked about how much you loved your mom, and then it turned out you like to watch like mommy porn. People are like, wait, how much you might love your mom? You might love your mom a little too much. It was wholesome at first, but now I don't know. You know, folder which contained
bad faith there. That is not like
Somebody said we were saying
No,
rape real
no,
children.
you know, it's like from my side of the river.
That we said that, as far as I can remember. Here he talks about Ethan betrayed me. We were friends.
we were friends.
Mostly just really saddening because I thought that Ethan Klein and I were on good terms, which I know he made fun of. I think at some point he was like, as if I would ever be friends with this pedophile, which is really disingenuous.
Didn't say that.
So it's all based on stuff he's heard from people or comments.
He's talking in so much detail.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, the fuck are you doing?
But he's
The
got
last
this like
time we talked on
cartoon
Twitter,
version of the show in his head.
Yeah, well, I'm a cartoon snake.
Yeah, he was really friendly to me. Back when I had a channel strike, he talked with me about offering to give me access to his content manager on YouTube.
Wow, so I did something nice for you, and therefore Like, bro, by the way, I help people all the time whenever I can with video and IP and YouTube shit because I know how bad it sucks. And when I've been in positions where I don't, I help everybody with
You've
that
helped
shit.
people who were considered enemies.
Yeah.
Who have a career out of talking shit
Yeah.
about you, you've helped them.
I help everybody with that shit because I think it matters, okay? So me helping you with that, how are you gonna use that against me? He helped me. Yo, he helped me, bro.
What a hypocrite.
What the fuck?
Pop, every time I come on the stream, I start uncontrollably gooning. That's fucked up, man. You have a problem, brother.
So that I could deal with the strike better.
You have a fucking problem, my man.
And just a little while ago, when he was going through the rounds because he was doing like weird arguments with Hassan about Zionism or whatever, he didn't like a tweet that I had liked. So he reached out to me and asked me about it. We talked for a bit and I disagreed with him. But eventually I moved over and said, okay, and I unliked the tweet at his request. So like every
Yeah,
engagement.
that was before, like, yeah, I reached out because anyone, he was liking something, I don't remember what it was, but we talked, and he's like, okay, I think you're right, I'll unlike it. And I was like, okay, cool, that was nice. That was before the lolly folder and all this other shit, frankly, I didn't know about most of it. But you know what I mean, dude, shit changes. Shit changes. Shit happens, bro. Sometimes your lolly folder gets leaked, and things change after.
Yeah, sometimes. Hey, very relatable.
Let's see. He says he's okay with Ethan Klein's betrayal.
Vaush watches lolly. Why does he call Nazis pedos? To be honest, in addition to the Ethan Klein, what I would call betrayal, I'm okay with calling that. You know, one of the things that really bothers me is that a lot
betrayal. So much energy into that.
of these lolicons genuinely seem to think that everyone is a lolly. They're doing. I said this before. They're doing the thing that racists do with racism, where they think that everyone is racist secretly. They're just the one with the balls to like.
Yeah, he's a creep. I just don't like the dishonesty. Let's accuse him of some of the things he really did. It's getting all twisted, and I hate Olivia. So I don't like Olivia either. I'll be honest with you. I agree with that. But I don't know. Like, I don't know if it's dishonesty. Like, what's the dishonesty you think Ethan's engaging in? I think that you're putting too much energy into it. I feel like it's not being dishonest. Maybe you think he's wrong or being disproportionate. That's fine. But I don't know. Like, I don't think it's everything's dishonesty. You know.
Admit it. So a lot of these lolicons think that everyone is, but like,
is he?
I don't know what he's talking about.
What?
They're the only ones with the stones to own up to it or whatever. And you know, obviously this is like genuinely repulsive, but
sure.
I don't understand that one.
All right, I'm gonna move on. Here's the damn conspiracy. This is the good shit. So Vaush is like, how did this happen? There must be some explanation.
I do think to some level Dan is orchestrating it. Ethan could be convinced in the conversation. I don't
Because
know.
it couldn't be
I
my
know
best friend
that-
Ethan.
Yeah.
Dude, my best friend Ethan would never.
I don't know why the Dan thing. Well, listen. I mean, Ethan. Like I said before, Ethan has a history of like bowing down to his fucking employees too much when they disagree with him. So, at least from the few things I've seen. I mean, I guess I'm referencing more of the Advent Preach thing. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like a stick in the mud or something. But yeah, I guess that's where it comes from. I don't know.
Never betray me unless it was Dan. That's crazy.
That's like, yeah, when dudes will blame like a girl's girlfriends for her doing something or thinking some way. Like whenever she stands up for herself, oh, who's telling you this? Who's making you think this way?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like getting mad at iDubbbz because of his girlfriend. You know.
Yeah, I like that I have no agency. I didn't do anything. Your response, Dan? That's right.
Giddy up.
That's right. Giddy up, motherfuckers.
Hassan fan and he doesn't like me.
Oh, wait, he says you're a Hassan fan too.
Right. So okay.
I
So
think
first
it's
of
a
all,
level
I
down.
actually didn't even know that Hassan didn't like this guy because Hassan never talks about him. Which
Because
evidently I've learned this weekend. I was watching Hassan's stream and Vaush hates him to the extent like maybe not hates him but criticizes him all the time. Like
I was being serious when they all hate each other.
yeah, he pulled up Vaush's channel and searched his own name and there was like so many videos. And then he went to his own channel and searched Vaush's name and there was nothing. So that doesn't really check out because yeah.
Oh my god, yeah, because Hassan doesn't like. He only talks about people that he feels like he can get clout from. Like he doesn't try to develop a community or anything. It's like, yeah, Hassan is a hot topic. Of course, people are going to talk about him. But Hassan tries to do like the no clout thing. He doesn't like even give like from what I've seen like any people any shout outs or anything. And then he complains when his community doesn't support him, but he doesn't have a community. So because he doesn't give anybody, he doesn't like give people ups. You know, that's something you can give Destiny, at least give him credit for that. Like he talks to anybody. So
Yeah, I wasn't even aware that he didn't like you. And I worked with the guy.
Sounds like
you just don't come up, dude. I don't know who you are. I didn't work with anything. Ethan's the one that stumbled upon all
I don't know, man. When I was in the bathroom, you and Hassan had some time to work shit out. Months
and yeah,
ago.
again, the only I'll cop to, I was familiar with Tacoma Wept, and I thought that clip was funny. But Ethan, I showed that to you really recently, right?
Yes.
Like a month ago.
Yeah.
Just coincidentally.
Yeah.
It like came up or something, and I was like, have you ever seen this clip of the Vaush?
Yeah.
Tacoma Wept. So, anyways, that's it. That's the extent of my involvement. Everything else you can talk to Ethan about.
Thank
Figure it
you.
out with him.
There it is. So he claims.
I don't know,
So
Dan. That was pretty snakish.
Snake
Cartoonish, bro.
yeah, maybe.
Ethan could be convinced in the conversation. I don't know. I know that Dan is like a Hassan fan and he doesn't like me, and I've known that for a while. I heard from some people in Discord.
See,
that he
that
was
for a
bad.
while?
You've known that for a while.
Dan, you've been on his radar.
We've never talked about it on
Never
this show
talked about it.
until Friday. This was the first time.
Yeah, I don't think so. Maybe I was like, oh yeah, Vaush, she's okay, or something like that, like in passing, but not more than that.
Not know me. Like,
And again, separating, like, I always found him cringy because of the Tacoma clip, but I had seen a couple of his videos over the years, commentary videos, was on topics I'm interested in, and like you, Ethan, it was fine. I don't know, he wasn't a favorite creator.
Nah, it's all dog shit, dude. Red flag. What did I just get? Fuck.
It's like based on the topic. Sometimes his clips,
He has
you
a
end
good
up
day.
watching it.
Yeah, that's fine, and that's fine.
I get revive.
I guess a perception that some people have led me to believe that I don't know is true is that he fucking despises me and he kind of like set this up for the dislike, but he wants to pretend that his hands are off it. I don't know if
True, dude. He's a sneaky little snaky boy.
that's true or not. I mean, I know that people.
Dang it.
Listen to what a moron you are, bro.
Like,
What?
Very big conspiracy theory. Like that's so weird. I would never come up with a conspiracy theory. I would never have a conspiracy that Vaush leaked it on purpose and didn't think he was going to get this much pushback. Like, what a weird guy to have a conspiracy theory like
What
that.
about bad faith, right?
Because
Exactly.
of a weird
You
little,
just
like,
talked
Like
about
poisoning the well.
Yeah.
yeah, like,
He may have set this up. I don't know.
Goblin short sack.
He may have been.
I will be honest though. I'm starting to not believe my conspiracy that much. As time goes on, I'm just gonna be real with you. But you know what? I don't care.
Not liking me for a while and all this and all that, but I don't know.
Well, Dan, I'm curious to know what he thinks that looked like, where Dan secretly orchestrated his lolly folder being leaked.
that's what's baffling me. I was like, what is going on?
He did this. He created the situation.
Yes.
So Dan, He calls you a. I think he called you a tanky, Dan.
They literally pulled up your debate with non-compete from non-compete's POV and they agreed with him. So by they, you mean Dan, right? Non-compete is like a
What
tanky
did you want
YouTuber
from
that Ethan
Dan?
and Nine Eyes probably wouldn't engage with. And my channel was far larger than his. So if you, and they both contain the same content. So the only reason you would get that content from his stream rather than mine kind of suggests that there's some kind of like prior bias there. I don't know.
What are you
Man,
talking
it feels so disingenuous.
I see what he's trying to say.
It feels so disingenuous. I don't really trust Vaush's feelings, to be honest with you. So, because he feels that CP ain't that bad.
The clips that we had was from like a very small creator that
what
we
a
must be,
funny
or I guess me
guy,
personally must be a fan
What
of.
a-
Because how else
what
we
a
sourced
funny
them?
guy.
I didn't source that clip, and I don't know who you're talking about. I don't know what else to say.
It's given
I know
Dan is
non-competed is.
jealous of me.
I hate that saying when people say it's giving. My wife said that one time. I said I don't like that. It's fucking so cringe. I hate TikTok people who do that. She never did it again. Okay, I don't like that shit. Grow up, you know.
True. So that's,
And my forefathers may have been tankies, but I don't think I would. So
What is a tanky? And Dan, you're not pulling this outfit off. You look like you, dude. The way Dan looks in this clip here, I feel like he thinks he looks mysterious and cool, but he looks autistic and gay. Like this is not. This is not like you're not hitting right now, brother. What are you doing right now? Come on.
I'll just call myself as a tanky. So
I'm gonna have to test. I'm gonna do a tanky test on you.
tanky test.
Do you think China is entitled to Taiwan?
You're asking me?
Yeah.
No.
There you go. That's it. See how easy?
Let's go.
You passed. Horse explanation. Here he explains that you have to be willfully dishonest to accuse him of being into horses.
One of the things that they did, which, and by the way, I'm hearing this secondhand.
We know.
I'm hearing this
This is
secondhand,
why.
so I admit if I'm wrong, then that's on me. I don't want to watch it, honestly. It would just upset me.
But you're already upset.
Then don't do all this.
You're already upset.
They acted
He's mad.
as though
Yeah.
the whole horse thing was some kind of like secret that I'm trying to play off.
He
as a joke.
loves this point. They thought they're pretending like me being openly a pervert. I'm being openly a pervert. Why are they trying to pretend like I've been secretly a pervert? It's like, okay, dude.
Like they were like, we found out like he really does like horse dicks or whatever. Which to construct that impression, you would need to be willfully dishonest. I have emotes.
So I just saw a folder with horse porn in it, man. It was really not more complicated than that, you know.
Making fun of it. Like that is a level of willful dishonesty that I think it's stuff like that, you know, because it means there's no real sincere effort at I don't know, engaging with.
What the fuck are you talking about? I don't get it. Like again, it's weird that like you like horses. Just to be clear, I don't care that much as a horse, but it's still weird.
Or uncovering any kind of drama. It's just an effort at like character assassination.
Wrong.
Why are you dying, baby?
And then so here's let's see, 22
Are you okay, my love? My wife said that she's dying in the chat. Somebody save my wife. What's happening?
minutes later, he says this interesting little bit.
We can't let this be smeared, okay? If to whatever extent, you know, people can say, oh, he plays it off as this or that, okay? I'll make it clear. You can write this down. I want to fuck a woman as a horse. None of this is a secret. Just to be clear.
Okay.
You know,
You want to fuck a woman as a horse? What the hell's the matter with you, dude? What is this? What are we doing right now? What?
Let's do the math on this. He wants to be the horse. Okay. So in the folder, there's images of a horse.
He wants to be a horse?
Fucking a child. Therefore, if we're gonna do the math, if he's the horse.
Oh, my wife's dying because I called him autistic and gay.
I mean, do I need to say it?
No.
Definitely.
You know, if he's the horse and the horse is fucking a kid,
Somebody clip that and put it on Twitter, okay? Me calling Dan autistic and gay.
you know, that's just kind of what it is there, brother. Lolly explanation.
That makes sense.
August, where are you? I love you.
Explains.
This is the worst.
This is everyone's favorite part. Yeah.
framing. I mean, I'll explain the whole thing. For those who don't know, 4 days ago, I was doing what I do, which is showing chat men's formal wear and talking at them about it for hours on end. And I was going to open up an image with right
Why?
click open a new window, but instead I did right click save as, and it opened a folder called to be sorted. The to be sorted folder, which is where I put images that have yet to be sorted, and
which is by his,
indicate that,
which is by his own admission 98% porn.
The place that it went to, because the file type of the image, which was like, I don't know, JPEG or something, I don't know. The last image that I saved to the to be sorted folder was an image of Marcel from Dungeon Meshi being roasted by Gordon Ramsay while cooking a mandrake. Hold on.
How do you save this stuff?
He's doing this thing where he's like, it's not about that one. Nobody fucking cares about that one. Nobody. I didn't even, he's trying to make it seem like,
Yeah, I
no.
remember that.
I don't remember it. It doesn't matter.
I'm curious what he
He shows it. He shows it.
Okay, got it.
But like, dude, this is not. He's like, I'll explain it all. Yeah. So anyway, it was just a cartoon
Marcel-
Gordon Ramsay. Yeah, we don't care about that one, bro.
Ramsay.
Stop trying
There
to
we go.
obfuscate.
Why is he saving so many pictures? Maybe he thinks they're NFTs and then he owns the picture. I don't know.
You bitch. Show it. See, I'm
It's a
innocent.
good anime, guys, and a good manga.
I'm
Anyway,
innocent. What about the other ones?
What about the
and
one-
That one could be kind of hot porn as long as that's not a child. You know, the shaming stuff.
opened up the folder.
Yeah, like the.
I'd like to see a drawn Gordon Ramsay schmegler. You know?
There's like 95% are porn. Let's look at those.
Preview, which showed thumbnail.
I was just looking at men's formal footwear. Formal wear. Why? What's wrong with you? This is like the guy that sells steampunk equipment at the Comic-Con. That's not really that much of an insult. That guy's kind of cool, but
Those images that I had in there, a lot of which were pornographic, most of which, though there were some non-pornographic images, including Reagan Ripley.
Don't
We don't care. We don't care.
Super
Do not.
chatted $2. Who in The Walking Dead makes you the horniest?
Listen, brother. Nobody in The Walking Dead makes me horny. But I will tell you that if my wife was bitten and turned into a zombie, I would use that hole until it caved in. And that's the bottom line. Because I said so.
Don't care about those. Those do not bother me at all, man. You know what? Don't care.
Inside job standing around in a
Irrelevant.
bikini, I think.
Oh my God.
And non-pornographic canon images
Filibustering.
of Raru from
We
The Legend of
don't
Zelda
care.
Tears,
Don't talk
which is
about that
funny
one.
because there are far more pornographic images of Raru in
No,
there than
it's
there are
not funny.
non-pornographic images.
Yeah,
But
who cares?
honestly,
Nobody cares about King Raru.
Raru,
Oh wait, Vaush, Ethan, I'm reading one of the comments. I just saw my name. Vaush, Ethan literally went through each image that you showed and discussed them, but then afterward acted like it was all pedo shit. Well, some of it was.
Maybe Eugene, though, if I had to choose.
Is one not enough?
Yeah,
Bro, you only have one
right.
pedo image.
He admits to 2 of them being.
Yeah, he admitted in this video.
It just looks so good that even non-pornographic images feel pornographic to me. Yeah, and innately pornographic characters.
Thank you.
Why don't you keep your form? It's to be sorted. I'm not arguing this with you guys anymore, okay? Yeah, we get it. The most potent roasting, you know, oh, well, why even say, I don't want to argue with you guys about it, okay? Because it's a to be sorted folder, which had the taxes in it, you know, whatever. Also, which need to be sorted. I don't get what's complicated about it. Anyway, of the images that showed, 2 of them were from the same artist. 2 of them, those from that artist turned out to be a lolicon.
Case closed.
What does an artist being a lolicon mean? That they're a child? Or they draw that kind of stuff?
Did you?
Oh, what? So, like, listen, I'm not familiar with this, but if you are an artist that specializes in lolicon, as they call it, and they draw, and I saw this image and I was like, wow, that's pedo shit. What are the chances that Vaush look at this image, a professional lolicon artist, he's like, I'm the best at doing this. Nobody ever mistakes this shit for anything but kids. He goes, yeah, no, I didn't know. I knew, and I didn't know shit.
Okay. Why do you even know that the artist does that kind of stuff? What the hell?
One of the 2
But the fact that it's a lolicon artist kind of removes benefit of the doubt there, buddy.
Yeah.
images. As far, now, unfortunately, talking about this is always like a double-edged sword because I can't show to defend myself, nor would I encourage you to go look it up because this is a lolicon artist, so I don't.
And you had that shit.
Really?
Yeah, good idea.
Want to direct you to that?
Stream on the Pornhub, dude. Stream on Pornhub.
You know, but one of the 2 images from this lolicon artist, okay, to be clear, one of them flatly did not look like lolicon. I'm sorry, you can say it's defensive. I think that's bullshit. I literally,
Bro, I don't believe you. They're a lolicon artists. That's it. The fact that there was even any room for error means you're fucking lying.
went back and looked. The chick is like 6 heads tall. She literally, like, it's like, apparently, the reason why people have said that is because
Weird ass thing.
Is that how people describe
Not normal people. No one I know.
age? 6 heads tall.
It's fucking crazy.
Adult heads or child heads?
So how old are you now? I'm 6 heads tall.
So he's basically saying, oh yeah, it was lolly porn, but she did look pretty old for being lolly.
Bro, I
Yeah.
saw that.
Is that what he said? I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to go look at the pictures. So.
Fucking insane.
She was a
Dude.
mature baby.
You downloaded lolly porn. And by the way, once again, you had 2 images from this artist in the peak tip of Mount Everest. That is your 5-year-old porn collection going back to 2019.
Right.
To be sorted.
Bro has his pedo jacket tailor fitted, dude.
That's what's up, bro. He's got his like name and embroidered and shit.
Custom made.
But this is the best part. Everybody listen up. This is important.
it's a drawing of a VTuber. And the VTuber is usually drawn as a lolly. But in that case, that's blaming
Why?
me for a drawing that's not the drawing that was in there.
Bro, if you fucking knew the VTuber and they're usually drawn
Why?
as a lolly, what are you doing, brother?
What are you talking about?
Fuck you lying.
Yeah, Ethan found out after the fact that the artist was a little. Okay, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Okay, shut up. Stop correcting me. I don't like it.
Oh my god, stop fucking lying. Nice return. I remember that one in a minute.
So I completely reject that line of logic. It just looked like a normal drawing.
No, definitely not.
Hope it's all okay or none of it is okay. What does that mean? What are you talking about? I don't even know what you mean when you say that.
Where's the goblin part?
Right.
I don't, like this is so this is one of the reasons why stuff like this is impossible to clarify because even talking about it comes across as like crazy defensive or whatever, right?
Yep.
What else am I supposed to do?
Stop doing it. Stop downloading lolly.
Yeah, true.
Let people like Ethan Klein lie and say that it was all
Motherfucker.
like a folder full of lolicon, or just explain it, you know? Anyway,
I explained it better than you have.
one of the 2 images just flatly didn't look like lolly. I don't give a shit.
This is what I would have said if somebody ever caught me with lolicon. I would say, I was browsing the internet, and my pants fell down on accident. That's what I would say. Okay. That's what I would say, dude. I would say this.
I was searching around the internet.
Oh my god. Okay, listen.
No, I was searching around the mom. I was searching around the internet, and all of a sudden, I was downloading this thing, and I got a computer virus.
I want to see it. Show me what you were downloading.
I deleted the virus. Oh my God, Mom! I had a computer virus, and I got scared that I had the virus.
Yep.
And when I was getting out of my chair, my pants were slipping, and I was pulling them up and getting back on the chair.
Yep. That's happened sometimes,
I
man.
got scared, and my pants slipped down a little, and I was pulling them up.
Yep. I agree with
Mom,
this.
I'm telling the truth.
Mom, come on.
I am serious.
Come on, kid. Come on, Mom. Come on, Mom. What are you talking about, Mom? For real though, leave the kid alone. He was jacking off, you know. Let him jack off. Let him do his thing. Let him explore himself. It's natural. I did it when I was young too, man. It's you know, it is what it is.
Like coke, diamond, I just don't care. Like disingenuous shit, you know?
It's like, I
the other
know.
one is like a threesome with 2 chicks and a guy. And in retrospect, looking at, knowing now that artist is a lolicon, yeah, I can see it. And I looked at it, I think
Now that I know they're Lycon, yeah, I can see it.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Oh, come on.
If it's like even that close to being underage, then you kind of like if you can miss like, oh, that might be lolly, but I'm not sure. Then it's lolly, and you're a
You
lollipop,
saved
brother.
it. Not only did
You
you look at it,
saved that
you saved
shit.
it. You wanted it forever.
You didn't want those kids to age. You wanted a snapshot of them now.
Someone saved
Yeah, that was a threesome with. We're not sure if it was a horse, but we think it was. It was like a giant horse cock and 2
Yeah, maybe it was a centaur. You don't know.
young girls.
I don't know.
That's not the one.
I don't know, but I don't think it was the horse one that was.
Dude, they all look like kids.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah,
so
they-
fucking-
yeah.
They did. That's what.
No, it's a joke. The whole thing's a joke.
Did I misunderstand him? Did he say that Gordon Ramsay one wasn't that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not seeing that.
Right. I don't remember.
Or maybe he
seeing
said he was going to download it. I don't know.
Hmm.
He's obviously just filibustering.
Everything looks
Yeah.
like lolly shit. 2 of them are
Filibustering.
confirmed. This is like this.
I think this outfit might be working for this guy.
Oh, the artist.
Lolly explicitly that he thinks one of them doesn't look like this.
He
but it is.
disagrees. I disagree with that.
I reject
And
that.
the other one's like, oh yeah, those are definitely
I
kids.
see where they're
Yeah,
coming
that makes sense.
I mean, guys, what are we arguing about here?
There's nothing.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Capitalism did it. It wasn't me.
Good society made me want to fuck kids, bro.
True, dude. True.
Maybe that's right though. Maybe that's true. I don't know. You still want to fuck kids though, so let's do something about that.
This society made me like smelly armpits, dude. It's fucked up.
That's easier to change than society. True. Let's see what I mean.
Undoubtedly.
now that with 2 chicks and a guy. And in retrospect, looking at, knowing now that artist is a lolicon, yeah, I can see it. When I looked at it, I think the vibe that I got was like short stack, thick kind of thing. You know what I mean?
I think the vibe. Why wouldn't you just know? You know, like if I wouldn't you be like, no, that's not what I liked. I just like the vibe of short stack thick. Why do you like? I think the vibe. If it was still in the to be sorted folder or whatever, I feel like it was fresh in your mind.
Like the way like goblins get drawn in porn.
So,
oh my god.
So he says, okay, well, yeah. So this one definitely looks like lolly. However, in my defense, I thought it was a goblin. I thought I was looking at goblin porn.
Papa, are you glad CM Punk is out for 4 months? And did you goon? Dude, come on. CM Punk is cringe.
Have to entertain me for a moment on this presumed shared knowledge of how goblins get drawn in pornography. But you know how they're all like thick short stacks, right?
No,
that was
we
the
don't
vibe that I
know.
got because in the image, the girl that's shown has super thick legs.
Listen, man, like I've said, I jerk off to Warcraft porn every once in a while. Not all the time. I don't really play the game as much anymore, so it's not as relevant. But I feel like a goblin's not a child. You know what I mean? It's like sometimes I jerk off the dwarf. That's a politically correct way to say it, right? I'll look at dwarf girls or whatever they're, whatever you're supposed to say, little girl, little dwarf, little person dwarf girls. They're not kids though. They're grown adults. They're just small. They're short, stack, thick. You know. Don't usually look at them fucking horses though. I feel like you wouldn't be able to handle that. You know.
It has like tits and a belly, so that's just the vibe I got. But now knowing that the artist is a lolicon, which I have been roundly reminded of, obviously knowing that it was intended to be a lolly drawing. So like that's how it is, right? It's a drawing. You get it without context. I know.
I don't need context. It looks like a
Do we need
child.
context for the lolicon
The
now?
context is in the damn picture. It's a child. Fuck, man.
Who cares who painted it? What the fuck?
It was
Oh
drawn.
my
It was
God,
drawn by a
context.
professional.
That shit was no goblin too.
No, that was
There's no goblin in there.
No.
We're goblin.
Dude, what do you mean ew? You never looked at a dwarf like girl? They're hot as fuck. Are you kidding me? What the hell's the matter with you, bro?
He's the only goblin I see.
You could put him on your wiener and spin him around like a propeller. That's fucking awesome, bro. What are you talking about?
But
Well, he didn't say it was a goblin. He said it's like how.
It resembles a goblin.
To your, as you would put it, platonic ideal of a goblin.
See?
Yeah, the thing
Goblin
with
on
goblins
this
in, like,
horse,
the games is that
dude.
They're short.
They are
They're
short.
short.
They're short.
Are they
Green.
stacks?
They're
But they're
generally green.
But
right?
when they're not green,
Fatherless behavior? Yeah, probably. I don't have a father, so what's it to you, dude?
they are just short.
They're
And what are
curvy.
shorts?
I don't care. Like I told you before, I don't care if you know what I look at. I don't give a shit. Like it's beyond me. I've transcended. I don't care.
Kids.
Right.
Yeah, who else is short?
Damn.
Kids.
Kids, yes.
Checkmate.
Are kids green? No.
No,
No,
okay.
checkmate, I think.
But when I saved them, I
We
saved
got
them
you,
because
buddy.
both the drawings have like a meaty dick in it and I'm a huge size queen. So
Okay.
like
Learned that about him today.
you look at it in retrospect and it's like, okay, well now with a broader context, I can understand how it comes off that way. Even if initially you're like,
So let me get this.
So you should have just started with that and apologized and not call people liars.
Why the fuck is he calling me a liar
Yeah.
and going on and on about all this shit when he just said, yeah, one of them was lolicon? So where does the conversation go from here? You said I'm right. You said you look at lolly. Why are you saying mean things about me?
It was a moment of weakness, Ethan.
Stop saying.
She looked like my girlfriend from the 3rd grade.
Stop calling me a snake.
Stop it. Stop it.
Stop calling me worm tongue.
at first glance, the vibe would be more thick.
Stop it.
But you'll notice, has anything that I've just said sounded like it would even remotely convince the kind of people who are intent on smearing?
Convince me that you're not looking at lolly when you say it's lolly. Why am I have to say lolly so goddamn much? I actually want a lollipop now. Do we have any?
Oh, they had some horse ones at the store.
Oh, for real?
Come on, man. You could do better than that. Respect yourself a little more.
Horse lollies? Bro, what the fuck are you doing? What are you talking about, man? What? You just showed up to the Chris Hansen kitchen and had a seat, man. He's like, why are you judging me to Chris Hansen?
me over this. No, and frankly, the effort to defend it, from my perspective, comes across as exactly what you would expect.
All right, so that was fun. I'm just going to blast through this. Here he says, don't do this to me during an election season. That's true. I guess I should care more about that.
You know, the main thing I'm concerned with is, frankly, there's just a lot of people in Ethan's audience who I think have the wrong idea about me. Yeah. And I think that some of them might be pulled over. You know, not all. The well's been pretty poisoned, some of them. And I think it's important to do that. Not only because
you could have come on my show and done it, you could have mainlined right into him, man. You know?
To me, from an obvious career perspective. No denying that. But also because it's an election year, you know? All hands on deck. It is
Bro, you dumb fuck.
We don't want your hands on deck.
It is bad.
It's an election year. Vaush is the superhero savior who could really get people on his side. I agree, Vaush. You are such an important guy.
You know, this is not the time that I want to be doing this kind of petty drama, circular firing squad bullshit.
Dude, you are such a fucking loser.
The election's all riding on you, Vaush.
Yeah, we don't.
We're all counting on you. Biden needs you.
What will Tacoma vote for now?
Biden needs you.
Yeah. Here he says, I'm attacking him because I hate trans people. Interesting. That's what Keflos was trying to say.
There's probably a large overlap, ectoplasmic. I like the part where he said this is a pedophile community. Yeah, did he say that with regards to there being a lot of transgenders here? Is that what he meant?
No. Why did you think
Definitely
that?
not.
That's funny. He's such a fucking coward.
First of all, bro, you may not know a lot about me, but unlike you, I'm actually for the trans. We have tons of trans audience, and we love them. We do Pride Minute.
We have tons of transes. What?
1 minute exactly, and then get out. But we got a lot of trans people in the audience, man.
Yeah, we do. Sure.
Special.
Yeah, to be clear, the problem was the lolly.
Well, I don't know.
It was the people that like lolly.
Right, that's why we call them pedophiles.
Not that you have a lot of trans people in the audience. That's not an issue. It's the lolly.
I feel like
the child pornography drawing.
Yeah.
The assumption in itself is extremely transphobic, no? For to say that.
Right.
It's
I've been seeing a lot of messages.
And you know what? You may call it bad faith.
You may.
I've lost faith. I have no faith. I've seriously lost faith in God from this whole thing.
Yeah, it's not great.
That was
Like,
fantastic.
yeah.
And then here he says it's because he hates Israel. This dude is grasping at the most insane straws.
What if it's because you're pro-Palestine? No. It's nothing like that.
Oh.
Wait.
The bridge could be mended.
No, wait. Yeah,
No,
so he said, hold on. That was part one. That's part one.
Oh.
Then 1.5 hours later, he's changed his opinion. He's changed
He
his
also
opinion.
weirdly said you were one of Hassan's people. Okay. This had better not be some weird spite thing because I'm like anti-Israel. I don't know. Like that's weird. Like where's that coming from?
Yeah, it's not.
He's just more confused about what the chatter's saying.
Well,
Yeah,
okay.
I never said that he was one
But
of
yeah,
those.
well, again, he's
I mean, who cares about Vaush's perspective? Why the fuck would Ethan even care about that? Fucking loser.
responding to all this.
Like, I understand that he has he has a large following, but this guy's a fucking loser. Like, he's not to be taken seriously in any mainstream capacity. Who fucking cares?
Like third hand through like his chatter or whatever.
Engaging with this person is literal fucking it's just worthless.
So like, I guess we'd have to go back and look at what you said.
I think
that chatter was even right, but
I think we lumped him in with streamers like Hassan, political streamers.
I mean, yeah,
Bro,
that's
there's more. I mean, what the fuck, man? There's like a lot more.
Well, it is well after 5, and I know you guys really have to go. So
There's the one of him sexually harassing Poppy, who was a member of I think it was Destiny's Discord, where he was like really aggressively sexting her up in chat, and like I said, Destiny had to ban him. The whole conversation's on the internet. It's really crazy. There's also bonus anti-Semitism memes.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to have conversations or interact with Vaush anymore after I found out. It wasn't just what he was saying, it's like what he said after the fact, like just like saying that I think it was her, because there was another one too, that she just wasn't like mentally capable of understanding what was going on or something. It was fucking gross, dude. Like he doesn't take any responsibility when he does bad shit.
Like here, these are fast. They're fast. Here, this from Discord. Force gonna like Jewish chewing tobacco. That's fine. I don't care. Will you get me in good with the Jewish World Order if I send dick pics? I mean, okay, he's being silly. I'm actually in Hollywood right now, so if anyone wants to take down the Jewish media elite, let me know. Okay. I mean, and then here this person says, Jews aren't humans, they're reptiles. This is his Discord. And then he posts a picture of his lizard, my Jewish buddy, he says. Now, listen, I'm not...
How old is it? 2017. Yeah. Again, it's just, he thinks he's funny probably there, but...
This stuff, I really don't care. But as someone who represents the tolerant left, he's an Irish dude who's 0% Jewish. Do you really think that you're in a good position to be doing these kinds of jokes? You know, there's more. Jews control... Oh, this one's really wild, dude. This one's fucking nuts. This guy got Vaush really good. I don't know who this guy is, but...
Their ideology was not aligned with reality.
How can you tell?
Because Jews don't actually control banks in the world.
There was a disproportionate number of Jewish control of banks in Germany during the Weimar Republic.
All right, Vaush, we're done here. Thank you. Goodbye.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that's true or not, but like...
I think that he's trying to say something like super based, because I've seen Vaush talk about how the only reason was because it was against like the Christian religion or whatever to do that. It was considered dirty, so Jews, one of the only jobs they can get was doing that or something. So
again,
just sugar on top.
Just a little sprinkle of powder. But like, first of all, they didn't control. You know, the Nazis were not correct about the Jewish people. I don't know if he was arguing like, well, he kind of was getting his toes wet a little bit there. Well, you know. Oh yeah, and the reason he got banned for Twitch is saying that we should nuke Israel, whatever. Also, there's one more for the road, more weird animal shit. It's not just horses.
Is that why he got it? No, okay.
What the fuck? It's lizards. And one of my geckos will run down and jump on my dick like they're giving me a full body hand job. Yeah, consent is irrelevant for animals. Even pets get no say in being locked up, taken away, fixed, or euthanized. I don't think BCL should be a crime.
What the fuck? Why?
I put a gecko on my dick.
Just say it to yourself, you know.
For a picture once, and it licked it. Here he is with his geckos.
Ew, that's like a goblin.
These are Discord conversations.
That's the same shit as him trying to justify the CP.
Yep.
Where he's like, no, you can do this because all of these horrible things take place in these normal.
If you're gonna fucking eat hamburgers, then I have every right to fuck a horse.
Yeah.
Okay.
True.
Sure, buddy. Whatever you want to do, man. Just don't Tell me you're not doing it.
I see patterns.
So, gosh, what was the other stuff? I guess the Poppy stuff's the only thing we didn't get into. Actually, you know what? Here, this is so fast, and I'll be done with the doc. I'm gonna be done with the doc. This is it. Here's the girl Poppy. The conversation is long and it's well documented. You can read the whole thing, but this kind of summarizes it. Can someone give me a rundown on Vaush? I don't much about him, but lately I've been seeing several prominent lefties support him, while smaller lefties are accusing him of sexual abuse. What's the deal? Here's the girl Poppy that was the victim. After I blocked him for trying to groom me when I was going through a traumatic experience as an autistic young
Groom me? What?
person, he told me he wanted to prolapse my anus and R-word me for months on end. Did not stop until mods got involved, and he never apologized.
Jesus.
Then I found out he was doing the same thing recently to a non-binary person I knew, but wasn't friendly with, and my heart sank. He outed me after I brought it to Destiny's attention. This happened in Dee's community, and leaked logs which contained my docs. Yikes! And then she continued.
I don't remember the grooming part, but I remember it was gross.
He was, or actually, this comes from Vaush himself, talking about Poppy when this whole thing was going on. I encourage you guys again to read the logs. He says, should I at Poppy and DGG and tell her I'm onto her shit? This person said, no, what the fuck? And this person says, what does that do for you? Might scare her into shutting up.
Oh, my God.
So there you go, everybody.
Incredible stuff.
Thanks for watching.
It wasn't his name, didn't he? His name used to be Irish Laddie, and he changed it because of this.
That's just that one thing. There's a few instances of him being like sexual harassing in Discord and stuff. But there's your boy. There's your political inspiration. People, the Vaushites, the lollipops out there. This is your guy.
As a Marxist Bidenist myself, it's very upsetting that you've ensured Donald Trump's election.
Is that Poppy the singer? No, I think it's Poppy the League of Legends character. Just so you know, it's a Yordle, and she's a short stack and thick.
This episode today is very upsetting to me.
Oh boy.
What are we gonna do without Vaush?
Okay.
Well, if anyone's gonna legalize child porn, it's gonna be Trump.
Probably.
It's a sideways play.
MAGA communism.
What else is there to say? I think we've said it all.
Said a lot. That's
So that's it. I mean, really, I don't know. Take for that what you will, but just know.
Hopefully, Trump legalizes child labor. These children do yearn for the mines, of course.
I will judge you if you come back here and you're like, no, you listen. I'm a fan of both you guys. You really need to watch this video. No, and I'm judging you. I really am. There's just no reason at this point. This guy's a fucking freak, like a sick dude. He should disappear, go get some therapy, come back, talk about what he's been through, and then maybe some people can go back and watch him. But honestly, if he just left the internet altogether, that'd be fine too.
Okay.
You know,
quite advisable. To leave the internet.
Agreed.
It seems to be an unhealthy place.
That's true.
For him.
Well, and if not by his, I mean, court orders can do that too.
Yeah.
They can say no more internet and no, don't come to your schools and no lolicon.
Makes me fucking sick.
All right, it's Monday. We did it. Thank you guys for coming along on this journey with me.
All right.
Yeah, everybody. Thanks for coming out to the farm, boys. Get me a taste of some fresh horse
All right, fantastic. We all done?
semen, boy. Did y'all know? My God. Come on, The Bachelor.
All right, that's it, guys. We did it. We did it. Jesus Christ.